曾爱上了一只猫，它有最迷人的微笑。我想爱它天荒地老，然而它的梦我给不了。我决定了离开，留下了后悔无解。我带着思念，而他却对我恨在心里面。亲爱的姑娘，我并不想离开，留下了悲伤的你在哭泣。亲爱的姑娘，请原谅我，这一只傻傻的狗。爱你，想给你一切，我们来自不同世界。你想要 baby 的心愿，可我不可能让它实现。我选择了离开你，不是故意要伤害你。在我的心里，我的爱越来越强烈。伤心，亲爱的姑娘，别让我走。告诉我，告诉我，告诉我，你还爱我。亲爱的姑娘，我并不想离开，留下了悲伤的你在哭泣。亲爱的姑娘，请原谅我，这一只傻傻的狗。我曾爱上了一只猫，它有最迷人的微笑。我想爱它天荒 儿，他的梦我给不了。我决定了离开，留下了后悔无解。我带着思念，而他却对我恨在心里面。亲爱的姑娘，我并不想离开，留下了悲伤的你在哭泣。亲爱的姑娘，请原谅我，这一直傻傻的狗。给你一切，我们
Oh shit. It's on, right? Damn, my whole mic was on this whole time. Luckily, I didn't say anything. How's everyone doing? I've been up, but I also was asleep. Hello, Potato. Hello, Permafeared. Hello, Proxy. Lock in, Reggie. Maxi D. R.I.P. Permafeared. Ermi. Hello, Sansanju. E. Really Orm. Sorry, please. Hello, So Shoddy. Oh my god, a replay. Okay, a replay. Alright, we'll do the replay. While I kind of want to hear what Nesh has to say, but I mean, I could put I forgot. I could do that. Forgot about that technique. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm ready to play Magic, you know? Okay, we're good. Let's unmute this. Pinned. Unpin. Unmute tab.
And also, what do you feel like you can bring to the event this weekend?
Okay, so coming in Bologna, I have analyzed the meta, and I have seen that there is some trends. Because usually in America they are more combo-based decks, but in Europe
we're watching
we are
replays.
more for the control variants.
Oh,
like,
please!
You know,
actually, let's spectate the duel. Nesh is hot. He's pretty attractive, yeah.
Like the Americans. Usually, I'm expecting, to be honest, for this event, Draco to be the most popular one. Second place, I would say Yami Mitsu, only because of the representation in America. But then we would also say that Vanquish Soul will be one of the most popular trends as like the top 3 decks in my opinion, because Vanquish Soul counters
that's a
very
strong
well
technique.
That right now
that's really strong.
Is being played. It's a sort of outplay of the outplay, in which people, in order
you want
to
Raid to choke you?
like
okay.
Be
careful what you wish
deck, they are gonna bring more
You may not survive this encounter.
Get countered by Vanquish Soul.
What the fuck,
and
the Magnum?
For the fourth deck that performed very well during the French Open with 27 representatives. And like I think they have like the 62% win rate is Malice.
Yeah.
Malice is a very threatening deck right now.
I am not counting on it. Alright.
Because
oh my god, did he just int?
And that
kind
deck
of?
has a dream to survive for 14 rounds.
Man, these guys are so greedy.
I mean, it's quite a dream.
It's quite a dream not breaking for 14 rounds. But
what's this good? Pong?
It's a very solid pick as the fourth deck, so we're gonna see most likely those
Pongu?
decks representation.
I think that's the guy's name, Pongu.
To take in consideration for this event because I'm a combo player by art and there is nothing I can do about it. I
MF so
cannot
greedy,
play
yeah, MF so
Dracotail
greedy.
personally because it's not the kind of playstyle that suits me the most.
I expect backup. Yep,
And if
backup.
I learned something from other
Summon
people
backup.
that are very experienced
Where
at
did
the
he
game
set off
is the
Rabbit?
fact that you
I'm
have
pretty
to
sure
play
it's
a deck that you
GWC.
enjoy, otherwise you're not gonna perform.
Yeah,
And the
GWC.
deck that I choose, the decks that I was.
I'm really glad I
choosing,
learned
like
Malice
Vanquish
because I can keep
49,
track of the
I
fucking.
really love
Oh,
the
that's
rotations,
nasty.
The engine, the grind, like it's a very aggressive, but
Like I
also,
can at least Super Poly is
a deck that
fucking
can establish
disgusting.
A lot of recovery and can play through quite a lot. And
That's
the
so
other deck
nasty.
is a more ignorant wombo combo variant, Yami Mitsurugi, and I decided to go for that because
Which is
I
even
feel
more.
ignorant today.
Jesus.
I think it makes a lot of sense because.
Do you know
at the end
Fuffles?
of the day,
A little
I think
bit.
you
I
mentioned
just
something
know
important,
like
which
there's
is
the
you have
Edge
to
Imp
play what you
site
feel
that
like.
you can
Yeah.
play on your
No
opponent's
matter how
turn.
important
You summon
I
the
have
Cruel
been
Feeling like
Whale.
Umar is in
And
there.
then, but I played them when before they had that, when they got the Kraken to
no,
attack
I
twice.
mean, as you mentioned, I
That's
think,
fucking
the
disgusting.
meta game is very shaped. But I also wanted to ask you because you mentioned Malice. I was about to ask. Do you feel like
I
people
guess
are gonna
watch the
play
second nib
Lancia,
show up.
or it's just,
So here deck I've created
if
one
you
nice.
think like, okay, are people
Oh,
really
wanna
gonna
make
play
Chimera
Malice,
deck?
so I'm gonna
You're in luck.
assign
Buffalo
in,
has a
Lancia,
Chimera.
or maybe it's gonna be the opposite trend. I'm
No,
gonna assign in Lancia and then there's
please.
gonna be no Malice.
My go.
Okay,
That was
so
nasty.
You're talking about the outplay of the outplay into
Yes.
the outplay.
Alright,
Okay, so here is the thing. I have seen quite some deck list around.
I haven't
And
played
yes,
in
they
2
do have
years.
Lancia.
Yeah, a lot has
They do
changed
have
as
Lancia.
usual.
They are very scared of Malice.
I
after
stopped
the
playing
French Open
Yu-Gi-Oh for 2
representation.
years.
I am expecting
And it was
to,
such
like,
a-
a minimum percentage. I would say like 2 Malice. You might probably get
It's
in, like,
crazy
against 1 or
having
2
to come,
Malice during
like,
the 14 rounds,
catch up with
if there are
everything. Okay,
14 rounds, I
where's
don't know.
please?
Yeah.
Oh, you just squeezed into the
But
next
yeah,
fucking.
so
Okay, fine. I guess
have
I'll
seen some people like a lot of Dracotail having the Lancia in the side deck.
top really bug. Okay.
Because the thing is that Malice pushes enough into Dracotail, but Dracotail, like the 5 mana for Dracotail is
Yep.
a huge interruption that can stop the entire Malice turn. While the trap don't really matter in the matchup, the 5 mana is very problematic. And Malice relies mostly on like non-engine in
Nabibu.
order to beat the 5 mana from the Dracotail player, which are impulse and stuff like that. So I do believe that, like, if they have enough counter for the 5 mana, like we're talking about Cold by
Alright,
the Grave, we're
this
talking about
is-
impulse.
Yeah, this is
I
a combo.
I think Malice can actually perform. I think
What is this? Do you go
format is,
transcode here?
Unfortunately, not a board breaker format, even though I do love those board breaker formats in which your opponent can actually play the board. If it's not too broken, you can crack it with board breakers. But unfortunately, during this format, especially because of Yami
Do we
Mitsu,
decks the 2
that's
archetypes? You
kinda
technically make Buffalo Edge Imp Piper
unbalancing all
playable.
those meta decks
Ah.
because they play the Mitsu trap in the
Interesting.
main deck, the
Was
Mitsu
he
trap in the main
actually a
deck, they are
football player,
basically
or is it just the
cracking
example
out,
you come to mind
every
that
dark
like?
ruler in every main deck, every droplet in every main deck, because the
Okay, yeah, you
Mitsu
just go
trap
transcode.
counters those board breakers. And the best board breakers right now, like I would mention something like Dark
Yeah, dude,
Ruler,
Buffalo has, like,
Droplet,
Frightfur,
Metatronus,
Edge Imp.
but they are all extremely bad against the Mitsu trap.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Because there's
So
like 3 in
this
there.
create an imbalance
Yeah, that
in
makes
which
sense,
you have
yeah.
to play suboptimal entropes
Okay.
and just pray when you go second against like this deck.
So you see more or less the same percentages also what YCS.
Yeah, I don't
in
know,
terms
it's
of
just like-
representation of
You
Dragon
could make a
Tails,
Genesis
Malice,
format. Similar.
yeah.
That just sounds like another
And,
attempt
I
at like
mean,
making a
as
Genesis
final
format.
reminder, I just,
But, like, it's
would
way
like
more
to-
rigid,
Just would like to ask
And it
you
like
as a
catch,
final
like
question,
I don't know. I feel like they
um,
didn't think it
and
through.
also as an advice for those of,
Hello, Search Bar guys.
those of us watching at home.
It was cheap, you could play it, but nah, not worth.
So you are
Damn.
the current Master Duel World Champion,
Yeah.
and I know
Genesis
some of
isn't
your story
perfect,
because you already
but
shared
I will
with me,
say at
but if
least
there's
like
one
you can
advice will
change
give to
things
people
pretty
at home,
easily.
or maybe are starting the game lately, they want to play with your friends and everything. What's your
There's a
advice? What's
Farfo
your pick
Genesis
after
video
this?
I might check out. Okay,
you
yeah,
need
the
to
sequence. We just walk into the sequence like
Stay
that.
with people that have
Alright.
the same passion. Because
Alright, what is he
when
gonna
there are
top deck
people that,
to beat
that
this?
strive for the same thing, for the same goal, you can actually achieve the stars. Alone,
Okay,
yeah,
Hollow
we are like a
Core.
pebbles in
Hopefully, he
a,
doesn't
in a
NS.
box.
Okay.
But like if you, if there are more people,
Oh, Nibiru coming.
At least they can, you
yeah,
know,
like you can actually put weight on it. If that
there's
makes
also
sense.
some poetry today. We're being
Okay,
very,
yeah,
you
this
know,
might be good.
I feel like Confucius.
He just has to rip Brilliant
That's
Fusion,
what
which
it
doesn't appear like
generates.
to be the case.
No, I mean, so basically, like.
Okay, this is
the
actually a
more
lot
people
better.
You, can,
You have 2 bodies
you
to
can
work
stay
with.
that have the same passion.
Land.
The better
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna
you have
get.
Stark.
I
yeah,
know,
Dark.
like, it's quite like it sounds like a meme. The
Maybe
friendship,
I don't know.
but it's really
not.
not. It's really not.
Yeah.
It's actually really not because that's.
I mean, he didn't
that's
have to
the
do that,
reason
but
why
at
I'm
least
in
this
the game,
fixes. Yeah,
and
because
that's
I
the
was
reason
wondering,
why
like, don't you
keep
just like
playing events, the friendship of my
like if you
teammates,
had the
people
foresight,
that test with
it was
me,
probably just better to
the
put it
fact
in
that I
attack.
can go in every part
But
of
it
the
didn't matter
world,
'cause of the
and be
wizard.
like,
It
"Yo,
didn't
bro, how
matter
you
'cause of the
doing?"
wizard.
And I didn't see that guy for 2 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like the
Okay, that was
the
sick.
confidence.
All right,
that
Dark, the
that
I
this
fucking
game
love
gives
Dark,
you,
man.
in order to travel around the world
Dark
and meet new
is goated.
people and like in order to visit new places, it's quite strong. Like it's something that makes me happy.
No,
Makes
it's
me extremely
definitely
Happy.
real, especially because with friendships, as you mentioned, we are surrounded by people we love, we share
Yeah.
passions, and at the end of the day, you really want to achieve
Draw,
something.
okay.
And it's not only
Can I
your
redeem
victory,
replay? Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's the
It's not
victory
top
of,
top cut
everyone.
yet.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, and I really
And
wish
it
we can see you
apparently
more on
the
stream this
last round
weekend.
there's a double loss,
So best of luck.
and it's like the
And,
worst
thank
case
you so
double
much for
loss where
watching.
like the
It's
two
been a pleasure
people
to
who get
have,
double loss. It's the
Nash
last
here with
round.
me.
They're
But
both
stay tuned
X2,
because we will be back with more
and now they're
content
both
from
X3.
YCS Bologna.
So like the chance of them both making it the top 8, like the winner could make the top 8. But now that there's a double loss. Anyway, the point is the person there's a dispute going on, and I think they're resolving that or something. It is absolutely the worst case scenario for all the people who hate the time rules. I did note that, by the way, while I was talking about the time rules. I was like the only time the kamikaze only makes sense is if you it only makes sense if it's last round and you spite your opponent like that way. That's like the only time, and it happened. So I mean, don't we? Oh, we have to like Lancia. There's a hollow portion. Everybody who can redeem for me. All right, someone speak your intentions as sponsors so 5 people don't do it at once. Oh yeah, MTP vanished. Oh wait, that's it. Because that was probably the top deck. Alright. Damn. Give one of my free replays. You do not have any free replays. I've never ever given someone a free replay except for YouTube, because they don't have to redeem in the first place. Alright. Let's see. Alright, please. Uh-oh. I don't think I've get a clue. Get a clue. Can you give me your credentials? Form. All right.
Hi everyone and welcome back
Free
to the coverage
replay.
from
Oh my
YCS
god, this
Bologna
guy fucking came to
2025.
YouTube.
I am quite happy to be here standing with the current reigning Italian national champion. And well, for anyone who doesn't know, he was crowned champion in this same venue.
Oh, you just
so
did,
what
my
a
bad.
fitting person to interview. How does it feel to be back after a few months?
We
in
finally
this
got
same
it. You
place?
finally got the
It feels
replay.
amazing,
I see now.
to be here
First and
to
third,
compete again,
okay.
because I was not in Lille, so I'm really excited to play this event.
Yeah,
Economy
and,
affecting
indeed,
Reggie
it's, you know,
replays.
a new
It was
YCS,
always
of course,
expensive.
New pricing, new rules, so and it's exciting to get to see you. Of course, as you have mentioned, you were not in Lille, but you are now in your home country, trying to defend the title here in
Promising.
Bologna.
Okay, we're
And,
versus the
well,
loner. This is
you
promising.
did it in quite a convincing way with a deck not everyone had on their radar, which was Memento. Things have changed, of course, in these few months, but we have seen you kept having success, for example, at the WCQ regionals level with Dracotail, which with the newest, Forbidden Unlimited list and support, now it's considered one of the best decks.
Yeah.
What is your take on this format? What do you
Yeah.
expect to be, doing well this weekend?
I think the format is it's fine. It's like a nice format. It has some problem, but every format has a problem, so it doesn't matter. And I think I can see do well deck like Dracotail, but also deck that can counter Dracotail, like Vanquish Soul or Malice, which I think that are strong options.
Okay, Yama.
Yeah, definitely Malice is one deck that for a moment, was not seen, but now it's considered
Hey,
one to be
Buggy.
out
Really,
there.
Reggie. Hello,
Part of
Proxy.
it was that also Artifact Lancia was not being played. Now this weekend I would expect it to be back, at least for some duelists.
But
It will be
backwards.
interesting to see, but I want to ask you more of a question on play style, let's say. Some players argue that they don't exist, but in your case, for example, I feel like Memento was a deck where, you set up interruptions in a very different way.
Okay, you got
And
this.
maybe Dracotail, although they're
Cross
very different
keeper.
decks, it's also not, an all-in auto-win deck. It grinds a lot. Do you find it more appealing to you, this kind of
Reggie
strategies
on the
rather
hook.
than combo decks?
Are
or-
you doing this when they start
I
starting? What should I
think I find
get?
it more appealing.
More
the combo
Sky Shaker?
strategy. The difference is like the Memento deck is better going first, and the Dracotail is better going second. It's like Memento is
Get
more
Automat.
explosive,
Automat,
Dracotail is
let's
more
go.
explosive when it
I'm
goes
so
second.
broke. I need Automat
It's better at playing against
with
interruptions.
the quickness.
But I think I like more Memento because it's my art.
I mean, fair enough, absolutely. And it's still a deck that performed well, even at the World Championship, on the Master Duel
What?
title.
Okay.
And,
What is the?
maybe
What is
we'll
all
see
this?
it again this weekend. And of course, diversity is the key word. We have seen it already, when we had that huge surprise at YCS Lille from,
Chimera.
also defending and winning the title. But it's gonna be rough because we could expect, possibly 15
Oh my God,
rounds.
it's here.
The cut to the
Finally,
top eight.
Nebula
What
Neos
do you
dropped
think,
5 billion.
Would be your main suggestion for players on how to do well for such events?
I just hit 1600.
I think the
Okay,
key
I
is
just
to
spectated
be
you
focused every
versus
round.
that
You have to
nasty
be focused
super
and
poly guy.
concentrated because
That guy
if
needs
you're
to take a
misplaying,
shower.
like, it's really easy to lose.
Hello,
because,
I have been
15
following your
rounds,
streams for the
you
past
have
2 days
to
and
play
have come to the
really good
conclusion
to
you
be
do not
able to
necessarily have
make the top
Raka in your
eight,
17
because
E
otherwise,
mode.
you
He's
will
my
just
comfort
not
character
make it
and seeing him
because,
in environmental
you have to
mental
make,
to him
like,
brings
X1,
me
X2
anxiety.
to make it,
So I will be
it's
expecting a
really
reply to
difficult,
this DM
and
when you
losing
have him on your
just,
emote
some
list
games
and
because
ready
you're
to relinquish him to
misplaying
someone
or
who will
you're not
treasure him
focused,
like he
is a
deserves.
big deal.
Yeah, and I feel like the main difference also when you play at
Really,
such high
yeah, that
level,
was-
you
that
know,
was
you can be on
nasty.
stream, you can be on
Okay,
high tables, and even just one mistake could be crucial. But something that I've seen in a lot of players, even really good ones, is the mental game and how to cope when you lose. So you can be unlucky; it's a card game, we all know. How do you actually, cope with this, with having issues, maybe getting unlucky? What is your strategy? and How do you
the
approach every
Poister.
round going from there?
The approach that I make on every round is that I tend to be confident on every plays. I want to make the
Nebula
best plays
Neos,
possible.
yeah.
I want to think about my plays, make the best plays possible, and if I'm not winning with those plays, then I'm fine with it. Because I'm okay if I played at the best
No,
possible
what the
way that I can,
fuck?
then I'm fine with it. And you just have to be focused.
There's no
and
way.
Not let the mind
That
get in your
sucks.
way.
Okay, third replay,
because,
third replay.
You just don't.
This part makes me so sad.
You just don't care about
This is
that.
so sad.
Yeah,
Can we get?
absolutely, and I think it's correct also to take one match at a time.
Dude,
It
it's
might
like-
sound redundant, but I think
I'm not
especially with the
joking,
newer
Neos got
format, it's
fucked.
as important as ever.
It must be
even
really
faster
hard
to do some math, some calculation, and be like, okay, maybe I'm in with 2 losses, 1 draw. This kind of stuff nowadays. If you already
How you sound,
look
guys?
ahead,
Automatically, I
it's
need
gonna
70
be
yards
so
if I
long.
wanted,
It's like
I could?
15 rounds.
Okay.
It's 2
Pretty
lives
sure it's.
combined,
I
so-
need like 7
Every
or
match is
something.
by itself.
as well.
You have to reset after every match. I think
Alright,
to
Yuba.
be focused for the next round.
Absolutely, but we wish you best
This
of
is
luck,
so
of
sad.
course,
Nightbot
and
play
hopefully
Bublicky,
we get to see you
yes.
in action on stream, and
Bublicky,
who knows, maybe
Bublicky.
among those top 8 duelists, maybe the lack of the venue will keep being with you.
This is an
Absolutely.
Omni
But
Reborn
thank you for being
replay.
with us.
There's
Best
like
of luck
some
again,
Billy
and
Billy
thank you guys
like
for staying with us. Don't go anywhere.
hero
because we'll
player
be
that
back
like
soon
summons
with more
Nebula
action
Neos
here
like
in
3
Bologna.
fucking times. Oh my god, are you kidding me? This is just Yuba. Oh, it's not Yuba because it's just okay. It's basically Unchained. Do I need 1 or 2 Eclipse? 1 is fine. There's not really reason to play a second. Oh my god, it's not ending. What is bro cooking up? Okay. Man, this is so, like... This is so boring. What high level Lisa can make in the absence of Hapalusa? Oh. Dry bond. Yeah, that's a novel idea. How do I out it? I mean, can't you just summon in the extra monster zone? Oh, normal summon monsters. Yeah, normal summon monsters aren't affected. Well, there you go. Yep. Yep, nice. Well done.
Hi everyone, and
Why not some
welcome back
It's a
to
Link
the
event.
coverage of YCS Bologna 2025. We thought it would be absolutely worth it to give an interview to a person and a group of people, you know, representing that it's crucial for our events to keep going.
That
and
mole
that is one of
funny?
our vendors,
I don't know. We'll
in
see.
this
If you
case,
summon
Daniele,
Nebula Neos, you'll get
representing, you know,
redeemed.
the Italian vendor, long-lasting Galactus.
Let's not trigger.
And,
I think it's
you
damage
know,
step.
as we've mentioned,
Yeah, there we go.
going
Nebula
to
Neos, let's
YCS
go.
and such events,
Alright, yeah, it's
as
redeemed.
a lot of people you might not always see on camera, but they really are.
Yeah,
really
they can't
important
trigger
for
damage
our
stuff.
duelists. So can you
Which is
explain
what I
a little
imagine,
bit of how it
Grand
you know,
Mole
it just
activates?
works to be
Yes.
as a vendor for you know, a YCS?
Basically, a YCS is a tournament where you need to compete with cards.
What happened?
And you need to purchase the
Nebula
cards from
Neos.
booster box or from like vendors.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
it
who
will be here for you
sponsored
just
fucking
from the
Darkwing
Friday
Duck?
And every day, all the day long.
I don't think I saw
non-stop.
that.
And if you need any cards, if you need sleeve, if you need playmat,
The
if you
free
need,
replay shit
booster
was
box,
cap.
if you need
I never
anything,
said that
basically
was.
dice, coin, whatever you want, you can find
Okay,
in
it's still
our
damage
booth.
stuff then.
And
I can?
we are
Okay. Hold on, give me a
here, we are
second to
very prepared.
confirm
We-
before I.
personally, in Galactus, we have like a
Yeah,
group
we
of
need
4
3
people
Stream
just
Anderson.
working
What's
to
up,
prepare
so
the stock,
shiny?
to look through all the
Vorbs
database
did
and
no.
to
Vorbs
update
was
the stock,
capping. He
to
was lying.
update the price and to find the cards that
Dude, this
you
guy
may
is
need for your
just
side,
straight up
your
lying
main
to
deck,
you.
or
Alright,
your
Proxy.
last minute changing, or the Friday night changing, the famous one.
Proxy,
You know about that?
Yes.
coming
I
clutch.
know, and I mean, we have seen you around for many, many years,
Yes.
so you have a lot of experience. But
I sponsored
essentially
him.
What,
What the fuck do you mean?
These guys are here for, except for preparation, is if you miss anything, if you forget anything at
Orm
home,
scam.
and just remember,
Alright.
you don't need to despair, because you can find everything you need at
Yes.
you know,
Let's
these different
see.
stands, booths around the venue, and so in
Okay,
particular,
I need to follow
wanna get
you on this
also a bit
account as
into you know, the job and what
Yes.
you
I
I
represent.
claim my
So,
YouTube ticket for him. That's
how
not
do
true.
usually
You don't
prepare
have.
for a YCS event.
You just made
is
up
it a lot
rules to the
about
stream.
The current format? Is it more about, you know, also collecting?
Basically, as
Did it
I
not
know-
go through?
Welcome back to your coverage here at YCS Bologna 2025. Over 2,400
Okay.
duelists have been taking part in this here tournament. And now we've whittled it down to your top 8 duelists, who I'm very excited to
I
be
have you on record.
introducing to you
You're
now.
not a YouTube
so let's
viewer.
waste no time. Your first duelist in the top 8.
You obviously
A
can
regular
access
topper,
Twitch.
including Bologna and Birmingham. Danilo
Alright, top 8 is
Siracusa.
Oh, Danilo's on. Is Reggie still in?
Your
Okay.
next duelist.
I will have to
A previous
postpone
Euros
this one.
topper,
But we see.
Pierre Bougal.
Okay, we see a bunch of bricks and a Fuwawa.
Your
All right.
next duelist. Top 32s at Eurology.
All right, we gotta
and
lock
won the
in and watch
Italian
Danilo.
Open in January. It's Mario Tarantino.
Oh yeah, Mario was on stream.
Your
Are you not
next
locked in for the
duelist
YCS?
back-to-back Bologna tops.
I
It's
don't have a
Gabriel
passport.
Roy.
Let's go. Oh shoot. Okay, so all the.
Another duelist with
Hey,
back-to-back Bologna tops. Alessandro Bognolo.
Let's go. You know what he looks like? I don't know if you've seen that one guy
He's had
on the
previous top
YouTube
eight
shorts
and
who
a
like
top 16
who's like
in the
stare
league. Your
he just
next
stares
duelist,
while playing music and points
Imran
up.
Khan.
He just like points to the screen and he just stares.
Your first feature match duelist for the top 8 duel. He's top Bologna and Birmingham. It's Giuseppe Mara.
Yeah, Mario is a Yu-Gi-Oh player. There's
And
also been
last but
Luigi
certainly not least,
on stream.
he was the 2023 Bologna champion.
just dropped something.
And a previous world champion. Your
Wait, who
final
could
top
this
8
be?
duelist,
I don't recognize this
Joshua
guy.
Smith.
Baker's still K9? He must be an honorable player though. Yeah,
Josh, you
NPCs,
can
that's
come
what I'm
and take
saying.
your seat
Some of these look
now,
like
because
NPCs.
we're ready to get in to this top 8 feature match. So, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you guys to do a high roll so we can see
You guys
who's
know
going to
him?
be going first. Josh has rolled a 6 there, and Giuseppe.
Duelist Cup. Okay, he does bear a resemblance
That
to
is
the
a
Duelist
7.
Cup.
Giuseppe, you going to go first? Giuseppe is going to go first. We're
Josh is my
already in the
daddy.
top
Okay,
cut
I didn't know that.
here at YCS Bologna. So, gentlemen, take it away as we speed towards our final.
How did you hear about Josh Orbs? Was he always your Oshi?
Finally, welcome to the top
Shush me,
8
he
of
lost
YCS
coin.
Bologna 2025.
He's doing it for me, yeah.
We have been waiting quite a bit since we have to go through 15 rounds of Swiss. And the ending was actually completely
Was he one of your first Yu-Gi
crazy.
YouTubers?
Because for anyone
I feel
who
at this
has
point he
missed
could
it,
be.
on stream, unfortunately,
I think it's like
we
Team
witnessed a double
APS,
loss in the last round.
Rhyme
And
Style,
what that
or Team
actually
Sam.
meant is that the top 8 duelists are all on an X2 record.
Did you get
and that
scam on
means
this one
that
too?
If the duel would have resulted in a
Dude,
different
are redeems
way,
just broken?
1x2 would have not made it just because we are so many
Is the
amazing
API
players,
just
over
ass?
2400 gathering here, and I think we can quickly bring
Let
up
me
on the
refund
screen
your
for you
points.
guys
I
what
actually
was the
figured out how to
journey
do that.
here. What is the bracket? Let's take a look at that. Any comments?
I mean, I want to mention the fact that all players
But I
are
always
X2,
follow them, nice.
And as you mentioned,
Yeah,
Marcelo,
Josh
I
is
think
nice.
it is one of
Okay,
those
you did
scenarios
not get
that
scammed.
You really need to believe in yourself and play until the last moment because you don't know what can happen. However, here
Alright,
in
Danilo,
the top eight
Pierre,
bracket, we
Mario,
can see
Gabriel,
some
Joshua,
very,
Giuseppe.
very interesting matchups, and
Um,
obviously one that's
I forgot
will
how it
feature
works.
also is Joshua Hutchins.
Josh and Danilo. Yeah, Danilo
I mean,
had
a
a
lot
really
of
good show.
interesting
I'm pretty sure he
matches.
went
We have
like
also
14
Danilo
0.
Siragusa now is one of those.
I don't really watch people play Yu-Gi-Oh. I think I don't even know why. I mean, watching is different, you know, than actually playing it. I understand hating playing it. That's like.
performing very, very well. But once again, also
I don't play
Giuseppe
TCI,
Mara
I came out
being
here.
on
I don't
stream with
like
Mitsurugi
watching is
K9s
something
was
else.
one
You
of the
know?
highlights of the day for sure. Playing against
Bakshin,
Joshua Schmidt in
Bakshin,
top
Bakshin.
8.
Yeah,
Well,
Bakshin,
couldn't
Bakshin,
ask for
Bakshin.
more.
I mean, it will really an amazing lot of players.
Do we
that
do
are
Gamba?
Remaining,
I'll do
but
Gamba
now,
for y'all.
I think without further ado, it's time.
You guys
to
know he
do
lost points, so I'll watch and not understand the thing. I mean, if you know Vanquish Soul cards, you'll see more K9 than Vanquish Soul cards.
And just as we were mentioning, two K9 decks to start things off.
I mean, we were discussing all day long about how K9 has showcased such an incredible performance during these 2 days of the event. And right now,
I'll
we
give
can
you 1
experience
minute to
a different
start
approaches. One Vanquish
predicting.
K9 against Mitsurugi K9.
Both have been on stream already, and so we know a bit what to expect.
K9,
both
yeah.
were victorious in their matches on stream. Actually, no, Joshua, no.
Haven't
never
read the
mind.
new VS
Joshua
cards. Okay,
had
that might be a problem.
Sportsmanship ending, I remember now, but they managed their way to fight through, and both
Someone
on a
is predicting on
13-2
red guy.
score.
And I mean, how do you feel about this?
Where are
matchup?
the
I mean,
Jaja
that
Glazers?
K9
Are you
for
serious?
Both decks is very, very strong, but Vanquishal, I think that
There we go.
has the edge right now because not only they cannot
Okay,
shoot
there
either
we
so
go. Holy
easily
shit.
K9 and wait for the right moment, for example, to activate
Oh, okay, I was
a
like,
Caesar or a Borg in hand.
for real?
But
All this
also,
like.
another important fact is that they have the protection for the Mitsurugi for Murakumo.
Can't help
That
it.
is
Let's
right,
go.
and normal summon Saji is definitely not
Yeah,
what
Saji.
you hope to begin with. It's less of a concern in a pure, Mitsurugi deck with the K9s in, but still, here, as we can see, we are going to be using materials from
Okay.
the deck. And yeah, I mean,
Alright,
I was also a bit
Kusanagi ad
skeptic
back.
of Giuseppe's
Armasa ad.
opener when we saw him in the previous rounds.
Tribute.
And I think with the Vanquish Soul,
Does he get purification?
it really matters what you draw, because card quality is insanely different. Whether you open the Olisu or the one-off.
I didn't see when he searched off
Stake Your Soul, but especially
Futsu.
the ends in which you open Olisu with the right attributes. That feels like playing a completely different game, and so often it is depending on that. But I think the die roll was also huge, because K9 Vanquish Soul going first is.
What did he
almost
start
impossible
with
to stop.
though? Did he normal
even
summon?
quick second, you have the right
Saji?
attributes. You can also
Oh, he
summon
got mirror.
interact
Okay.
with your opponent.
He got
And
mirror off. Who's
I
just
think
probably
we
searching mirror?
might see some action right
Yeah, he
here,
got
because
mirror.
We have activated the effects in the graveyard, so a
Then mirror,
potential
tribute,
Izuna
revive.
from Joshua's side can be activated. And
Try with
also
that. Yeah, it's
Space
like, why the
also
fuck is
is
this
always
shit on
a threat.
field?
I mean, it also feels like that, you know, Vanquish Soul has been one of the key decks of the weekend for sure. And I mean, we mentioned it quite plenty of times. K9
Saji's a dark cloud.
are, I think, amongst maybe more than 0.5%
Oh
of
hell
our
yeah!
duelist in the
Hello
top eight.
Arthur.
We will get to
Yeah.
see it
Saji
maybe later when
and-
we have the stats, but
And there
here
it
it
is.
is.
Shout
And
out
as we
Arthur.
mentioned, Izuna
How are you
is a
doing?
threat right now, because
How was stream?
I mean, for 2 days right now, we see Izuna just been summoned all time, and it is one of those cards that I think has stolen the spotlight during this YCS.
Izuna is the
Okay, we
new
got
favorite.
Izuna.
Yeah, the new Phantasme.
Yeah. I mean, you remember like the time
Hey,
when
W
Defender
raid.
was like a
W
master. It
raid.
really feels like that now
Yeah.
Izuna is the card of the moment, honestly. Every single time touching the field, he creates so many problems. And I mean, we've mentioned it. I think it's very synergic, and it's definitely the deck
Yo,
that
Frog TV,
can
thank you for the follow.
counteract better Dragotail, which the deck I think most of our
Okay,
players felt
Lupus.
like would have been the most
Yo,
represented
Empress
deck
Pyra,
this
thank you so much for the raid.
weekend.
Holy shit.
Overall, I really
Poyo
feel
raid,
like
yeah,
also the
Poyo.
consistency in terms of approach, it's
Poyo.
very good, you know.
And let's see, of course, now we have to discard the card for Murakumo, and it is case for K9.
Hello Arthur.
And right now, for which Xyz are you considering to summon? I mean, Reaper is one a potential, you know, Xyz that can be summoned right now, because it can interact very, very well.
Alright, you discarded
against
case
the
K9
Mitsurugi.
for the
And also, Nash Knight, it can be also
Murakumo.
an option in order to take Murakumo, make it my material, so it cannot be summoned back with the prayers.
And yeah, that would be clutch if you're able to do it, but obviously.
Oh shit.
Prayers,
Yo,
play
Tyrus!
around, but no.
Yo, this guy's
Tiras,
sick!
that's
This
a
guy
blast from
protects
the
himself from
past. I mean,
Murakumo.
Joshua is probably one of the few
This guy
duelists who
cannot
was
be destroyed by
playing
card
back in the day,
effects.
but this
He
card
has no
was
detach
played,
effect
in wind-ups,
outside of
like
maintenance
back in
content and base.
2012,
When he
and he's
battles a
essentially
monster, he gets
Zeus
when he battles,
enabler,
he just gets to destroy a
because,
card.
It's really tough to get rid of.
This guy is sick.
And it allows you to upgrade easily, because
Unk
it cannot be destroyed
Technology,
by card
bruh.
effects.
Zexal
And so
card,
it's
yes,
really,
Zexal
really
card,
good against the
yes.
Mitsurugi.
Yeah, no, Unk still got it, bro. Joshua remembers the classics. Tyrus was awesome. This
Kind
is
of mean
I'm
potential
90% sure
use.
like all the fucking K9
Because we
players never
have
knew about this card.
Xyz that cannot be destroyed by card
It's a-
effects, so we can enter battle phase.
Sometimes old
Right
man
now he's on target double
still
and undestroyable, so we can just enter battle phase.
continue.
And,
I think that was the
summon
quote.
Zeus on the main phase too.
No,
in order
sometimes
to,
old man can still keep
clear
going.
the field of our opponent.
Yeah, we get to the chance
Alright,
to see
shout out
Joshua
Empress
stream
Pyra, thank you so much
yesterday,
for the
but,
raid.
You know, the card was not summoned,
Watch
and
was
I
doing-
think we didn't even notice that it was there, honestly.
No,
and
it's
I think it makes a lot of
Roy
sense.
read all the
especially
rank 5
because it's,
cards,
super
yeah.
powerful, and most of our players may not be super
No,
familiar
dude,
with
this
it.
guy is
I mean, we were talking
based,
about
bro.
Genesis
This guy
before
is
in our
sick.
previous rounds, and this is definitely not
Yeah,
Genesis, but
you
it
battle
could be,
battle
one of
when
those
he
cards
you
that
know
taken from the
battles.
past for sure, that makes the difference.
Oh,
Wow.
but we
Also
have
can be
our
targeted with
own,
Lupus.
Izuna here,
That's so
huge.
sick.
I mean,
Oh my god,
as
this
you
is
can
like
see,
crazy
it
Zeus
really
moment.
is, a
Tears is
splashable
yes,
card
Tears is a
right
legacy
now.
pack you are.
And I think
That's
there's a
why
nice
that's why I
blast from the
don't
end
like
from Giuseppe,
pay attention to people
which
like
that
legacy
could have
pack is
been,
so useless.
used,
There's some
on,
good shit
the
in there.
Izuna. So
It's just
I mean,
unk
he has
as
a backup
fuck.
plan for this, but getting rid
He has
basically
Ashenham?
now what the Tiras
You showed
is
yeah, they actually
not,
when they talk about this. Yeah,
destroyable,
exactly.
and you cannot target it.
Who has
So it's
ashes?
really,
Joshua?
really, really tough to deal.
I feel like also didn't activate.
But Josh is
Asher
doing good
because he
job
was
hiding, so I
not,
imagine it's
you know,
Giuseppe.
like not conscious.
Yeah, he
enough
has to go
that
SP.
Tyrus was there
No, he
to
can't go
defend,
SP
you know,
because
now we go
targeting
into a league
protection
free.
from Lupus. Oh,
It
Gorgon!
is another card that we have seen plenty of times.
Gorgon.
This weekend
Oh
as a
my
deck
god.
option, and that is the.
Does it prevent
Gorgon
activation of effects?
Of there it comes.
Would you wanna try to tell the name?
Because it's Greek.
Okay, negate it. Okay, this is such a
Bologna.
funny
I
way to
expect
counteract
Bologna,
this
Okay,
play.
quite close, huh?
This is
Bologna.
good. This is really good.
Slovenia.
Okay.
Sorry, the accent.
This is,
Accent gets
I don't know, this is actually a cool, like,
Uh,
toolboxy extra deck moment.
Yeah, here we see what we are used
Impressive.
seeing a lot and plenty of times.
So it also can't attack, too. This is straight up a counter.
But it only,
The activate effects, right?
yeah, only the activated effect.
Only negate
no?
activated
So
effect?
yeah.
Tears is continuous?
Maybe,
Well, I mean, yeah, you
miscalculation
can't be destroyed by
happened.
card effects and shit like
Yeah,
that.
but no, it's not a
But he still can't
miscalculation
attack.
because the motion that it points you cannot attack, so you cannot access
Yeah,
Zeus.
yeah, no, but you can see that now he's asking the effect, so I'm pretty sure he thought
Does it
could be
negate
destroyed.
the detach?
And no, it
'Cause I know
says,
it, like,
that activated effects are negated.
The only
and Tiras is a
downside to
continuous
detach
effect. It just
is
says
it
this card
won't
cannot be
use the
destroyed
attack
by
to destroy a card.
effects.
Sorry,
And now you see Giuseppe
for this guy to
looking
perform the
around
effect to
in
destroy a
confusion.
card, it must have Xyz material.
Worst
If I
case scenario,
remember.
though, it may be
No,
there's
detach
an
is
issue
maintenance
with
cost?
activated
Okay,
effects,
okay.
Since yes, it cannot negate Tiras.
No, I mean,
but at
it could
least
be
she cannot attack
Baguska.
in order to access Zeus. Joshua needs to find another Xyz, which is quite possible with K9, obviously, in order to find a way to.
Yeah, this card, the first line of
access
Tiras
Zeus.
is this card's effects can only be applied / resolved while it has Xyz material.
Yeah, and now he's.
It actually
card,
activates.
that's something
During
you
each
don't
of your
see
end
every
phase,
day.
detach
Having
one
a
Xyz material
translation
from
of
this
his own
card. Yeah,
He
maintenance cost is
doesn't
the thing.
even-
It's
I have no idea what's
Baguska
going
is
on
the
right now.
best example.
I can only assume that
Like, it just doesn't
it could
activate.
be that maybe in Italian it
So
has
you
a
can
slightly
like
different
negate
text.
Baguska,
Sometimes
but it will still
this
perform.
sort of things happen, but I would be shocked. if
Yeah,
that was the
Tiras is.
case.
Oh my god, what a go!
No,
Fuck you,
actually,
Rongo.
try to be
Rongo
curious.
activates.
I'm
Fuck
curious now.
Rongo. All right, I need to ban someone on. All right,
No.
hold on. I need to
Does
do
the
my
same
job
thing,
in
of
raise
course.
chat.
I
Well,
mean,
who knows? Anyways, this is brutal because, as you've mentioned, at least, yeah, it cannot attack.
yeah, and also
Rongo
well,
Vongo.
purification that
Ban
can deal
me?
with
Nah.
Zeus. Except no.
Hmm?
We need to find a way to have one more material to Zeus. So we need
There's
to
two
find a way
Rongo
to
and
destroy
yours in
one
this
of
chat.
our
That's so
cards
funny.
in order for Zeus to have
I like the concept
two more
of Rongo.
material in order to have
Like,
four at least.
this like
and
legendary
change
sword
his effect again
larper
to
guy
purification.
with like
Otherwise, Otherwise, we can deal with Zeus. With
you know, like
purification.
Yeah, I mean,
you win the
yeah, trade
game
one for
when you
one.
have all
Now
5
the
materials.
issue is enemies
Um,
that cannot be
And then, like,
accessed, so-
supposedly, if you survive long enough, he won't be as powerful. But it doesn't work out like that. How long a chatter has been team? Yes, you can actually see their timeouts. You can actually see the timeouts.
mean,
We didn't set with Reaper the.
Like Mary Ray
so
has
I'm
4
guessing that with
timeouts
a-
right now.
a droid,
Here, let me see,
maybe?
please.
I think that may
Let
be
me
the
see how many
case, and,
timeouts you have in,
I'm still
uh,
considering also if the Rush Blossom would have been activated on the.
Killer
Josh
Wave
versus
have
Zona,
the-
maybe
oh, he has
this,
3
would
timeouts,
have
never
been
mind.
Already super scary feel, honestly.
yeah, I mean, could totally be that if you
Let
think
me
about it,
see,
if you don't know Tiras, you
Mm.
can.
Ooh, I
get
can
rid of
see,
anything with that,
you know one thing, I don't know if it's
Murakuma,
ethical.
And I mean, first time.
How
for
much have
everything,
I?
guess.
Let me see.
And
Not the best thing to say on the top
yeah,
8 match.
definitely not on the top 8, but again, there is not
I
too
don't
much
see
to
it.
despair
Let me open your Twitch
because,
card.
It's still locked. It still cannot attack.
Bruh!
So
I think with
Oh, I don't know what this is. Probably one timeout. Okay.
But
Sorry about that.
Tyras has Lupis as a material, so still cannot be targeted.
Yeah, only once. How'd you know? Just 1 timeout. Alright. Okay, let me see, please. 12 timeouts. That's actually not that high. Because I feel like
Ooh, and
I don't know.
another
I feel
card
like
from
I've seen
Hawaii,
you
the
get timed out
Durandal,
for
wow.
like
I know, but
Durandal.
he cannot, he
Yeah.
cannot do it. Yeah.
because it's like
for like
of
predicting the
course.
future. What the future? Because you started to remember it. Okay.
Yeah, I went
Rendell.
for Durandal, then realized, of course, the restriction. I mean, the nerves are there. You have played your entire life, I would say, for a shot at something like this, Giuseppe. And,
Dude, Lupus
you
is
face
sick.
off against a player like
I love
Joshua
how
in
it just
top
breathes
eight on
life into
stream.
fucking
It's not easy.
tiers.
At least the only thing
Twice in one
I
stream
would
once?
suggest
Nice.
him, if I was a coach, would be take your time. You don't need to rush because, I mean, probably all tournament long.
Yeah, there's no time limit, by the way, so no clown
that
double
the
time
loss
loss.
is there. Top 8 has no time limit. Of course, you still have to play at a reasonable pace, but
Luba.
just take your time, relax, try.
How the fuck
and
is Josh
at least
gonna break
breathe,
this?
And that is it. So, what an
We'll
opener,
see. We'll just
I
set
mean, from
Iron Thunder
Giuseppe.
down here.
Really impressive stuff. Shows us how he made it this far. But now it's back to Joshua, who has to come up with a solution for
Makes sense. The
this
future is an
puzzle.
unsnatcher enemy.
If we find a way to deal with purification before summoning Zeus, we can just summon Zeus and
I know,
clear
but
the
you
whole
cannot
thing.
attack.
You cannot attack, yeah.
With Tiras.
You cannot.
You
because
can
of course.
attack with another Xyz though.
Okay, but you need to make
So yeah,
it
he's a
and
Book of
there is
Moon.
a
He has a
power
monster
of
negate.
application.
This is probably forced
You make it
release, I
sound
think.
as if, vabbè, just make another one.
This
You
looks like
cannot,
I.
you cannot
I don't
commit
think it's
to
purification. I didn't
no,
pay
of
attention whether he
course,
searched it.
Oh, is
I
he
imagine
gonna
it's
try to
forced
enter
release
Battleface?
because it's Ripper.
That would be devastating if he forgets.
This
the
is
other effect
non-OPT.
of Gorgon, no?
Summon any reptile from
And also,
grave.
you don't need to make Xyz.
Yeah,
You can just.
I think we enter battle phase, and now he realizes, oh wow.
No.
Joshua gives away again to his opponent, both feelings the pressure.
No,
and now wasting
Josh.
a battle phase. I mean, you can see him smiling a bit.
Can you use? No, this prevents you. If it's pointing to you, you cannot
You
attack.
still enter the battle phase. You
Cards
can
that are-
enter it. So
That's Raps. You need that battle phase.
Yeah, that played a huge.
You
role
need that.
because
He didn't read Gorgon. He did read it though. He did. He literally
And
picked it
yeah,
up and
that
read
is
it.
it.
This is what I
Oh
mean.
my.
Unless you're familiar with the
Wow,
card,
that's not
you're probably
something
not
you
going to
expect
parse
to
the
see every
information
day,
you
but,
need.
I mean,
That's like
we've
relevant
mentioned
the
it,
first time you
nerds
read it.
are there,
He did pick it up and read it.
tiredness.
That's
both
why I don't blame
players for
Aditya
sure tired
for
after
like
50
playing
rounds,
into
2 days
fucking.
of dueling, but I mean, what can you say? Hopefully they just shake this.
This is
game
like
off
classic
because,
like
of course,
the difference between
both
reading and
just
like you
not
know
realizing a couple of
comprehension.
effects, and now they are still.
All right,
in it.
Jaja enjoys.
Nothing is done until it is.
To be honest,
done,
it's probably hard to
and,
break that,
in Giuseppe's,
but
side of
he
the
pretty
field,
much
he's
like sealed
one
his bait.
game away from a
Having BP as the Runic
semi-final.
player, that's true.
On the other end, though, Joshua will be going first.
Why
and we have already
Jaja?
mentioned it.
Imagine that's
K9
literally
Vanquish
an
going
emo
first
crafted
has
after
so much
Josh.
potential, so many
My
different
point.
layers.
07.
I mean, there's only one card that I can think of that plays a very, very crucial role when Vanquish Soul K9 goes first, and it is Balsami Purulia. It is one of those cards that really struggle the deck.
That was really
and
good though. The
it
Gorgon
is-
play was
it is
insane.
one of those cards that we have seen in every side deck right now.
What points are we
and
betting? Just channel points.
It's a very good answer. Otherwise, you need to interact very, very well with your opponent. Otherwise, if you find
No, I'm not having a fucking gambling bot. That shit's so.
you may be
There's
in a
no
very
way.
tough spot.
Yeah, I mean, now that Josh is going first, honestly, I think his deck is pretty similar, if not the same, for Dinkabuis, because we have seen also Dinkabuis playing the deck, and it may be a card-by-card deck list. But yeah, I mean, essentially, we just side out the Mul Charmis he has to top it off with the triple talents called by the Grave and the Soul Snow Devil. Whereas on the other side, of course, Giuseppe is all the Mul Charmis, right? So
Yeah. While they are siding, we can bring up some really exciting news for you guys. Let's take
Yeah,
a
he's
look at what
counting
the top
the-
8 looks like in terms of deck breakdown. And take a
6,
look
7.
at the variety of different decks. Dracotail goes from a 20% to only 1 in the top 8. And it is Vanquish Soul K9 and Malice taking the top spot. While,
All right,
of
2
course, we have
K9, 2
variants
Mouse
of
Fistula, 1 Yummy,
and
1
let's say
Draco
two
Tail, 1
variants of
Mitsurugi
Mitsu.
K9, 1
And,
Mitsurugi Yummy.
wow, that's quite interesting, no?
I mean, it shows how wide the format is. Alberto with Zan had a very nice discussion together, talking about how wide right now the meta feels, and it isn't. We just experienced that. But I think the best way to see the meta is by going to the game 2 of top 8.
I want Dormouse to step on me. She'd rather sleep, bruh. Let the Dormouse sleep, man.
So, as we mentioned, Joshua is going first probably, and we can experience.
Oh yeah, I asked
if
Genmu
Vanquish
if she
Soul
wanted
K9
to join,
it is one of those
but
decks
she
that
said she's gonna be
usually
asleep.
can
So I was like, oh yeah, fair.
second
You
against it.
can sleep.
Yeah.
and Purulia.
You need my
we
permission to
spoke
sleep. I'm
at-
kidding.
For this card, it is
You
the
have
card
my
that we really
permission.
wanna see, but As Blossom has been activated in order to counter it.
How about White Rabbit?
What can you do? I'm thinking.
Well,
back,
Marcher.
The only problem with that is that Vanquisol really depends on having a fire attribute in the hand, and this may play a very crucial role.
Yeah, but this case
Collab
unless
with
there is a
Ray?
drawn lock,
Nah,
even
it's
just an
fine.
Oroy would
I
do
feel
so
weird.
much if Joshua decides to go for it. And
If I
mean,
wanted
that's
to,
just
I
so,
guess the
so,
best
so
way to say
strong.
this is if I
Stop.
wanted to do that,
Purulia
I would
here.
have asked him earlier.
And we adding Izuna that can
Collab
be
with
summoned.
Radka, true.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
can be summoned.
Yeah.
Since Purulia has been activated, despite being negated.
So is more chill. I do like. I did like.
It was not negating
streaming
the
with
activation,
KBJ, it was
so
kinda funny.
Still counts for the summon of Izuna.
Yeah, and that's big. No other response from Giuseppe. So
There are a
Joshua
lot of
free to do
people.
whatever he wants. Right now, the only question is, does he also have access to the Vanquish Soul cards, or is this gonna be a pure K9 opener?
I mean, even a pure.
I summoned Harvey. I agree.
against
Harvey
Mitsurugi
Featherstorm
is
response.
Very, very decent. However,
Side frame
obviously
gear,
we
Gamma,
want to see your
Epsilon.
Vanquisol in order to have that protection through card effects, and we can see Madlov being activated. So I think Joshua is.
Oh
in a
my
very,
God!
very good
Classic
position.
Ripper,
Crazy
protect
opener,
your line.
Of course. And I mean, Joshua's gonna make the most out of it again. One of the few ways Armul charm is, but when there is just one Ash to stop it and no other response, we all know how oppressive this strategy can be. And we get the Razen. Of course, this is not Genesis format. We do have links, and Rock of the Vanquisher can be used.
I mean, pretty stalling start, honestly, here from Joshua, and it's going to be very tough. We mentioned it a lot of times whenever Vanquish Soul starts
Epsilon
like
the
this,
goat.
it's going to
Yep.
be very
You're-
difficult to
you're
stop it, especially
Epsilon
now here
goat.
comes the Noroi being summoned onto the field, along with the Jowlong, and it's going to be very difficult here for Giuseppe, especially to recover from this, because it's going to be a lot of different disruptions from Joshua.
Joshua.
Yeah, this is.
What was the rank
quite
5 he
tough
had?
for the
Joshua?
Italian.
Tyrus, the Keeper of Genesis. Epsilon
Getting
Impulse against
another
Italy
Izuna
gonna
for
go hard,
next
trust me.
turn.
Yes.
Oh, do we have? Yeah, wow. Whew. With double fire, pretty much we are free to extend as much as possible. From the side deck, usually we bring in the Snow Devil, so that's gonna be another huge way to deal with our opponent field.
And I think that we added Holy Sur, right?
I think so.
We didn't catch it, probably. We
Well,
can assume.
it has all of them. Yeah,
makes a lot of
exactly.
sense.
Yes.
We have all the
Okay.
different attributes. Yeah.
And double
This is
fire
a lot
in
under
order for us to
Peru.
special summon from the deck. And Borger has been summoned in the field.
Yep, we're gonna have 2 more draws thanks to this Borger. And I mean, we know
Oh, that's
how strong
Fua,
this-
not Peru. I'm
this deck is
stupid.
when it gets to do this, and it's really tough to stop, because as you can see, even in a universe in which Giuseppe is able to break through everything, you have a full card end.
And we access the
Snow
end
Devil.
phase. And now we
Yep.
can set Snow Devil, as you mentioned.
Okay, end phase.
the card that
That's
gives the protection from the Murakuma effect to destroy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's
This
take a look.
this is
could
like
be a
classic
quick one, and it
K9.
is a
I
quick one
fucking
indeed.
like.
Giuseppe picks up his cards. There might be infinite time for them to
Or
play, but
Puru.
you
That
do
was
not need
that was
infinite
cool,
time
not
to
Puru.
realize that game is over, and Giuseppe knows it pretty well.
I fucking love
going to
K9,
game three.
bro. Everyone's blazing
It's one
K9
of
when they
those
came
matchups
out.
that
Like,
if you
ooh,
compare
K9
engine by
interactive.
engine,
Because they only read
Mitsurugi K9
Izuna.
are in a very tough spot against Vanquisol K9, because Vanquisol
I mean, to be
protects,
fair,
their
Konami
nonsense
released
through not
Noroi,
only Snow
which
Devil
just
the trap,
like
but also
leaned
through the
closer
pistol,
towards like
which
the
is very, very important when you go against the potential threat of Murakumo.
I mean, I think it was a very good medical for this event. I mean, I feel
classic.
Like in
that's what I'm
general,
saying,
of course,
bro.
it's
Fucking
very
K.
good
This
about
is like
Dragotail.
like if you guys
But we
don't like
mentioned
the
it a lot of
gameplay
times,
loop of
I mean,
Apo,
K9s
that's what
in general,
K9
I think,
introduces.
are
Because
very, very
Ripper's
good. But on the
Ripper's
other
not
hand,
as
Vanquish
egregious
Soul,
as
I think
Apo,
it's,
but
because
does
of
like
the
the same
consistency
idea of
aspect,
insulating your
I really
line.
feel like it can really be
Is
one
Noroi
of
3
those
times?
decks which
I
can
think
really
in
have the
Vanquish
answer
Soul,
at the
yes.
right moment.
I'm
And,
talking from the
yeah,
perspective of the
this would-
beginning of the
there's not really
format
much
when
to
people
say.
were
The
trying to
action
build
Liguri
around the hits.
essentially closed the game
Um,
pretty easily, especially because Giuseppe didn't have any other interaction. And then on game 3, once again Giuseppe will go first. So I mean, he will maybe switched off some of the mul charmies inside
Yeah.
the mouth.
He doesn't have all that much, to
yeah.
be fair, for going first. That's the reality. Like all I see is maybe impermanence, just to switch out and have something useful.
I have 2
instead of
tiers.
that
Yeah,
Furuya, but
you
I'm a bit
interacted. Yeah,
surprised
it's
because
basically like
the trend recently has been to side
yeah.
at least instead of those mulcharmi.
Because what makes
some
Ripper
more
actually
impactful cards,
obnoxious
such as
is like
Solemns,
it
Ancestor
searches
Fragrance,
your canine
and,
engine,
these sort
so
of
you can like
cards,
develop your combo.
Giuseppe probably
Dude,
just
Mjolnir
thinking,
banned because of
my
his
combo is
archetype.
good
Nice.
enough. I'm gonna just play more Antrops, which means
Grr,
okay,
they
if I
took
go
away
first,
my
I have
go.
Impermanence, which is
Mjolnir.
better than a Mulcharmi, but
We'll
then
draw
if I
double
go
full and
second,
pretty
I
good
have
engine.
even more possible
let's see.
responses.
I mean, against Vanquisho, K9,
If he draws
it's
like
not
Kali
that there is
maybe
a
that'll
natural
work too.
trap
Do you think
card
we're
that
getting
can
Yummy in
deal
December?
with them,
Not really.
that can
I
be
think
crazy
Vanquish
card
Soul.
meta
We
set,
might
for
get
example,
Vanquish Soul in December.
different dimension ground.
Yeah. No,
Um,
of course not that
I
card.
asked
but I mean,
Ray
I wouldn't
too,
mind that
and
Solemn
he
if you
also.
ask me.
I didn't
Honestly,
convince
any
him or
sort of
anything
Summon
like that.
Strike,
He also
Warning,
off the
they can
dome
be
was
good. If
thinking
they don't
like,
open the all issue, then he basically shut down the only Vanquish Soul card they have. So that can be extremely impactful, but that would not be the case. It will be Giuseppe trying his best to repeat what he has done in game 1. Now he knows that Tyrus exists, and now Joshua knows that Gorgon exists. So let's see whether that will make a difference. And regardless, one of these two amazing duelists will clutch the first spot into the semi-finals of YCS Bologna. Who is it going to be? Let's find out.
we're going to get Divesso Padaro loading scene. Ooh, that'd be cute. She does look like a Padaru. Like if you made her chibi, she could definitely pass as a
Yeah,
Padaru.
they are for one of these two. After 15 rounds, this will be
I
the
guess a
last
Stellar is
end
already
of
Padaru.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Now that I
that
think
they
about it, a
play.
Stellar,
And
White Forest
Giuseppe
Stellar is
goes
already
first.
chibi.
There is
I'm
no
just
more
ragging.
Charmy right now yet from Joshua.
No,
and
you're
the
cooking.
first card will
Abakiri.
be the Abakiri.
Joshua,
Is there a Fuvalos? Is there something
Lock in.
not quite yet for Joshua? But this
Lock in,
at
Josh.
least will put those K9 cards active.
I mean, in M2,
No,
strategy,
Josh.
it's one of those decks that establish.
don't let this happen.
from the
Don't
start
just
the ground
summon.
for
Please
Izuna to
summon
be
Cypher
activated.
Gear
Absolutely,
Delta.
and it seems like we won't be responding. Let's see, Joshua.
Wait, he's responding?
This. Does he have
Oh,
the
never mind.
Izuna?
Never mind.
Not
Never mind.
Yet.
Okay, there's gonna be a bell. Totally, totally bell.
So
Bell
I
will-
want to see if Joshua has an Ash Blossom, because there was a debate, I think, between the players if you are going to use Ash Blossom in Saji, or you just wait for the effect of the Ritual Spell in order to deny the access to Murakumo from summoning himself from the deck through the Ritual Spell.
There it is, second activation, and it's a Futsu. And here comes the boss master of the Mitsurugi deck, that Murakumo.
No responses here from Joshua.
Yeah.
Wow, it's quite unusual to be fair.
We have to wait and see. I mean, even last, in the previous and first game, you wait for that Izuna possibly.
Yes, I mean, the the most common hand drops like Ash Blossom, Fugalos, obviously would have been activated already, or even
How does he draw no
earlier.
hand traps out of
But
sighting?
Izuna, for example, is one of those hand traps that you need to use on the right time, so you can let your opponent advance a little bit, and since we want to establish Tyras, we can just wait for the right moment.
Yeah, at the same
We
time,
have to wait
there
and see.
is
Yeah, well, I mean,
possibly an
we'll
Etsa
see.
play I'm thinking about.
If
which
anyone
is,
can read body language,
if you have that Izuna and it
any
resets,
body language
if
experts
you
is
summon,
Josh.
the
Does
Tyras
he look
in
like
the
he
extra
feels?
monster
Does he look
zone,
like
no?
he's cooked?
You cannot really interact with the Gorgon because it points up. No?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to use it to stop the Tyras.
You can make IP and make the.
He
golden,
added board breakers.
the main
They're
monster
not very
zone.
good
Yeah, but you
into.
need the
Yeah,
zones that they
to-
want. It's a
yes.
bit
He
more
looks
complicated
defeated.
because you need to have
He
something
looks pretty locked in.
pointing
Okay,
down,
so okay,
and then, it
That's
could be an
my
interesting
read
way to
too.
play this game.
locked in but
And
not
also
the
the pot of
happiest. Okay.
prosperity here be activated
That's
from
fair.
Giuseppe just to top it off, and maybe looking for some interaction for Josh next turn. It's just considering how many Kairos to banish.
But
Say
at
to
least
Seafall face in
the
my
good
head is
thing is there
defeated.
won't be any really powerful trap card that we can find with this from the side deck. So let's take a look. Non-engine is what we are looking for.
Vice Versa, good question. They limited it though.
Yeah, the
Let's
only
see.
issue right now is that I think that Giuseppe was looking for those K9 cards, and obviously some non-engine cards like Drone.
Nah, if he takes Droll,
right
that's
now,
so
I can only
fucked
see
up.
one possibility for him. I mean, Droll Lockbird is there for a reason.
Don't take the
and
Droll,
since
brother.
he has already accessed his Mitsurugi engine, I don't think that
Let my man
any
play.
potential Mitsurugi ad will be help him advance right now.
No K9s in sight, and that means
Oh,
for sure.
is Droll good?
Is it
Yes. It's fucking. It's basically Maxi.
Would you debate it with permanence?
You know how people
But
complain
I
about
think
Maxi on a
I
full
will
board?
always take the draw
Well,
on
okay.
this. Like between the two for sure.
I'm not gonna get into
I think
specifics.
draw is just better. I don't know what
Don't
he's asking
tap the
Joshua right now.
glass.
Interesting.
Don't tap the glass.
Maybe trying to
But
get a
you know,
read,
here's what I will describe.
Sneaky
Droll.
question, but yeah.
I
he
stole
gets
this from
that
a Josh
draw and
chatter.
lock. Bird, do we have the
You know-
K9?
Whoa,
We know that
whoa,
summon the draw
whoa.
and lock. Wow. And that is
Yo!
going
Never
to
mind,
be
Droll
an
was
IP
broken. Never mind,
Mascherena.
Droll's broken. Did you see that?
Do we have the Izuna now?
Normal
though?
summon
That
Droll
is the
into
big
IP.
question.
Never
Do you
mind, I
think we have a
lied.
second draw and lock in end?
And all this
Alright,
was
this is
enough.
where he summons
And it's a pass.
Arthalion
no.
and
traps
adds back
for
the Droll.
Joshua.
He drew
But
another
at
Droll,
least
that's fair,
it's
yeah.
huge news that there were no K9 either for Giuseppe. This is a much more doable start than what happened in game one. So this is
He has
quite,
another Droll in
quite
hand,
open
I know,
still.
yeah.
I think statistically it's quite impossible not to pick
Yeah.
like any end traps, honestly. Especially considering the amount of Josh plays, but yeah.
Yeah, but on the other hand, if
Okay, Joko,
if
that's a good
he
start.
has-
Joko
has-
reveals
has
Xiaolong,
only
that's not bad
engine,
either.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's very important for Vanquish all
Yeah, yeah.
K9.
And the Jokul plus Xiaolong already possibly asking to be Murakumod away. But what do we have? Is it the
Purification.
purification? Ooh,
Okay, the timing on this is kind of favorable.
interesting choice to use it here. But I
If you
guess
have
we-
a bestial, maybe right now it will be
It's yeah, it's purification.
tremendous time to activate it.
Yeah, but anyways, you know, let's see, because I don't even think you use it, no? You just want to revive it afterwards.
Yeah, I imagine you want Futsu to revive it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay.
Do we?
He's triggering it. Okay,
Okay.
chain link with chain block.
Yeah, I mean, we can use it anyways because we can link it off, no?
Epsilon.
So it does resolve, so now we can shuffle back the ritual spell, maybe get a prayers. Yeah, we do access prayers. And then our plan pretty much is we can use this IP to put it back in the graveyard and then use the Futsu to revive it and use the Regeki effect. But what is Joshua going to do about it? The good news is you keep in hand the fire.
Let's see what's coming up next.
Case
okay.
for K9 is up next.
That's good. Case for K9 is strong.
And
Also-
Giuseppe is debating whether to use the Murakumo. He does.
No response, I think, from Joshua.
Yeah, no response, and so he discards the Xiaolong we knew about. But
All
now
right.
case
This
for
might play
K9
to
will
Droll
resolve.
and
Let's see what he wants to go for.
reduce a
great
lot of Josh's
And it's
options.
the Lantern.
Ah, there it is a Droll. Oh my god, there's that sneaky
There's
ass.
another Droll, and this Droll hurts so much. Droll and Lockbird coming down. Is there ever... No, probably no. I'm thinking... No, because anyways, even if you Lantern...
Yep.
You can chain
So
IP
okay, the way
and
this
then,
Josh Chatter
when
describes it
resolves,
is,
you bring
it's
back
as
the
if you're
Murakumo
playing
with Futsu,
a
no?
simulator and
For
all your
example, this
shiny
is what
yellow
we could do
buttons
here if we are Giuseppe.
just turn blank. That's what Droll does in here.
And I mean, this is why also we activate
makes it very
Murakumo
difficult to
before
push.
to revive himself,
Yeah.
because obviously we gave access
Oh, right,
to
with Droll on the ban
K9
list?
effects.
Yes, actually.
However, we wanted the ad since we wanted to
So
activate
like,
Droll
I
and
mean, you
Lockbird
could
later.
frame it as
This
like,
is a
oh
huge
no, my
moment for
Maxi out,
Giuseppe.
but all the
Does
fucking
he
like top decks were
react
using it to out
here,
Maxi. So
or
it's
does
like,
he take things slowly? Because
like it's not even like there's parity. And if it was like only like the weaker decks using Droll, then we might have a case for Droll's existence or whatever. But no, we're getting oppressed by the
I mean,
oppressors
if you
with his
wait
fucking
for
card.
the summon, you can use the IP there.
Again, it's more complicated
But,
than that.
I
But
mean,
like
I think
also
it might just
treating
be
it as
worth
like
it.
oh my
And we do
maxi
go
outs
for it.
is also an
I think it's the
oversimplification.
correct play.
Okay, Dynamondo.
And we are going to say
Ooh.
Dynamondo
Dynamondo is the choice.
since
So Lantern and
basically
then
will not
Mondo will
have a
shuffle.
valid
Okay, I see.
target.
I think it's shuffle
only
Jokul here.
The
No, it doesn't matter
vessel
actually.
graveyard target. Otherwise, it is in you know, in brackets a waste, since we are going to Murakumo probably in order to clear the field.
Yeah, we could. We are not necessarily forced to go for it though, because now we have the Mondo.
Wait, we got an actual bot. Holy
So
shit, I need to
let's
ban this
take
guy.
a look. Yeah, I think he's gonna try and wait a little bit here. Because you can always use the Dynamondo, tributing itself to special summon back to
Is this at
Murakumo.
2 out of 3? Yes. Actually, I think it's game 3. It's game 3. It's game 3.
We
It's
add
game
back
3.
Ritual. And basically this is saying, okay, even if you use the effect of Lantern, what can you even get? I mean, you already used the case, so we don't really mind.
We are under draw.
Yeah, we're also on the draw.
Also.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn, Droll is fucked. This is
If
so
it-
fucked
that
up.
wasn't enough. Yeah, it's rough. Oof.
Sorry, Jaja enjoyers.
Yeah,
You
Giuseppe's
might lose
having
your
a read at
points.
it. I guess you might just try and push, but if you push to battle, Futsu is also there. You have two different ways, and yeah, it makes sense. We
Best
just
2
push
out
the
of
battle
3?
phase to try and get the Dyna out of the
Oh.
way.
And also,
Yeah, okay.
that winter battle phase is very important, because right now Giuseppe will get another turn, which
Yeah.
is very important with all this follow-up in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost never a matter of can we win this turn. It was a matter of can we establish something. And Giuseppe is debating because, as mentioned, he also has food, so he has two ways to revive Murakumo. And I mean, I guess you get punished by a normal summon of a canine, maybe. But is it really a punish? And yeah, Giuseppe plays it safe, plays it slow. Basically, he lets this go through because he still has the Futsu. Let's see if he gets punished.
I think it makes sense being conservative here. Just wait and see what
Alright,
Joshua's
let's
up
see.
next.
Okay.
This is
Izuna
the
can
Izuna.
summon.
And the Izuna is actually.
Ooh, actually,
great
but you need a way to
news,
check the
because,
Murakumo. Murakumo. Bell! Wait.
Never mind. The bell
Tyrus!
is huge. What a game! What a game
Wait.
this is.
Tyrus
Was
is
about
gonna.
to say
Never mind,
Izuna
I lied.
special
He's not
summon,
cooked. Tyrus is
there
gonna
must be a
come in
catch
clutch.
behind it because you could have normal summoned it to play around it. But if we special
That
summon,
bell was
we
insane.
have the bell, and so now the game is back
Unfortunately,
online for Joshua. Troll and Lock is still out there.
Yeah, I mean, is it? What are you going to access that right now will have some impacts when your opponent has prayers and ritual spell in his hand? I mean, you have to summon something to deal
The
with.
Tiras. Your favorite Tiras friend.
You already went battle?
I mean,
Oh.
Giuseppe panicked a little bit with the Tiras. Maybe he's gonna.
Never
do it
mind.
again.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. The thing is,
I forgot. I forgot he already
what
went
option
battle.
does he run in the extra deck? Because it's kind of tight at the moment. We already saw Valon and we saw the Tiras. Does he have? He has Nash Knight package, but I mean.
Alright, never mind. Jaja can't make Tyrus. Well, he could, but it just sits there. Yeah,
I
he's
think
cooked.
Josh as well is considering.
I'm the
which
Murakumo,
one to
Regeki,
go for.
Bell.
This is
Bell and
Bell.
Futsu.
Not at all.
So, Josh has one rank 5 to make. Maybe you can make Ripper.
Again, the good news is there is no time.
You can make Ripper,
'cause,
actually.
We want to witness every single instance of these two
Oh,
players
Nash Knight,
battling
okay.
it out, and it makes sense. The Futsu is too much of an issue, and you can see
Futsu,
already Giuseppe
fuck,
pointing at it
bruh.
because he's
Futsu
gonna
Droll
use
is
its
just
effect
stupid as fuck.
to revive from the graveyard, because it's not once per turn.
I think Nash Knight was the best option from Joshua, since
Yeah.
he plays 2 target for him, so he can activate it again in Giuseppe turn. However, right now I think it's in a very, very tough spot.
There's also no, I don't
We still
think.
have the Lupus in graveyard though. That can
Yeah, but
can come
alone.
back.
It doesn't
To
really
access
do
at
much,
least
Yeah.
Typhon.
And there he comes. So we are going to take the Murakumo. I mean, and give it back, no? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but at least right now,
Bruh.
Murakumo cannot be summoned through the effect of prayers since he has sent to the graveyard as a material.
Oh, and there is a ghost bell on
Bell
Giuseppe's
on
side
fucking
of things
Lupus.
to shut down the last monster. One face down card for Joshua.
He
and
needs this.
So many resources available to Giuseppe. What
He
could that
needs
face
this,
down even
bruh.
be? I think we drew into the last draw, maybe. Is it?
Oh no, it's a K9. Well,
No. Okay, it's the first cannon. I think Jokul. And here it comes. Mitsurugi Ritual summoning a Bakiri. We have to be careful with how many reptiles we have used.
I mean, we still have a Habakiri in the main deck.
Yeah. We have been through a lot, but
And you
is he
only,
playing two Murakumo?
and you only want to access the mirror right now
He's playing
to
one.
ritual back.
He's playing two Murakumo.
One.
Yeah.
One
no,
Murakumo.
one only.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He can just add right now
Yeah.
mirror and go for
And that's-
game.
yeah.
And here is also the effect of Great Purification.
I don't
which-
think that he can do that because it was used as an exceed material, right?
I'm gonna bring it up. for
Purification
you
special
guys.
summons from
yeah.
the graveyard, but I think that Murakumo was sent there as an exceed material. So if that's the case, I think that
I think we are pushing and revealing the prayers that we knew about.
I don't even know. Do I even have to like say anything? Like this-
Only 400 life points left for the
Jaja, yeah.
former
It's
YCS
over.
Bologna champion.
Cheat? Yeah. What do you mean? What kind of cheat?
Giuseppe is just keep on activating his own.
Yep.
And that is it. Handshake. And Giuseppe is the winner. He upsets
Damn.
the champion.
Epic
Oh
K9
my,
gameplay.
what a
All right,
match
if
we
you
just
okay, you don't have to
witnessed,
say anything. But
incredible
if
game
anyone
one where it was so back and forth, and both players really
was a good run.
could
Yeah,
feel the
Josh
emotions
finally got
getting to
his
them.
top.
I mean, playing through 15
I think he's been
rounds
X3
and
the
then,
past few
playing here
tournaments he's
on
been in.
stream on the top 8 is
The trap
never
can't summon
easy,
more promos,
and
so
you
if
can
you
have
catch more
all the
exes,
experience
and
in the
K-Roll.
world is always going to
Huh.
be difficult. It showed a little bit, but then they still showed us why their decks are
That's
here
weird.
in the top cut.
I know if you like
and,
return
this
it to the
means
hand
that
and it goes to the
probably
grave,
I
you
want
can't
to
ritual
say
summon it.
the most unique deck in the top 8 advances to the semifinals.
But I don't know if that like
we already showcased to Giuseppe.
that's like
in
changing
24,
location.
And we talk about how unique his strategy
Democrat
is.
was still properly
I mean,
summoned. Okay, then it
giving
doesn't
up
matter
those
then.
impulse
Okay,
for
so it's not really
the
changing
K9 and
location. The way,
Izuna mainly, it is one of those trade-offs that, as we can just experience, has paid off.
I mean, I also really
BSK9
feel like
is a
that,
high roll deck,
you know,
yeah.
his deck is, I think, maybe one of the few ones, if not the only one in the entire room playing Mitsurugi with K9s,
Yeah,
and I
for
think we
sure.
also had the chance to hear directly
Well, the
from
caster was
him. So
wrong.
congratulations.
Maybe he was asking
advancing
a
to
question.
top 4. I mean,
Hopefully.
being on stage against Joshua, it's it's no joke, and congrats, honestly. What a match that's been.
I mean, like, I
that
wasn't
crazy
sure
run,
myself.
We are familiar with him a little bit.
Even then,
especially
accepted
at the
game
Opens,
state. That
where
is
he
true.
was
That is
very
something that happens
consistent
in
at the Italian
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Opens, and
Accepted
I
game
mean,
states.
sometimes you keep pushing. And,
Oh,
and
did
it
Joshua
gets
Schmee
to
not win?
eventually be your
Let
day.
me
And
pay
again,
out
I
all
really
the
think
believers.
It's nice to see
The
unconventional
not the
choice.
believers.
I want to see gets rewarded. He
Red
fought,
guy
I
won,
mean, he played
unfortunately.
Mitsurugis in
Jaja
the
did
past,
not.
but he recognized the strength of the K9 cards.
Sorry, guys.
And he pushed through. Of course, I mean, everyone knows
Droll, yeah, I
is
told
an
you,
extremely
Droll is so
powerful
stupid.
Card, but you have to say,
well, okay.
he didn't draw even through Prosperity any K9
Like
cards.
Droll going
Sure, he
like
had the draw, but if you add any K9s, I think the game would have been
Yeah.
even more over than that.
That
So
guy
it's
might
not
go.
like he opened absolutely crazy or anything like that.
It-
but,
it-
I mean,
I mean, I've
Congratulations
experienced
to
this
both.
before.
Congratulations to
Ban
Josh, of
Hamakiri,
course,
Ban
for
Droll,
another
Ban
incredible
Maxi.
run, and this time it's just a
Base?
little bit short, but nothing to laugh at. 13-2 again, it's an incredible feat, and I'm sure we'll be back, but we have more matches coming our way, because now we're officially have our first player confirmed into the semi-final, and we have 2 more matches to crown, who will take home that beautiful trophy and the bragging rights of saying, I won a YCS. So,
And I am a YCS champion and the YCS champion of Bologna 2025.
yes, yes, you are.
No, not me.
Ecco. Anyways,
Allora.
allora. In the meantime, we'll
Oh,
try
yeah,
to give you
replay.
guys, of course, updates.
Scroll down, why the
we
hell is
can
prosperity
expect
legal?
things to slow down just a little bit more, because as mentioned already,
Is the
there
Chinese
is no
minigame
time
that bad in
limit.
the-
I gotta say
It's
they
not
played
that
it pretty
bad.
fast. I mean, especially Game
No,
Chief
you're
Giuseppe
definitely
just
playing.
picked up
You're
the
not playing
cards
Drolls for the
immediately.
Mulcharmies.
But I think
That's not at all why
he's
you
the
play
man of
it.
the hour.
Though
He's
it
the one who
helps.
took down
If you're playing Malice,
probably
you're probably
the
doing that.
favorite of taking down this top
Mitsurugi
8, at least in terms of
is that good.
accomplishments, and so we want to hear it from Giuseppe, and I heard already from the ground, I mean, we
Okay.
are in Italy, that
Saronir.
he has a huge support, and he is pretty beloved,
Jester.
by especially the South
Josh still in?
community in Italy.
He'll-
as he
he'll be in, don't
represents
worry.
it,
Say it
and
like
I'm
5 more
glad
times.
They will be cheering through his
They'll make sure to
name
put
and
him in.
supporting him even more. And
Anyway,
we'll
game is
see
XCD,
what
let's
the
go.
interview highlights, and I'm really curious to hear about this deck, because again, I don't think many would expect.
We have a
this-
Darkwing Duck
this-
replay
this
after this,
mashup
so.
and this pure Mitsurugi, but then you play K9 cards, and you don't even go all in on the strategy. And I mean, it looks like one of those pet decks, that you just think you build your own at home, and you're like, could this work? But then having the courage to bring it not to a regional, not to a local, but to a 2400 YCS. I think it's incredible.
I mean, it's one of those scenarios that you
Okay,
want
Brandon,
to hear
movie,
from
let's go.
the actual player and hear why he chose this deck and why he did this meta call. But I think the expert on this one. will
Oh,
be
Ben
Giuseppe,
didn't
and
make
we want
it.
to
He
hear
got
from him.
10-3 after 9-0 day 1. But he didn't
Welcome
prepare at
back,
all.
duelists.
So it's
I
like
am
really
here
good.
With the person to take his next
I don't know what
step
deck he
here
was
to become
playing,
the
though.
YCS Bologna champion, Giuseppe, who piloted Mitsurugi K9. Now, one very important thing we
Enzo
want to take a
Tail,
first
top
look
8,
at in this
Enzo
clip here.
Pialis.
Now, you are staring down the Trias, which is something a little bit unorthodox. You probably don't always initially go for that, but then you bring out something that is also quite unique in the Gordon or Zelo Lithinia. So how do you
Ray
feel when
Chat
you go for
lied
this
to
one
you?
over
What do you
something
mean Ray
like
Chat
this?
lied to
Tonight
you?
We know
Oh,
the
Nirvana,
Trias
how's it
can't be
going?
targeted, but you take a little time to read back and forth both of these
Okay,
cards.
we got
How impactful has the Gorgon been for you
Ice.
throughout this entire tournament so far?
We got Exiton.
Yeah, so I did a miss in that
Okay.
spot. Unfortunately, I'm wrong because
You believe
in my
YCS have
language,
double elimination?
Gorgon has a
Uh,
different translation.
I think by default
So
it
for
doesn't
this
have.
reason, I thought
Well, YCS has
I,
double elimination, but
could,
only
do
during times.
Gorgon to negate the passive
matches,
effect of the
which
tiers
top cut
to
is
special
not
summon
timed.
Rakumu and,
Is
clean
Reggie still in?
the
Nope.
board. Unfortunately, it's not possible because it's not.
Oh, he gave you a
an
full
activated
load.
effect.
That's actually
So,
really kind of
but,
him.
Gorgon
Why
has
did
a
he
second
do
effect,
that?
So Tiras cannot attack, and so
I guess it didn't
thought
matter.
In that spot, it was
It doesn't matter because like
winnable because he has just 3 cards in his hand. So for this reason, I in that specific
Yo,
moment,
Fumi!
I was
Thank you so much for the
feeling,
raid. How was your
safe,
stream?
Yeah, exactly that.
Were you
And I
playing
think
Master
Rathbone
Duel?
really put in a lot of work for you on that
Hello,
one.
hello,
So we're
hello.
gonna move straight away into the final
Shout
game here.
out.
So this is your Pot of Prosperity reveals. Now, of all of your choices there, 2 that would really stand out would be Infinite Impermanence
Oh,
and Droll and Lotbird.
cheese
So
raid.
let's
I
go
love
with the Droll
cheese.
and Lotbird. Talk us through that way, and
Thank
then the
you.
reason of going further
Much
from there.
appreciated. We are
So
just
the cards were,
in between rounds
quite good.
of
Lockboard, it was a normal.
YCS
and
Bologna.
It was just what I was searching.
did-
In real, to be honest.
Oh, thank you for
I
the
was
follow,
searching,
Fumina. Okay, I need to
K9
redo the
card,
shout out.
But I missed K9, so I played normal draw. It was so good. In my end, there was.
There we
draw
go.
lock and,
Yippee!
so I've seen that Joshua.
Okay,
didn't
fusion
use any
duplication.
charming or
Wait, I don't know what
bestial
this does
or,
actually.
Dosbel or
Because he
Git.
already has Mirror
Probably
J.
he had not.
You were master
anything of
dueling?
this,
Hope
and,
it went
draw
well.
normal summon in that spot. it seems good.
Was everything you need.
Chaos is pretty cool.
Exactly
Yeah,
that. So,
yeah, yeah.
moving
I
on
find
to
it
the
interesting
last
because
bit
it's
I'll
also
show you.
gotten
We
people to
mentioned
cut
Ghost Belt.
kind
Now,
Guardian
Ghost Belt put in a lot
Chimera.
of work for both players. First off, Joshua uses Ghost Belt against
Did you watch my replay? Not yet, not yet. It's after this though.
You decide to use your Ghost Belt of yourself, stopping the Lupus.
Floating Platinum was really fun. Yay!
Gospel on Lupus because he
Regis,
could do Typhoon on
talents.
Lupus, and probably in that spot there was not very good.
Okay, Ritual.
because
Are you gonna
with
tribute the
Gospel,
Regis?
He was.
Okay, Baldrake. Baldrake triggers on Ritual
He
summons.
had to play with just one card in his hand, under drawn a lockboard, and in my opinion, there was nothing.
Let me steal
could
Regis.
help to Joshua.
He let me steal Regis.
After, well resolves in my turn.
Oh my god, I can't read. Okay, I just realized this has Reggie in the name. It's Latin for king, by the way. Or like, it's not like some made up word. That Baldrick was us. They just fired it first chance they got.
So, massive congratulations. You're going to be taking a step a lot closer to be crowned the YCS champion of 2025 at Bologna. So I'm going to let you go off.
Oh my god, you found the Chikorita emote.
Don't you go anywhere at home as we are going to
Reggie,
bring
my
you
king,
the
yeah.
final two duels for YCS Bologna 2025.
Alright, okay. Wait, this is just game.
Hi everyone and welcome back to the coverage of YCS
Wait.
Bologna 2025. We
You
thought
can use
would
it?
be absolutely worth it to give
Oh
an
my god.
interview to a person and a group of people, representing that it's crucial
Okay, nice.
for our events to keep going. And
He's-
that
he
one
has to
of
discard it.
our
He has to discard
vendors,
it.
In this case, Daniele representing, the Italian vendor, long-lasting Galactus.
So yeah, it
And,
still banishes, but it doesn't get summoned to the field.
Going to a YCS and to such events.
Each player,
has
nice.
A lot of people you might not always see on
No.
camera, but they really are absolutely important.
Alright,
for
that was like a
our
brick
tourists.
hand, and it
So
somehow
can you
like
explain
managed
a little
to
bit of how it, it just
let
works
me
to be
follow
as
on
a
this
vendor
count.
for a,
Claw your
YCS.
way out of this.
Basically,
Okay,
YCS is
Darkwing
a
Duck.
tournament where you need to compete
Do I
with
have your
cards.
credentials?
And you need to purchase the cards from booster box or from like vendors.
Top one? Okay.
So we'll be here for you just from the Friday and every day, all the day long, and not stop. And if you need any
Stun,
cards, if you need sleep,
stun.
if you need playmat, if you need a booster box,
Or
if you need,
stun, I don't know.
anything, basically
I don't know how to
dice,
pronounce that.
coin, whatever you want, you
But
can
I get
find
what you're
in our
saying.
booth.
Alright, Darkwing
And
Duck.
We are here. We are very prepared.
Ugh.
Personally, in Galactus,
Alright,
we
top
have like
one.
a group of 4 people just working to prepare the stock, to look through all the deck lists and to update the stock,
So,
to update the
so.
price, and to find the cards that you may need for your side, your main deck, or your last minute changing, or the Friday night changing, the famous one.
I know about that.
You know about that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
I know, and I mean, we
TG.
have seen you around for many years,
Yes.
so you have a lot of
This
experience.
is anti-Sky Striker
but
build. Okay.
essentially what,
You're
these
summoning
guys are here
Diabells,
for,
step 1.
except for
I
preparation
imagine
is if you
you
miss
don't want them to
anything,
set
if
any
you
cards.
forget
You're gonna
anything
summon
at home,
Seymour.
just remember, you don't need to despair.
Hell yeah, Cena, how's
because
it
you
going?
can find everything you need at
Yes.
these different
Form
stand
arrived.
booths, around the venue.
You're
And,
welcome for
so
the
in
3
particular, I wanna
replay.
get
Okay.
also a bit into
Format
job
skipper.
and what
Yes.
you
Lightheart,
represent.
okay.
So, how do you usually prepare for a YCS event? Is it a lot?
Yeah, I
about
imagine you're not gonna do the
format?
boring
Is
route
it more
of
about,
like summoning
collecting?
like spell canceller.
Basically, as I mentioned before, we have a group of 4 people that update the stock. So they just
Okay.
look through new deck lists, new archetype, everything.
Arrival.
The new release. But also we have some experts that just are here to work for the retro format, like Time Wizard and everything.
Let's go, Parallel.
Genesis also. We have a new stock for Genesis.
Banshee,
And,
okay.
Yeah, we also have a lot of varieties, like prize
This is what
cards,
Cyberslot looks
gold
like to
cross
people.
cards. Whatever you want, you can find for sure in the booth.
Imagine if
we
you
are
had like
here for you,
actual
we are here
tutors.
to
See, tutored like your
showcase
entire
the
deck
good
so you can
card
like summon
and
floodgates.
the special card that you may don't know.
That's something that like
cards
you can't do with
couldn't find
Cybers
maybe in your
too
local
well.
shop,
Yes.
Many times,
Rank 4
people
can do
come here
that.
also
Rank 4
cards,
can do
I would
that,
say, in
so-
different languages. There are people who prefer, English or like maybe Italian.
Right.
over here.
Mighty Striker.
Absolutely, but
Does this just add?
yeah, the truth is, in 2025, Yu-Gi-Oh can be played in a lot of
Oh,
DS.
okay. TG all
And,
clear. This
we
does
not only
everything.
have the main event, we have public events,
Yes.
and so that's also another way, as you've mentioned, of just finding the last pieces you need to compete in those public events.
Yes.
And Of course, many might not know, but you have also played the games
Yes.
for multiple years. So I want you to ask, what is your favorite thing about the role that now you're doing? Maybe still interacting
Yeah,
with the
Mighty
community.
Striker,
What do you like
Screw
about it?
Serpent,
There's a lot of people that
normal
know from
summon,
80s,
Screw Serpent
right?
effect.
And
Oh my
it's cool that
god,
I
here we
can be in
go.
the opposite
Oh, you
part
haven't
because
used
they
Screw
are
Serpent
for
yet.
playing and then
Oh,
you
Screw
know,
Serpent is
yeah,
just a
we have like
level
this card, I
modulation,
need to
right?
play, and
Star
then I
Guardian.
star
No,
you,
no, no,
you
no,
will
no.
be back later.
Add
This
Screw
is the best
Serpent,
part, and
summon
also
Screw
meeting
Serpent,
lots of
Screw
people,
Serpent effect.
and
Oh my
also all the
god.
stuff that is working at event. I know them very well because
Yup.
we met
Alright. Is this
very
Dragonar? I forgot.
This is the best part. Connected with
No, it's
people,
just RCL.
in the middle, because we are literally in the middle of the venue.
Really.
And this is the best part for sure. Meeting a
Yeah.
lot of people, get in touch with people that you don't know. And
Yo, Victor Salmon, thank
I
you
can
for the
see make
follow.
deals from all
You
the
love
fields.
this line? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's great to hear.
Does
and,
TG
yeah,
not have
I
a
don't
lock?
think,
It does.
many
Dragonar, the one
walking
that
into this
revives all the
venue can
TGs
miss,
from
especially
Grave,
your
actually
stand
locks
with
you
the
to
bright
TGs.
yellow.
But he didn't do that, so.
Really
The
stand
Star
out.
Guardian
But
line does not have a
thank you,
lock.
and really thank you not only for the interview, but thank you for what of you guys do. As I've mentioned, it's not just us casters. We have, players most importantly, but judges, vendors, a lot of people behind what goes into these kind of events.
Yes.
And so it's important to showcase also,
Hello, Victor.
people like
Hello,
you
the
who
Roar
support
Gryffindor. How you
our
doing?
duelist and our game. So
Oh, I
thank you
see.
for being with us, and thank you guys for watching. But
Harpy
don't go
Lady.
anywhere, because we'll be back with
The new-
more
yeah, the Synchro
action
5, yeah.
here live in Bologna.
Yeah, Dragonar. That one locks. It just summons a bunch of guys after. Could you recap what YCS round 1 we're in? Also Josh status. We are in top 8. We just finished it. I don't know if they're streaming the other top 8 matches. But Josh just lost his feature match. It wasn't too engaging. It was straight up K9 combo. Okay, I did not see. Oh, yay! You're gonna summon Dark Seymour. I was like, where's Dark Seymour? You're gonna summon it. It should be every match? Okay, so we're still in the top 8. Yeah. Josh had a good run, though. But he got diffed by, let me see your collector's files. Okay. Can you imagine what is coming? Yeah. RBT, what are you up to? Let me spectate. I've been wondering if Seymour still banned TC because Featherstorm. Did they ban it? I think they did, yeah. No Dark Semo, yeah. Okay, Ash on X. Okay. This looks grim. You like normal summon Fualos for duo drive. Oh, but that's not good. That's not good. He probably has to play. Also, I think his opponent had like moon something. Something of the moon. Orm? Yep.
Hello everybody, we are back here at the YCS Bologna and I am joined by Mathieu. Mathieu, a very, very famous player, of course.
Is this the
Back-to-back
Dragon League
nationals
player?
Finalist, French nationals, and winner of the 2022 French National Championship. And on top of that, you were here last year.
Is
and
this a
won the
Dragon League
entire
player?
event.
I know he streams
Today,
too.
We are not here for that.
Yes,
You are
okay.
here to show
He's
us a
the
very,
one who
very
plays
special
like
deck, Mathieu.
Yes, it's one of my favorite decks ever, and it's good.
what's it called?
It is Gotti, actually.
The
so
fusion
maybe we
spell
can just
for
get
rockets?
on the table and let you
Goaty.
show us what it is about.
Yeah, Mateo
For what,
Ricard
do you know
is
where
his
Goaty
name, I
comes
think.
from the word.
Tell us.
Okay,
This
so
guy playing
Goaty
Yummy?
is written G-H-O-T-I, and it's something.
Okay, but he's
with
showing
the
off Goaty.
English
Let's
language,
go.
which
Rapid
is
Trigger. Yes, he plays
the
Rapid
GH
Trigger.
in
I think
Arab
he
is
did get to
pronounced
use it on stream to like dodge like an Imperm or
the
Veiler
O
or something like that.
in
It actually
German
came
is
up or
pronounced
something.
E, and the TI in nation is
Where are your
pronounced sh.
gems?
Then
Good
Golden
question.
is
So
just
that's not
pronounced
my main
fish.
account. That's my alt account where
And that is
I kept
absolutely
spending
incredible.
rolling
You
for
told
Mitsurugi
me
and not
that
getting my
a
third
few minutes
Habakiri.
ago, and I see
So
that.
now I'm
I
spending
mean,
my money,
it
or
is,
sorry,
you know,
my gems
the
for
little,
Onomat.
A little spice.
Exactly,
Yeah,
the little
yeah.
spice in it.
So yeah, it's a very cool deck about fishes that synchro summon.
I don't know what
in
he's
the
playing in
opponent's
YCS.
turn.
Maybe it's yummy. Oh yeah, I mean,
for
probably
the
yeah.
main deck, I'll start to show a basic list.
Habakiri,
that
yeah,
is
Habakiri.
playable and you can have a lot of fun with. So for the tuners, the little one, we've got Spaces, Lights.
This
of the
should be
Goaty,
like they got a
Shift
card
Fairy
that's
of the
like basically
Goaty,
full
and
combo.
Zep Ruby of the Goaty. So they're all level 2 tuners, and they all synchro summon during the opponent's turn. They work
I think it was a
little
TCG
bit
exclusive.
differently. So those two.
No.
if
I'm
they are
thinking of
banished,
First
they
Penguin.
come
First
back
Penguin
in
is in
the next turn by
the
phase on
OCG
the
right
field.
now.
And if they were summoned this turn, you can during the opponent's turn synchro summon a fish as a quick effect. And this one's a little bit different. So,
Zap's interesting.
It comes back immediately if it's banished during the opponent's turn, and it synchros on summon.
Yeah, it's
So,
like a specific
you want
trigger
to
on that
banish those
moment.
two
The
during
others
your
are quick
turn, and
effects.
this one during the opponent's turn. It makes your plays a little
synchro.
less like sensitive to Dark Full Nomar and some things like that, because it's not on the field at the beginning of the turn.
Yeah,
And
you can
those
stagger
are
it
your
and
main
then
tuners.
if you
And,
banish it
the
later
last
after your
level 2
board,
Goaty
after
is
they
Chief,
commit to the board.
Shadow of the Goaty. So this one, it special summons itself when you have a fish on the field. And it's
I don't know this
like
card that well.
Its
It's very weird to
nickname
me.
is SP Littlefish, because
SP
when the opponent special
Littlefish.
summons a monster, it can banish the opponent's monster and itself and bring back a fish from banished down. So and it also comes back in the standby phase if it was banished.
I really like the name SP Littlefish.
Yeah,
I'm
SP
gonna take that.
Littlefish. It's pretty cool. So those are your level
Mateo
2s.
was on
This
Fire
one is
King.
not
Oh,
a tuner,
okay.
but the other ones are, and yeah, that's pretty much how we play.
So is this like more of an interruption, or is he
Yeah.
used as a way to bring back some fish and then to be able to synchro summon?
It's kind of both, because if, for example, you got one of the two there banished during your opponent's turn.
Welcome back here live from Bologna. The main
Yeah, Vision
event
honestly
is
won
really
for- oh,
shaping
yeah,
up to
yeah,
be
that's-
going to its final
nice.
stages with top 4 approaching. But I have someone sitting with me here.
Wait, did he?
Familiar face,
He didn't
actually.
showcase
Johannes,
anything.
how
I
you
wanted to see
doing
some
here this
Goaty.
weekend in
Yo,
Bologna?
this guy looks like Dwight Schrute.
Woke up today with a headache, but it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, we know you, of course, from
Oh,
the
he
World
just cut off?
Championship. You've been
Wow.
playing Luna Light there, and your Luna Light deck actually, in a different form, has proven you some success this weekend here as well. Tell us, what did you do here today?
I won the Genesis Invitational today.
All right, and you did play your
Isn't he the
revolved
world
Luna Light
champ?
deck again, didn't you?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But it's a bit of a funny story for you here as well this weekend, because you
Gage,
came
he
without
does
a
look
ticket
like
for the main
Gage,
event,
yeah.
So you couldn't play the main event.
Yeah,
but then you
yeah,
just
yeah,
decided,
yeah.
hey, I'm playing Genesis. But you told me beforehand you actually played a different deck for the qualifier and now a new one for the actual invitational then, right?
No, world champ is
Yeah,
Julian
on
Cahan.
Saturday I played Generator.
Oh, he was top
Radiant
4.
Typhoon.
Ah.
Was a really cool deck, but
Okay.
I was pretty
MBT and
bad
Nesh.
with it, so I
He
switched
does
back
have
to
like
Luna Light.
Nesh's
Much
like
better.
nose
Luna Light worked a lot better. What
and
decks did you
like
face throughout the tournament here on Sunday?
pronounced like
At
how to describe it? Like
Onomat
the
was- no, Onomat,
the smile lines,
Psychics
or are they
in the
frown
finals.
lines? The ones that like
one Draco
stem from his nose, those like wrinkles.
Don't really remember the rest right now.
You like
Fair
Lampy?
enough, but
Lampy
I mean, you're
streams.
still saying Luna Light possibly the best deck
Lampy
in,
has
the
a stream.
Genesis
Let me
format?
shout him out actually.
Against the Onomat,
He
it
doesn't
was
stream
really
that
rough
often because you know
because the Light
he's
Dragon
employed.
XYZ monster protects
Or,
from
like-
Liger Dancer.
Yeah,
destroying,
EU
but
is EU has some
otherwise,
crazy.
it's a really good deck. Breaks pretty
No
much every
shame in
board
Billy
except
break,
for
but
the
EU is stacked.
Ringo
Alright.
Vineyard guy, where you can't normal special summon, but otherwise it's very good.
I mean, you playing the Genesis invitation.
Is it
worked out
Lampy
pretty well
underscore
for you, because
YGO?
Let me tell you, I have something here for you.
I think
You,
it's
of course,
Lampy underscore
won
YGO.
A Dog and Dragon prize card. One of those old prize cards is now yours. Congratulations.
If you would
Winner
like
of
to
our
follow Lampy.
invitational here, Johannes Bauer, of course.
He has the
all the way
same
from
exact
Germany
energy
here,
too,
taking
like when
it
he's
down
streaming.
After already some big success at the World Championship with his 9th place finish. So congratulations to you, Johannes. Thank you so much for attending this tournament, and we will definitely see some more of you in the future as well. Maybe see you in Dortmund?
Probably.
Probably. All right. So, as I told you, top 4 rapidly approaching.
Kangas is
so
a friend
don't
of
go
this channel
anywhere.
as well.
Our
Kangas is
main
also a
event
friend of the channel.
continuing
Okay, my bad.
just shortly
Kangas is
after
also
this.
broken. I forgot.
And
My
it didn't
bad.
come back yet. You can bring it back with this.
Oh, but I guess I could
into
shout out
Thunder
Steve
Bennett.
Kangas, but I also
So
forgot
yeah,
him
it's-
about the
that's
NA
great, yeah.
crew.
It's kind of multifunction, and it's really cool. Then we have a level 4, that's Xip, Omen of the Goatee.
Wait, he's just explaining
This
still.
one's not always played, you can cut it. It has some uses because it summons itself from the hand when a fish is banished. So it has an application with the field spell that
Just
allows
cut in
you
the middle
to
of
play
the segment, I know.
bricky hands. But it's not really needed in the combos. It has another effect to get back Goatee
Kangas
traps,
knows
but,
you?
we're not running
Not
them, so
really,
it's
but
just
we've
to
met.
unbrick some
We've
hands.
met.
And then for the
What was interesting
best
is
Goatee
while
monsters in the main
Genmu,
deck, the level
KBJ,
6s,
and
we've got
I
6
were streaming
Light of
Worlds,
the- Moonlight of the
Kangas
Goatee,
came into the chat and was
which
like, "What's
is
up? Trying to
like
spread the
one
love."
of
And we're like,
the
"Kangas, what's
very broken
up?"
card
You
in
know,
this deck.
like I
So when
clocked
it's
him as
banished,
Kangas, and
you
Gen was
can
like, "That's
banish any fish
Kangas."
from your
And then
hand, field, or grave as cost.
what's
and
called?
special summon it from the banished zone. And
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it's
yeah.
normal
Kangas
special
has
summon,
previous
you can
employment
search
and
a fish monster
experience
and a fish
outside of
monster,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
and then you banish a fish from
Yeah,
your
yeah.
hand
So
or field.
Kangas, you know,
So,
he's
it
dropped
allows
in
you
to
to
say
get
hi because
into
you know
rotation
world's
every
hype and all
single
that
one of
stuff.
your little
And
channels.
then
Also,
at
if you
YCS
banish it during the
Anaheim,
opponent's turn,
well,
you
I
can
was
get
Genmu
him
with
on the
Genmu.
field, and
We
then it will
Genmu
search Z
walked up to
that
Kaihari
you banish immediately when it's
in the
banished during
VIP
the
tables
opponent's turn,
and said
special
hi to
summons itself,
Kaihari,
then
and I
goes
didn't
on.
notice it was
Exactly, a
Kangas
synchro summon.
because Kangas is
So
noticeably
it's
a
one
lot
of the
shorter
best cards in the deck. I'm only playing 2
in
there
person.
because it's a little bricky to have multiple.
He's like,
because it
I'm
cannot
not saying I'm that
banish another
tall,
copy of
but I thought he
itself
was
to
huge because
bring
he works
itself
out
back.
and stuff.
So sometimes it's a little.
But he like
annoying to
sees
have
me
too
and like
much,
shakes my
but
hand and
it's
says, "What's
one
up?"
of
You
the
know,
cards
I'm
you
like,
want
"Oh
to loot
fuck."
the most.
Maybe he's being friendly at the time, but I'm like,
And
did he
the hard
recognize me?
soul of the deck,
Who you calling short?
Snorpios,
I'm just saying
Shade
he
of
was.
the Goatee, which
You,
is,
I thought he was like
quick effect in
6,
the hand.
6,
You can
6
banish 2
feet
fishes
plus.
from your hand and or graveyard,
And then
special
like
summon it
he
during
ends
the
up
main
dipping.
phase of any player.
But he made sure to like
And when it's
say hi to
banished,
me and
you
whatever.
can
So
banish
maybe
a
he was
fish
just being
from your
friendly.
graveyard and
Well,
get it back
I
into
don't
your
know
hand. So it's
how he recognized
the way you will
me or whatever.
get
Or
into
I got the
rotation,
impression.
usually the Zep there, so you
8
can
foot
do it
tall,
with
One Piece
six,
character. Sure,
but
yeah.
the 6 will usually get
So I don't
banished
know
by Snorpios
Kangas,
in the
but
first place, to
I feel
have
like I
access
could
to
like say hi to him,
another
you know,
push
without.
and other interactions during the opponent's turn. Also, since it's in the hand,
I mean, he's a
you
friendly guy
can't
too.
really lose it. Your opponent has
Kangas was
no
competing
easy
during that
way
event
to
too.
get around
Oh yeah,
it,
yeah. You know what
and
else?
you will
I
have
remember during the
interactions with
conversation
it.
at Worlds, Kangas was
So,
like,
that's for the Goatee
I think
monsters, that
I
are
think
in this deck.
YCS Anaheim
And,
during the Worlds
yeah,
broadcast
pretty
came
cool.
up, and Kangas
And
said
now
like, I won't
we're
be
on to
casting.
some
I will be.
generic
I think
fish supports.
he said at YCS
So,
Anaheim, I won't be casting. I will be
We've got
competing.
that Abyss Shark.
Or
Abyss
something
Shark.
like that. And then
It's
I
a
think
level 5.
Genmu made
If
some
you
joke
only
about me
control
being
waters,
table
you special
500
summon
or
it from
something.
hand, and you
And then
search
Kangas was
level
like,
3, 4, 5
yeah,
fish
don't worry
monsters,
about
and
it. I'll probably meet
you're
you there.
locked into water afterwards.
I'll meet you there or something like that.
So
There's some banter or something.
Not really, and also it's treated as a level 3 or 4 for a number X's monster, which is relevant because we are playing
Max
one.
DD, yeah,
So
Max DD.
this is a level 4 for the X's in the extra deck. And for the targets from this guy,
XDD,
we've got
yeah, true.
Aspiskull, one of the pretty new cards.
Oh yeah,
from
Aspiskull
this
is
year.
like one of
So
the
this one, if it's banished,
one of
it
the
just
Goatee
comes
free
back
agents from
and
TCG
it
exclusive.
allows
I don't know
you
how
to
crazy it
climb
was.
into more plays. And if you normal summon it, you can summon a fish from hand in defense.
But
Not in
it's
defense.
there.
Yeah, in defense. And it's banished when it leaves the field, so it's a really nice extender that you can search with the Abyss Shark. The other
Aspiskull,
one
yeah.
would be Lifeless Leafish, which is the
Leafish
main
is like a
normal
one-card
summon of the
combo,
deck,
but
because
just
when it's normal
delayed.
summoned, you can send a fish from your deck to the graveyard.
You send the
main
level
targets
2.
would be Shift, because
Yeah,
it
Shift
has
banishes
an
itself
effect
and then
to
summons
banish
itself
from
on your
grave
opponent's side of the
to
field
boost the fish
on
by
your opponent's
500.
turn.
The important
And that
part
actually
there
is combo.
It banishes itself
But it
like alone, so it will come back during the standby phase, and you can start synchro climbing.
Yeah, if you get
So
to a level
it's the
6,
only
the
card
deck
that
can do
does
stuff.
something
It's just a little sus
alone
because you
in
have to
the
do it on
deck,
your opponent's turn and all that
starts
stuff.
your engine over multiple turns.
So it is
Just a
more
little
of,
bit sus.
2-card combos or...
Yeah, the deck needs multiple cards to function, but this
Do you
card
cast a
can
specific
make
MD
you
tourney or like
play,
co-hosting?
like,
Not really,
with one
actually.
card.
I haven't
And
done
the
any
last
like
Abstract targets.
I've
is
just
one-off,
been
it's Harpooner Fishborg. So that's fish level
watch
4 tuner,
partying.
importantly, which means that it
Maybe I
can,
could. It'd be kind of
make a
fun.
Synchro 6 with the Kift, which is not a tuner, or the last fish that are.
But I
short,
don't think
and
I
the
know
Synchro
too
6
many
is
people
the main starter of
in
the
that
deck.
sphere.
Also, it can reveal itself and another water in your hand. Discard one special the other. So when you
Like
search
someone
it
I
with
would
Abstract,
would
you
ask
can
actually
get
would probably
just
be
any
like
fish monster from your hand,
Sansely.
special summon,
I
or
might
it's
ask her
if you need
sometime.
it. So that's
But
pretty
she only
nice,
hosts like a tourney
and,
like
that
once a
allows you
year.
to extend. last fish monster, 2 white sardines. So you can send one white
Send
sardine
nimble
from your
angler
deck
anemones,
as
you
cost to
lances
the
with a
grave
lot
to
of luck.
special summon the other thing.
That works.
And when it's reborn, it can become a tuner. That's relevant for Coral Anemone in the extra deck, the Marine Cess Link monster. That allows you to have a level 2 that's either a tuner or a non-tuner.
You and KVG Kazu will be content. KVG is great. I fucking love him.
So you go Sardine special Abyss Shark, get the Harpooner, normal summon.
People have complimented my dynamic with Genmu too.
So yeah, that's for the fish monsters. And we're on to
I
the
have fun when
spells
Genmu
now.
is on call.
We've got a few. So first, the field spell, the most distant, deepest depth.
What does it do?
Yeah, it's a field spell. If you control a fish synchro monster, it can't be destroyed or banished. That's
You play this?
nice. If it's in the graveyard and you summon a fish monster, you can banish a fish monster.
Like how the
you
Goaty
control
field
to
summons
get it
like
back
stuff
to
from
hand.
Beyond.
So it's kind of recursive. It's cool.
I didn't realize you played
once
that.
per turn, you can banish a fish from your hand or graveyard and search for a Goaty monster. So it's a recursive searcher and a consistency card. Since it banishes as cost, even if it gets interrupted, you can trigger the effect of like 6.
Oh, it banishes for cost. That's really good. Yeah. I don't know how you combo with it.
That you might know,
because I'm in like one card combo brain.
Obviously, you want
but
to banish your fishes.
I'll take his word for it. This is the go.
And the last spell,
very powerful.
Yeah, the last spell in Engine is also a card from Alien, like the Aspie School. It's Fish and Beads. It's a normal spell you can only use at the beginning of your main phase 1, and you will banish a card from your hand as cost, and then your opponent has the choice to banish 2 cards from their hands to negate it. If they don't, you're locked into fish, and you either send 2 fish from deck to grave or banish 2 fish from deck. And
that's a cool.
yeah,
I like this card too. This is one of the TCG
really
exclusives.
Starter,
I think your opponent will be spiteful to prevent you from.
The card you banish from your hand as cost can extend your plays and
to prevent you from like developing your board. But that isn't trivial.
Like
Banishing 2 from your hand.
So it's okay.
Like if you have hand traps.
Allows you to know what
you can technically banish Ash already because it's in a way.
Of course, yeah.
That is very, very strong. When you showed me the card just before this video, I mean,
it's a very interesting card. Maybe there's some interaction that makes it complete ass, but.
And yeah, that's for the engine cards in the main deck.
I like the idea of forcing your opponent to banish a card. It's not trivial, especially if you plan on using hand traps.
Engine heavy hands. So
what's the card? Fish and chips, or is it fish and swaps? I forgot.
Exactly.
Let me look.
Since I don't have that much, I need them to be very.
It's not fish and chips.
So the first one.
I think it might be fish and swaps.
Which is extremely impactful.
Maybe.
Impactful.
Yeah. So.
No, fish and swaps is a different card.
Goaty couldn't
Damn,
really
there's
play this card because
this is like probably a retrain
most of the banish effects.
Fish and
in the
kicks.
graveyard to
Fish and
be
kicks.
Useful.
No, it's not fish and kicks. Stupid.
The Aspie School, this one, the 4, comes back alone when it's banished. Doesn't need
fish
any
is the
more
counter trap,
resources,
yeah.
So you can play this and just slow the game down for 1 or 2
fish
turns.
is the counter trap.
And then
Fish
go back
and
to your
bids.
play
Okay.
Normal play style.
Fish and
so
bids.
Cool. And then for the other.
Yes, it's
traps,
fish and bids.
I've got
Yes.
walls.
Very impactful as well.
Yeah, and I've got.
You go like
impulses
card
because it's a
surge,
water deck.
exclamation
Why not
card
play
surge.
impulse?
One of the best
Fish
cards
and
of the
bids.
format, of course, and if you can play it, of course you are going to
Okay,
put
I don't know
it
if
in your
that's
deck.
how.
Exactly. Last free spots is super polymerization. This deck uses it really well because the tuners come back
fish and
in the
bids.
standby phase, but
That's what it
sometimes you
is.
miss the non-tuner, so then you super poly for.
Oh, it's start of your main phase 1. That's kind of rough. That's a rough restriction.
The synchros from the archetype are generic, so.
That's a rough
nice.
restriction.
And yeah, that's
I'm not
it for
going
the
to
main
lie.
deck. I think I'll go show the extra deck and then some combos.
Yeah, I am eager to simply watching that.
Yeah.
I want to know what you can do exactly with the deck.
This is
and
kind
I
of
think
cool.
that
Yeah.
they want to know that as well.
Okay.
but
for the
if they have
synchros, we've
malice,
got
you
our
might
impulse,
explode. But
Snake of the
we don't
Goaty,
talk about that.
Which is the Synchro 6 that starts pretty much everything. It has 2 really powerful effects. So on Synchro Summon, it can banish any level.
Just hit it
6
from
or
9
lower
Oh,
from
you
your
can do
deck,
that. That's cool.
fish. So it's like banishes usually 6, the one that comes back and searches 1. So you can get a lot of advantage. And when it's used as synchro material, you can banish a fish from your graveyard and search a fish.
Yeah, this
with
level
a
6
level
does everything. I
equal
fucking
or less
I
than
don't
the
know how
fish
to
you
build
banished.
Goaty, but
So this is
I
basically
know
your bread and butter.
enough.
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like,
yeah. If you get to this and it's not interrupted,
next feature's taking a while? That's true.
or
Shouldn't
you
they
can
be,
synchro
like,
someone with it, you will usually
already
have a
paired and
decent
all
setup.
that?
So that's why the level 4 there, Aspi School, is really cool to go with the tuner level 2, and why you want the Fishborg to be a tuner to combine with Sardine and Kif, because they are level 2 non-tuners. You need to be able to make this with them.
Okay.
We're playing one of these because you don't really need the other one once you summoned it once. And then we've got 2 more Goddess Synchros. We've got Ascan, we're playing 2 of. Generic 8. Unsummon targets a fish on my field and a card on the opponent's field. Banish both. When it's banished itself, it can banish a fish from the graveyard to come back once per turn.
Can you banish itself?
Yeah. So that's the thing. You summon him, you banish itself on a card. And
Snopios maybe? Yes, Snopios is so good. Like when you set up Snopios, your opponent is
Welcome back
fucked.
to your coverage here at YCS Bologna.
It does so much.
2025.
Oh my
We're down
god.
to our
It's
top
such a weird
4
card.
feature match. Only one of these 2 duelists
But just like
will
quick
make
effect
their way
banish
into
on
that
both
final,
players'
And
turn.
then we'll see who is going to be crowned our YCS Bologna
You just like your opponent
champion.
doesn't
Now,
really
in
get a
front of
chance to
me, I
interact
have
with
2
you
French
when it comes to
duelists.
Snopios.
And in the other top 4 feature match, 2 Italian
But yeah, once you're all
duelists,
set up
which
and
is gonna be a
Snopios
guaranteed
starts
final
like,
of France versus Italy.
you know,
Who will
your
win?
resource
We'll all
loop,
find out together. But
it's
first,
so
we have to go
fucking hard
through
to come
this.
back.
We have Pierre Bugals and Gabriel Huard, and they're ready to take this on. We have cheers from the French supporting crowd. We have a great energy in the room, and everyone's ready. Joe, we're going to do a high roll. Who would like to roll first? Pierre is going to roll first. That's a 12 for Pierre. Okay, and Gabriel, that is a 3. Pierre, you're going to go first. Pierre is going to go first, so I'm going to hand you guys over to your commentators to take you through this top 4 feature match here.
Okay, we
at
just got the
YCS
top 4.
Bologna. Take
So I
it
guess
away.
we're gonna see both top 4s, then finals.
Welcome back, duelists, to
His
the
nice smile,
penultimate
yeah.
time here at YCS Bologna 2025. As you can see, Jean-Alexis has a massive smile on his face as we are about to see 2 Frenchmen go head-to-head in order to meet that all-coveted final. And we have 2 amazing decks up for offer as well.
Tell us a little bit more about those French players that we were about to see here, John Alexis.
I mean, yeah, those 2 players are, of course, very well known in France. Gabriel, of course, a very, very good player who is used to play the Mali strategy, and he still likes it, to be honest. A very good strategy. We saw that it was on the rise recently and decided to stick to it. And on the other side, Pierre
Here, let me make
Bugals,
myself some
which is
cereal.
such an amazing
I'm
player,
kind
was
of,
not able to participate in Lille, unfortunately, but he's here to just take a revenge and try to win it all. But what excites me the most is that in the final, it's gonna be for sure France versus Italy. And I mean,
speaking of that, why don't we have a quick look at the bracket actually, because we know our 2 players here in this match, but on the other end, of course, there we have it. Giuseppe, of course, impressively enough on the main feature last round, defeated Joshua Schmidt. And then on the other hand, I was actually at those top 8 matches. Alessandro pretty quickly got the win in against Ifran and is going to also be repping Italy here at that home crowd YCS. So an all-Italian semi-final, and here in our main feature also an all-France semi-final. And they have brought some interesting decks. One thing that I can already spoil, which is quite interesting, in top 4, the most represented deck is no longer in the room with us. Draco Tail completely out. It will be a new deck that is going to win here this weekend. No Draco Tail after it winning in Pittsburgh. We will have a different deck winning here in Bologna this time around. But now, after all this talk, only 4 players remaining. We will go back into the dueling action. I hope everyone is ready as top 4 starts now.
Joshua Schmidt, Kessie Johnson, K-Dade, Rafra, by Modi is ready.
Was in the World
This is
Championship
where
points
Malphite
playoff
is?
at the last
Let's
European
see.
Championship. did not make it to the World Championship, but he's
K9
trying again
Big
this season. Had a really
Did
impressive
Bistio
finish
Malice
with
go
the
first?
second place already at the German Open a couple weeks back, and is now here with another huge finish already in this tournament too.
Okay.
But it will be Pierre taking revenge after not attending YCS Lille, leading us off here for this semi-final.
And this is a very interesting start. Of course, we know that the K9 Vanquish Soul strategy is very, very good going first, and we get access here to the whole issue, which means that we'll get access to both engines if we want to, because of course we will get access to two level 5 and therefore to the K9 Reaper. And this is very interesting because Pierre, he used to be very, very good in regionals.
Is the meme
on
that
the
is the
international
agenda
scene,
posting
he
that?
was not as good as on the regional, so he has a chance to just get redemption and maybe go to the finals here.
I mean, that's a cool sign for everybody else in the community though, right? When you're having constant success on the regional level, eventually that success is also going to
keep the meme
transform
going. Okay,
to
the agenda
success at
posting
the
must
biggest
continue.
stage, at the European stage at this YCS here, with him being in the top 4. But there was a dominance impose on the effect of Holly Sue. How well can Pierre do after that? Nothing after Gabriel, and the Wallace deck will take action.
No trap.
Yeah, exactly. They're stopping
No
Pierre
trap
right
set.
in the
You can
track.
feel the second
We
big
know that there
whistle.
is an
Bro.
in Pierre's hand. Maybe this might be enough. We do see a lot of fragilities in the Malice consistency right now. But we're about
Yeah,
to
this
see
is
exactly what
this is
Gabriel can bring to this
NF
semi-final.
Dormouse.
And that's very, very important. Of course, the fact that Dominus Impulse was
Wait,
actually
who
used and
changed
stopped
Dormouse
Pierre
to
from special
Yulart?
summoning. We set a card. Is it the sign that we bricked, or is it the sign that we are normal summoning a Malice monster? We are going to see that in a few seconds. Of course, you talked
Wait,
about
when did this
the
happen?
fact that the Malice strategy
Who added this?
sometimes has some difficulties to see some starters.
Added on 6/12/2024.
And we do even still have a trap to
On
set
Twitch,
in our deck, as the White Rabbit will be
when
activated, and is
Permafear
also
types in
resolving. And from my
Dormouse,
personal experience, whenever I'm playing
it changes
against
to a
Mellis,
dog
they have a normal
emote.
summon to follow up a set card.
Dormat guy,
Gabriel
yeah.
does here as well.
Absolutely
Now
not the
it's
best normal summon though. I
when
mean,
did that
usually
happen?
You prefer to have something like a Dormouse, which is way better. But
Okay, normal-
still, you can have full combo over here, especially considering the fact that Pierre does not have a whole
You do
lot to interrupt
MTB7
Gabriel.
with White
So
Rabbit?
now we are going to
I
activate
guess you
the
could,
MTB.
yeah.
So it
I guess
was
so.
not a bait, it was actually the Malice Trap card which was set, and we see, of course, the Ash Blossom used there.
Okay.
I think there was no better way to use it, apart from the effect of Chasey Cat, of course.
Yeah, I mean, this is good here
All right,
because
backup
the
check.
cards we know for the moment,
Link 1.
these would not be combo, as there only is now the GWC, which cannot even be activated now anymore when we go into that Link 1 here, which is probably going to be a Lingo Rebo. Yup, there we
Okay,
go.
Lingo.
So we will need further extension, and do we have
Fire
that?
Dart,
Okay,
that's summon.
Okay.
This is the sign, in my opinion, of course, to a special
Wait,
summon
no.
from deck, because we know that we don't have a whole lot to interrupt, so we might
Yeah, Fire Dark
just
is summoned.
try to remove the Linguribo and destroy
Dormac,
it
man,
with
true.
the Raisin, which is of course special summon in this column. We are going to be able to access a little bit more engine, of course, in this
Fire
this
Dark
process,
is literally
but the
just
most
a pop.
important part
Oh,
is,
what?
of course, to just remove the Link 1. We don't want the Malice player to get access.
All right,
to,
Gabriel's
the
cooked.
Infinite
Okay, Gabriel's
This
cooked.
is enough.
Good.
This is enough. Pierre wins the game
GG.
on the spot with the special summons, and you talked about it, Dale. I mean, sometimes the Malice strategy, it just has some difficulties to stick on the field with the bodies. You want to get access to 3 bodies on the field, to 3 monsters, so that you get access to the red
No,
ransom, and therefore to the field spell, which is of course very, very important. But there, the start was not that great, starting with
Ray is
Malice
pointing
strategy.
out
It
that
gives
they're all
some
filled up
advice,
in
and,
the-
yeah, Pierre recognizes that. He didn't have a whole lot, because the Ash Blossom, let's face it, Ash Blossom plus Holy Sue is not enough usually to stop the deck, but here it was actually enough to go 1-0. So Pierre going 1-0 in this semi-final, that's a great start for him.
It is, and I think it was also a showcase.
Yeah, there's no way.
So strong.
Ray
This
was
is
just
so
saying
hard to
earlier.
stop. Yes, they had
It's
Ash
really
Blossom on the
empty in
first turn to stop the
NAYCSs.
Holly Sue. Guess what? On the second
In
turn,
day
they will just
2,
try to
there's
do
like
the same
nobody-
thing again. So you will need a second Ash Blossom.
Why these players
or
don't
it's
use
just going to do
sunglasses?
what
I'm
it
not
was
sure.
originally intending to do.
Hello,
And Pierre
dip
made
shittiot.
good use of that,
Funny
winning
name.
This first game impressively enough, but actually. The Malice deck, it's still in there. It's my pick to win the whole thing. Of course, that wasn't the best
Speed.
first game here for
I like that.
Gabriel,
That
but
Curry
still,
Balloon
of
was
course,
cute.
in this.
I mean, yeah, the fact that the Malice strategy is not that good going second, to be honest, let's face it. If you don't draw that many hand interactions, it's a bit difficult against the Vanquish Soul K9 strategy. Now, he's going to be able to go first, and going first, we know that this is very, very scary. Of course, the Vanquish Soul K9 has some abilities.
Yeah, Silent Demos, I know.
With the Odyssey, of course, but also the access to Izuna, which is so good because it allows you to remove some bodies which are crucial to this strategy.
Yeah, exactly that. And I think the side day is going to be incredibly important on this one. As you've already said, you want to try and take as much advantage.
Malice is going first, so their win rate is probably going to be pretty high.
When we come to an event like this, we already know that the highest represented deck will be Dracutel. Most players will be prepared for that. Malice being one of those decks that has started to slowly come back into popularity kind of makes a lot of duelists start to think, double check their side deck and everything else in between. And we're about to go straight over to the table to see exactly what these players have brought in and see if we're going to be going into either the game number 3 or if we're going to be able to move on to the final.
This is my emo combo. F you, my buddy.
Already quite the tournament run, but now when you are so close to the trophy, you of course do not want to stop the winning. So Gabriel now will have to make.
I feel like Malice might still be
Can he make that happen?
at a disadvantage in game 3.
See.
Yeah, it might be the decisive game to enter the final.
Like they might win this game too.
Gabriel have what it takes to try to get back in this.
They're pretty favored. Okay, Chessy.
This is a good start, to be honest. A way better start. Having access to the Chessy Cat is very good because.
Wasting no time.
No, Holly Sue. Never mind. Holly Sue. Darken Earth. Oh, pack it up. Pack it up. Steal the Chessy. Power up for the main deck in Malice. I think the main deck isn't hit that hard. I think it's like everything semi.
Quite possibly is as he's passing it over to Pierre. Yeah,
pack it up. Draw fire. Draw fire. Summon with Holly Sue.
The fact that you don't destroy and therefore you don't have access to the resource in the graveyard, you cannot activate something like a bestial.
Very sad feature, I know. Yes! Yes! Great Keeper's Inscription! Great Keeper's Inscription! Yes! I love this card.
Over the past formats, and look at Gabriel's face. It doesn't look very good for him. We are going to.
I always tell the Vanquish Soul players to play this card, but they're like, "Oh, it bricks on." Like, it bricks. I'm like, this is the most broken floodgate spell you can play. Like when you go second into a board, activate Great Keeper's Inscription. Fuck you.
Seems to be quite valuable as well. So Pierre.
Oh my god.
The Draco Tail deck was the most represented. Definitely had an idea.
Gabriel cooked, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
This is so fun.
Putting a lot of work in, being able to choose one of the 3 effects as well to give you a bit more versatility depending on the matchup that you're in. So when you are against Malice, it kind of does allow you to counteract the Bestials in some way.
Yeah, this card should be hit, in my opinion. Like, this is stupid. Droll. This board is getting developed, whether he likes it or not. Plus, he also can't summon. I don't know what he called though.
Against the Vanquish Soul K9, it will prevent Pierre from adding more resources.
Oh, you can call neither player can banish from either player's graveyards.
Destroys the Chessy Cat now because it is.
You call that. So on his turn, he's not playing. This is a 2-turn lingering effect. On your turn, and you pass back. That's what makes this card so good. Like, if it didn't pass, like, if you could get stopped on your combo, and then you still get floodgated. You know what I mean? So you get a free turn.
When you bring him down to like
and blind, when you're blinding,
points of damage, that can already be a really awkward situation as they cannot pay that many life points anymore.
Oh wow, no, there's a Borger.
Of course, that's so much possible damage.
Is there a way to recycle the trap?
Absolutely. The fact that the
Cryptor.
Remove a lot
of, the versus trap? No. Actually, I don't think so.
Huge.
But you don't need to. You usually win the game.
And inflict a lot of damages, and as you just said, Basti, I mean,
nah, you usually just kill your opponent. Especially because if you have K9 cards, they just help you kill so easily.
And on top of that,
or they just put your opponent on nothing, and like a lot of the games with the trap go with like if you resolve the trap, they can't push and they pass back. and then you just kill them. Because you know the trap burns. They don't have a board. Okay, imperm. Okay. But this is kind of like he's just bleeding cards. He can't banish from his graveyard because of the Gravekeeper's inscription spell. Yeah, this is.
Pierre wins the semi-final in
Yeah.
a very convincing way and will bring the Vanquished Soul Canine strategy in the final. It will be him representing France, trying to win it all. That's absolutely insane. What a semi-final it was. And I'm a little bit, sad for Gabriel because he couldn't show a whole lot. We didn't get to see a single Malice Link during the semi-final.
That's true.
That is so horrible for him.
It is quite
Dude,
tough,
that
but I
Vanquish Soul
think
player just
with all
styled
the,
on him.
World Championship
I'm so glad
points that he's
Inscription
earning here from
has
this
more
top four
exposure.
finish,
I just
it will
like
be
don't
alright for him
understand
as
these
he is
Vanquish Soul
bringing
players
an even
online that I
better
talk
position
to. They're like
possibly go back
rigid.
into that
They don't
playoff
understand
again. You're at the
like
end of the season
matchups.
at the
They're
next
like,
European
it's not an
Championship, so
attribute you
definitely
reveal.
something
No
not
shit,
to
I'm
be too
activating
mad
this
about.
start of main phase
And
1. I'm not
as that
revealing
was over
shit.
so
I'm
quickly,
not revealing
of course, we
anything.
have the backup feature
Sorry,
match, and in
that card
case, that
specifically
means
is
that is
one
our
of my
second
babies.
top four match. So
Like
why don't we
it helps
see?
so
We know
much
it's an
as a Vanquish Soul
all-Italian
player.
affair, so let's go over to that backup feature now. So what do we have here? Look, we have the full match already finished on the one side, and here they are still in game one.
Alessandro
between
Giuseppe.
Alessandro and Giuseppe. Mitsurugi K9 versus Sky Striker Yami. And as we know, that is the pure
What's the game
version
say?
pretty much of the Yami deck, which is interesting.
Oh, he's
because that
BP?
means even though in
Oh, Mignon.
representation,
Okay, so this thing is
Mitsurugi
that
Yami
like
has
it has
clearly
plus
taken over the
1500.
pure version of
This
deck.
has plus 1500
When it
attack
comes to
because of Mignon.
ultimate
Wait, is that
success,
Mignon or a Croaky?
pure version goes a little further here in the
Actually,
hands
that
of
looks like
Alessandro.
no, that's
Yeah,
Mignon.
yeah,
There's
and I
the
think
two
one of the
cupsy.
big
You
things
can tell
that
the
does
two
let them
cupsy
get
up here.
A little step a bit further is the accessibility of the Dominus.
Yeah, so
card. It's just
everything has
such an
1500
incredibly
attack.
good
I don't know
hand
if he clears the
interaction
Ripper.
that could be utilized to its max potential in
I think this guy
Yami.
literally
It
has
does
100
open up
attack,
more
or
space
maybe
as well
0.
for a little bit non-engine to give you a bit more interaction in sacrifice of a little bit less aggression, and we're seeing it holding its own right now against Giuseppe with his K9 strategy. Not seeing any Mitsurugis from his side of the field right now in rotation as of yet, but we are about to move over to Giuseppe to draw for turn.
Maybe a little Habakiri off the top, that could definitely help. But we will see going into the graveyard. Also, of course, as most of you viewers have probably realized already, there is no clock running here during the semi-finals as from top 8 onwards. Of course, we have no more time limits for any of our matches. So this could basically still go on for, I don't know, another 2 hours or something. Are you ready guys to have that kind of a match here? I'm sure we all do, as that would mean we get plenty of high pressure dueling action.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool. The fact that we have access to both semifinals is very, very good.
For sure.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly that. So just like every single one of you at home, we are locked into our seats. We are about to see who will be joining Pierre in the final of YCS Bologna 2025. And it's going to be either Giuseppe or Alessandro.
Giuseppe going for his deck here. No response to the K9 Ripper. Already has one card picked out there, and I think we're trying to go after Noroi, but maybe changing plans here. Noroi is still at the top of his deck, but it rather looks like Jokwil. Okay, that decision is made very carefully here, going back and forth between the options, and Jokwil in the end is the one we like the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so finals, we're getting Vanquish Soul K9.
Really need to remember about the K9.
We might get a Vanquish Soul K9 mirror, which is pretty.
To be normal summoned, there is a caveat to that.
I don't know.
Must have 2 cards or more in their hand, and if they don't have
I don't know if
that,
I am interested in seeing that. I'm not gonna lie.
K9
K9 cards are
quite like Alessandro right now. 0
K9 cards
in
determine a
their
lot.
hand.
All those set cards,
in that
and
matchup.
I'm sure they will be impactful. Interestingly enough, the Dominus Purge though is banished right now, so I'm not sure whether there is another trap card in the graveyard, which could of course be relevant when it comes to a second Dominus Purge possibly coming.
The K9 part is cringe.
I've got the feeling that we are going to enter.
That's
the
what I've been
battle
saying,
phase
but
here and try to attack.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the K9s. They do be like I clocked them on reveal that they would pull this
I
shit.
remember me in my virtual world deck, for example, I always had that in to have a material more for the Zeus, but not going to happen here. I mean that's smart, because before the synchro monster can even activate its effect, just attacking over it is nice.
It is actually pretty nice, and that is one of the weaknesses of the Yumi
Play
card
Malice in a
in
non-cyber
Yumi
stack?
strategy, is that you can literally, if you don't activate anything, they cannot.
They don't lock
they
you.
cannot return to the extra deck and special summon 2 other monsters.
Well, they
And,
link lock
yeah, I
you.
would like to put an emphasis on the fact that Giuseppe has been very creative with his Mitsurugi Canine deck.
I don't think
found
Malice is a
few
cyber
people
stack. They just
who
share the
helped
cyber's
him
typing
build the deck.
to
And,
take advantage of,
the
like,
idea
you know,
behind
the
that is that
like
the canine
quote
cards are,
unquote
of course,
generic
very, very
cybers
strong,
tools
good
like
great
Link
to tell
Decoder
matchup,
and Splash.
and very strong in general because you know the Yumi
And
the Yumi
transcode,
strategy
but-
is not really on the rise recently.
Yeah, they just
But
link lock, exactly,
here
yeah.
We see it in top 4. And therefore, the canine cards have a lot more
Tri
applications.
Brigade
So
lock,
you can
though,
use them
might-
against a more
It's a
larger
link material
variety
lock.
of matchups.
And I feel like even
Which
against
on
Yami, you do
you
actually
can't really
have your Mitsurugi cards, right? Because historically,
True.
Murakumo just taking away all
It
of
is
those
so
Mitsurugi,
strong.
all of those Yami monsters. That matchup always was kind of favored
So
towards the Mitsurugi.
Tri Brigade has
decks.
2
So I
locks.
feel
They
like
have
we're
a
okay
full
with that.
turn, not full turn.
Has been a
For the
while
rest
that
of
I
the
saw
turn,
Nightmare Phoenix
Tri
coming
Brigade
down here
only
from
lock.
Giuseppe's side. This
And,
guy one card to destroy one of those many spell traps.
for the rest of the
Gives
turn,
up
like,
on a ghost spell and haunted
you could only
mansion. That's a
use
commitment
Tri
against
Brigade as
Phoenix.
materials.
Absolutely.
Or
because
like
the Godspell is
Wing
very good in
Beast,
that
Beast,
matchup. Of course, you
and
want to prevent
Beast
your opponent
Warrior
from, special summoning
as link
back those
material.
monsters
So you can't
from
use any of
graveyard.
the Malice.
So, I mean,
Malice
the
cards.
the 2 other cards.
Because they're cybers.
Well, I guess
That must
we're
be
about,
very good.
we're about to find out because Giuseppe just left that decision to a dice
Yeah.
roll.
We all know
That
it,
is
right?
the roll of destiny right there. We know that there is a joggle in the hand, we believe. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Will the dice be on his favor or will it mislead him a little bit? The fact that Alessandro is thinking about it means it is actually quite an effective choice off of the back of that Nightmare Phoenix.
We've all been there before, right?
Yes.
Just
Oh my God, the
rolling
camera.
around, deciding which card we want to destroy because we can't make the decision.
Someone's, like,
ourselves.
shaking their leg or
Alessandro
something,
will
and, like,
chain
shaking the
Yami
table.
Surprise. So I'm
I don't
not
know
too
if the
sure
camera
whether
is
that actually
mounted on
was
the
a good
table
hit
or
then
whatever.
for the Nightmare
It would make
Phoenix,
sense to
because
be.
now we just have
Or,
the
like,
Citrus
maybe
that
there's,
we
like, an
previously dealt with
overhang
in the battle phase back
and
on
it's
the
mounted on that,
Absolutely, and
like,
Giuseppe
you know, some
didn't
arch.
look very satisfied with that, to be honest. I mean,
is that a Typhon?
I think so, yeah.
When a Link monster is moving zones, that
Yeah.
can only become an Exceed monster. And there is, of course, V Slayer. The
Yes,
big
surprise
Typhon.
that. I don't think.
That usually, and also in that case, will mark the end of this turn for Giuseppe. So maybe besides with Jokel, there is no other level 5 monster anymore, which we can summon out possibly.
Yep.
That is rough.
It does make you think that discard of the Ghost Spell, you don't want it to kind of come back and haunt you, I would say, in the next kind of game. But we'll be able to see. This could be exactly like we saw Giuseppe in the previous round where we ended up having access to 2 draw and lock birds. There could be a second Ghost Spell, but then it could also be trying a way to mislead Alessandro a little bit here as well, so that he doesn't kind of get too comfortable with the position we are currently in.
Okay, Alessandro now thinking, probably happy that that was the choice there, that we see the Typhon on the field.
Yeah, and this is what I absolutely love. We've already previously mentioned
Yes,
this as
3
well,
cards
but the
in hand,
fact that
maybe.
all of these decks kind of have their weaknesses and strengths against
Oh, this is
each other. It's
Mitsurugi
just an
K9.
amazing
Oh,
round
okay.
circle of everything you need, because the Yummies have great synergies and great plays against the K9 strategy, because they try not to, where at all possible, activate card effects in the hand and the graveyard. So if you are a little bit cautious when you're trying to approach the strategy and you're already aware that your opponent is playing K9 cards, as we saw with Giuseppe going through his graveyard a moment ago, we didn't really see any Mitsurugis there, so we've probably only seen K9 pieces as it stands, and that gives Alessandro a lot to go for and how to be very defensive, especially with a field already built here.
For sure is, and Alessandro now thinking whether he wants to do anything else in the end phase, or have we passed the turn? Is it the turn of Alessandro already? Because he is carefully considering whether to activate something right here, right now.
Yeah, and
Dude, I think this Typhon's getting
mogged.
mogged.
A whole lot, to be honest. I mean, this is kind of a desperate move to special summon this one.
Surely.
And yeah, we know that the Mitsurugi cards are very good, of course, indeed.
Because
in the Yumi
the
strategy,
field
as you
spell is
just
giving
said
everything plus
before.
2,000.
And I
Okay,
have a
now
feeling
it's
that
plus
when you
1,500.
don't see those cards, the K9, I mean, they are not that good, to be honest.
Yeah, unfortunately, that when you
Oh,
navigate
is this
around
the
them
one that
so
Book of
much, and
Moons
you've probably
or
navigated-
Revives
If you're Alessandro, you've probably
2?
navigated
I don't know
quite
that
a
one
few
too well.
K9 matchups in the past, or even just today, or over the general weekend.
Oh, it's Revive 2.
We are
It's
just trying to
Revive
find
2.
our way to get past this Typhoon. I can't imagine it's going to be that much of a sticking point as we try to
So
push
everything
a little
has
bit further
fucking
forward. But we're gonna be
25K.
seeing if Giuseppe has any interactions left with those two cards in hand. One of them we believe is going to be the Jockle.
You guys don't.
and maybe
You guys
that
probably
unknown
don't see
set
it,
card
but
could
these
be the
guys
ace in the
are
hole.
huge.
And I think that we are
Because
going
of the
to
freaking
enter
field spell.
battle phase
Yeah, we
real
just
soon
go battle
because,
phase here indeed. They're so
don't-
big due to the field spell
True
boost.
that.
So with an empty field after the attack over that Typhon, that is definitely more than 8,000. And for
Cookie,
sure,
let's
also more than
go.
7,500.
He's huge.
So game one goes to Alessandro Bognolo here in this matchup between him and Giuseppe. And I mean, Alessandro, he doesn't want to lose since top 8 started, because I saw him. He very quickly won his top 8 match as well against Melis with a swift 2-0. So maybe since Top Cut started, he has decided no more losing. We lost twice in Swiss. Let's stop with that and let's just take it all down now.
Yeah, what a time to decide to do that.
Right?
Get to the top 8, then now I'll decide. You know, we were taking it a little bit lightly as we go through. But no, this is going to be amazing. Giuseppe is no stranger to pressure. He just defeated Joshua Schmidt in the previous round as well. On the main stage, he's now on the backup feature match. We're going to be able to see which one of these duelists is going to be able to kind of make their way to the final. This is probably going to be the second most pressure you're going to feel of the entire weekend, and in some duelists' chances their entire lives. But this is what you work to get to. This is the position you want to be in. If you are not entering events like this, you're not going to have the chance to do it, and both of these duelists are more than capable of taking it all the way.
They are. They have had previous success. They have been YCS toppers. They are in the Italian community also just very successful, topping and winning regionals there left and right. And now maybe their moment to shine, because so deep into a tournament, none of them has ever been. Top 4 is their biggest success so far. And for one of them, that journey will even continue into the finals and into a possible title. We will have actually a first-time YCS champion here this weekend, right? We had options for multiple times champions, now still in top 8, as Joshua Schmidt, of course, could have added a title to the list. But now we can proudly say that there will be a new name with that add-on of being a YCS champion.
Absolutely, and in this matchup it's going to be very interesting because, of course, we saw that there are 2 parts in this deck. The Mitsurugi K9 strategy. The K9 strategy was not there for the Yomi, but
true.
still you have to face the Yomi, but you still have the Murakumo, which is, of course, amazing to deal with all those bodies. So I think that the game will revolve around the ability to draw those Mitsurugi cards and to resolve the effects, because, of course, it's not going to be that easy. There are some cards like
champion.
Dominus Purge, which is, of course, very good and does not trigger the K9 cards. So yeah, it's going to be very tricky.
Yeah, and I mean, we have seen so many hybrid versions where Mitsurugi was paired with something else. We saw the Yami deck, where there was a bridge in both directions. Of course, the Mitsurugi Yami deck, Mitsurugi Raziel deck as well, which had bridges as well. So it's actually, I'm quite curious that this version now, the K9 Mitsurugi deck, where there is no real bridge between the two things, you just have to draw them together, is the one that is successful in the end here, that made it into top 4. I guess when you just draw them together, it's also kind of fine, kind of nice, right?
If you decide so, right?
Yeah.
Let's see whether he decides here.
Exactly that. Fully exciting. There's definitely a card in Alessandro's side deck that I am eyeing up right now that we saw in the previous feature match. I'm not sure how well you could best implicate it, but it will kind of mean that some of the interactions that will come from your opponent using the K9 strategy will be a lot more minimized. But then a real big question that you need to kind of consider if you're in Alessandro's position is you already know how to naturally counter the K9 strategy themselves. Yeah. So you don't need to
Did
worry
he just 6-7?
so much
I didn't
about
pay
making sure
attention.
that Lupus is live or making sure that Azuna is live. You actually need to now start to worry about the ritual side of this one being the Murakumo and, of course, the Mitsurugis.
No, I'm not
So
going to
we're gonna
rewind.
see
I
how
don't
these
want to
duels are
find
gonna
out. If
navigate,
this guy's
because one of
6-7,
them we're
I
gonna step
want
into
to
the final
retain
very,
my
very
respect
shortly.
for this
So let's
guy.
head over to the table and see which of our duelists
I'll
it
just
will be.
pretend I don't see it.
And there we go. How many interruptions can Alessandro accumulate in his hand? And does Giuseppe even have a push to start off with?
I mean, we know that the Yomi strategy usually has a lot of hand interactions, and we start very, very strongly here from Giuseppe with the Pot of Prosperity. You can get access to so many cards. Usually you can literally banish 6 cards in the Mitsurugi strategy, And considering the fact that we are post side, I mean, you want to dig into your deck and to get those resources.
You definitely want to, but on the other end, that is a card, in my opinion, that you would always try to hold after already using some other cards in your hand. So if I'm Alessandro, and if I have something along the lines of a Dominus Purge or an Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, I'm throwing it at this Pot of Prosperity with lightning speed. He's looking into his hand, and there seems to be an option. There seems to be an answer. Ash Blossom answers it, and does Giuseppe have anything to follow this up with?
That's a good way to follow up. You've already mentioned, though, if there is a purge there, this could cause issues again.
Purge. Let's go. Okay, purge. All right. What's next? 3 more cards left. 3 more cards.
We've said that the Yomi strategy has a lot of hand
Pass back. Oh.
and we are passing over here. Giuseppe wanted to activate the Pot of
I see
Prosperity
engage.
because he wanted
That's not good for
the following spell
protagonist
to
Giuseppe.
resolve, but then after 2 interactions,
wait, then he just got
he's
O2'd.
forced to pass turn. It might be it. We are
Cash Mitsu can summon Kali Yuga?
We don't have an answer, and therefore we are.
Did you just summon a Rise Heart and then
special
Phantom Knight?
summon the Almirage.
Special on top?
Now we're going to see the Yomi strategy with the Cookie being special summoned, and this is very good here for Alessandro. We know that the K9, you can not trigger them during the entire turn and still get a pretty strong field with the Yomi. There is the Ash Blossom.
Okay, that's good.
Do we have something to extend?
At least prevent them from getting all those additional Yummy monsters into rotation. But still, of course, this can be transformed into a Snatchy Yummy.
Oh.
No need for PK?
This is going to be the case, and we are going to activate the effect, of course, to get access to the field spell and being able to get another monster on the field and keep comboing.
This may already all
gimmick puppet.
Because we saw it. We saw the first game ended. When you just have this field spell on the field, your monsters keep on adding in terms of attack points. You just need that field spell, the Yummy Usement Minion, alongside all of those Yummy monsters that can easily get over 8,000 points of damage. But we will need a couple more of those cute little Yummy monsters to get to those.
They are actually cute, but they can get really big as well indeed. And we're going to see if Alessandro can just push through and get the game right here. But very good situation over here. I mean, the problem is that we didn't get access to the resources thanks to the Cup C, and that might be a problem in the long run.
Gores will win this, yes.
I mean, it definitely also hurt Alessandro that he had to normal summon the Multi-Chummy Fuvalos, because if that would have been a Yummy monster in the graveyard, we could have chained, of course, to the Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, bringing those Yummy monsters back. But a Fuvalos in the graveyard cannot be brought back by any kind of Yummy Synchro monster, but we still keep on going. Look at that, bringing back those Yummies from the graveyard, and there's no response from Giuseppe. It keeps on adding up. This is almost enough that we have here.
That's absolutely huge, of course, because we can now get access to some more cards on the field and to keep comboing. Giuseppe, 2 cards in hand.
Oh, Yummy surprise!
Yep, never mind, that's 4 guys.
So this is it!
Damn.
Alessandro Bognodo with pure Yummy is the second finalist that we were looking for. So he will be facing off against Pierre Bugals in the final. So it will be Yummy versus Vanquish Soul K9, the 2 decks. Justice Hunter still out there rocking with those 2 archetypes being from that deck, of course, with the K9 cards and the Yummy cards. And it's interesting to see that pure Yummy may still be the way to go.
Absolutely, I was about to say that. We just find 2 decks in the final, and we didn't expect those decks at all. We're about all the, the Draco Tail strategy, the Yami Mitsurugi strategy, even the Mary strategy. But in the final, we are going to find 2 other decks.
Wait, that means Danilo lost in top 8, right?
Yami
Bakura?
Yami strategy, and to be fair with you,
I
didn't expect
Danilo
Yumi
lost.
to be in the final. Pure Yumi, it has a lot of problems against the Mitsurugi cards and also into the Draco Tail matchup, and that represents more than half the room. So this is a huge problem for the deck, but still in the final over here for this France versus Italy matchup.
Definitely. I think the Vanquish Soul K9 variant, with how the tournament was going, you could have pictured that deck may make its way into the finals. I think that one definitely was common, but the pure Yummy one, I definitely am with you that I'm very surprised about that one as well.
Yeah, exactly that. And I think the biggest difference is going to be those additional effects that a lot of people are not considering. A lot of people are now expecting Yummy and Mitsurugi to be the way, so then you don't worry about the Purge. We've seen how important the Purge was. Usually an Ash Blossom on a considered bait card in the form of Pot of Prosperity or just one of the preparation rights, you would feel a little bit freer and go, okay, cool, my next card is now going to activate and resolve. But that Purge comes in, stops one of those insanely powerful spell cards in order to kind of get everything rolling, and we saw just how very combative that was.
Absolutely. So Pure Yummy against Vanquish K9. At this point, when Pure Yummy makes it into the finals, I'm almost inclined to say maybe it just wins. Maybe we were just all blind and just disregarded the fact that this deck is still so strong. Bugnolo, again, hasn't lost a game since Top Cut started. On the other end, I think Pierre, he won 2-0 here in top 4 as well. And thinking back of his top 8 match against Dadido Siracusa, that may have been a 2-0 as well. So maybe Pierre is equally unstoppable. So one of them will have to lose at some point.
Yeah, that was a really quick 2-0. The top 4 games were just really fucking quick. I don't even notice.
There are some
like, they
cards,
just,
and we saw the fact that the Yummy strategy navigates
they were
very
just
well
non-game,
into those
bro.
interactions. So, you know, a crucial part of the deck of Pierre
hand
might
draft?
not be as
Goddess
effective
of Sweet
as
Revenge
usual.
every
It's gonna
time.
be so interesting to see that in the final.
Speaking of the finals, we have to take one
Every
step
time I think of Battle Hatch, I think of Goddess of Sweet Revenge.
Is going to be in the finals. So
One day it'll
we
happen.
Talk about our main feature match a little bit more, because in the analysis corner we have Pierre Brigals, one of our finalists, together with Mike. So Mike, take it away.
Hello again, I'm here with Pierre, our first finalist of YCS Bologna 2025.
Yeah. VSK9.
And I think, first of all, I want to congratulate you for stepping ahead and going to the YCS final. First of all, congratulations for that.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
A bit stressful, but it's okay now. I think it will be a good game. It was a great tournament, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay, happy to hear that. So, as we saw, you played Vanquish K9.
Yes.
Can you tell me about your thought process before picking this deck for this event?
I started to play this deck some months ago, before the ban list, and then I take it back 1 week ago to regional at Paris, and the feeling with it was really great, and it's a deck that I really like. It's a cool gameplay. I really like this deck. I'm happy to bring it here.
Did you feel that K9 were a good strategy, bringing the YCS for countering the meta decks right now and trying to get along with all those cards that are in the meta and the community you plays right now in the YCS?
Yeah, I expect the last week a lot of Yumi, Mitsurugi, Dracotail, and Malice, and I think Vanquish has a good matchup against them. For this tournament, I also expect more Cannon variants like Mitsu or Vanquish, so I prepare my deck for it, and yeah, I think it's a good call. And friends to me advised me to play this deck, so thanks to him.
First of all, I think obviously this is a good call, because now you are going for the YCS final and potentially for the trophy and the YCS win. But before that, I want to have a discussion with you with some clips that we have prepared.
Okay.
The first one is regarding the effect of Holy Shoe that was answered by the Impulse. How did you felt at that point? It was one of those plays that stops you and you thought that now
so
I lost the
fucking-
game, or it was
Yeah, the
something
impulse
that
was
you were
okay.
expecting, and
It
since
just
Holy
stopped
Shoe
him
can
from
be,
making his board
get
bigger,
activated,
but
you were
like
pretty confident for that.
it just tutored.
To be honest with
It's
you,
still an
when I
interruption on
opened
your
my hand,
opponent's turn.
I was a bit a fear, because my hand was 2 Ash Blossom, 2 Frivolous, and 1 Madlove, so I have only 1 play. And if you got Bestials, Impermanence, something like this, my turn is just Ash and pass. So I'm happy to this Imperm, because I have only an Olisu who can summon a Raisin, who can generate 2 destruction on his turn. And I know Malice has some issues with this kind of removal, because I've played the deck before. So I was not confident, but I mean it's a fair board, I think.
I see. I mean, as we just experienced, it was a very good call, and obviously you managed to take the win and potentially going for the whole match. The other thing that I want to discuss with you is your tech choice, Inscription. So I think it is a very interesting card, bringing this in this YCS because it can address so many problems like Mitsurugi, like Malice, like Dragotail. Can you tell me more about this card?
This card is sick. Black Catastrophe.
I was looking for a card who was.
Is this
good,
the rank 9? Is Radka still in? Yes.
Every matchup because I want to sign out the Fivalos. And this card appears
yeah,
to
I like
me
it
like,
a lot. Oh, this is from
the best
Zexel, I
choice
think.
Because it's a floodgate application, like
oh no, it's Prediction Princess.
It's,
okay, so this is from Mark 5.
It don't impact so much Vanquish Canine. Only the effect of Don't Reborn is cut the Lupus and the I forgot his name, the Lantern. But the no banish and no affecting Graveyard are a really good call against Dracotail and Malice. And against Malice, as you can see, I play it also in going second. Because if they do a mid board or something like this, I can just overlap his board with this card.
So regarding this and Dimensional Fissure, I understand because this is the real debate for your deck in which card you are going to use for going first in your side deck. I think it is one of those choices that you take to have Inscription in your side deck, since you can
Let's go
also side
Inscription.
in going second and potentially cut people off guard, right?
Excuse me, I don't understand.
I mean, if you want to pick this or Dimensional Fissure,
Dimensional Fissure.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Dimensional Fissure is not so good in this meta actually, because there is a lot of Mitsurugi and Vanquish Canine and Malice too, and this card is not so good against them. Also, like the Vanquish board is good because it can be removed and just be replaced every turn, and this is what I like with the deck. And if my card goes to the banish, I can just be in a situation where I can't add them back, so I didn't want to go in this situation.
I see. And lastly, I want to discuss with you the real reason for me that you decided to play Vanquish All, and I think it is the Holy Shoe on 10-0. Can you tell me more about this?
No. No way, bro said Holy
So
Shoe.
right here we can see that Jessica was normal summoned from Gabriel, and right now you are going to activate
Oh my God,
Holy
this
Shoe
guy is
to be special
hilarious.
summon from the hand, and later to activate the effect to take control of Jessica.
Oh, it is not- what is
Tell
there
me
to
how do you
say
feel when
here?
you resolve such a great effect in your opponent turn?
I stole my guy's normal summon. That's not as powerful
Is
as
this the
the other
real reason
normal
why you
summons.
choose to play this deck?
Olisu is a big part of the deck because if you can high roll every round, if you have Olisu and what attribute in your hand, you just can do whatever you want. You have a so powerful end trap in your hand, and the card is broken. It's not the reason why I play the deck, but of course it's the best card of the deck.
I see. So I don't want to waste any more time. Again, and for the last time for today, best of luck to the rest of the tournament. You had an amazing run. One more match to go in order for you to be crowned the YCS champion.
Right.
Best of luck in the final, and we will be back soon with our YCS final of YCS Bologna 2025.
So on your turn, you start with Synchro 10, for example, or a Link play or something. You play 2 because that's one of the cards you always want in your extra deck. You never want to.
We're back to the Goaty tutorial.
And then for the last card, which is the win condition of the deck, it's Goaty of the Deep Beyond.
Look at that, look at that. I've seen you play in some tournaments and just synchro summon this card, and players were asking, what does it do? So what does it do actually?
It wins the game. So Goaty of the Deep Beyond is a synchro 10 that needs fish tuner and generic non-tuners, and it has 500 attack for each banished monsters from both players, which is cool, I guess. If it's banished from the field, it comes back during the next standby phase to do damage, but the most important part is when it's synchro summoned during the opponent's turn, you banish everything on the field, every card. All spells and traps, all monsters.
Including itself.
Yeah, including itself, and it will come back. Except your fail spell, because you have a synchro fish, you won't banish it, so it will stay to allow you to play next turn. That's one of the important things about that card, and it's it's your win condition. Banishing everything on the field is crazy.
Like literally, you have the ability to banish everything on the field, which most decks can't recover from.
Yes.
And on the next turn, it just comes back and
With
it has
like
huge
4,000
attack.
attack. Yeah, something like that.
It looks great.
And also, all of the tuners you banished during the opponent's turn will come back,
back.
too. Yeah. Oh, it's great. I
That
like this card.
Wow, wow.
Yeah. And then we've got some other water fish synchros. So we've got Toxic Boxfish, which is a card from Alien, like earlier this year.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, generic level
Love
4.
it.
Two good effects for this deck. So when it's synchro summoned, you can banish any card from either graveyard. You target a card and you banish it. So you can just go for a level 4 with 2 non-tuner and a 2-tuner and extend your plays, or disrupt your opponent. And when it's banished itself, you can target one card on the field and negate its effect until the end of the turn.
Cool.
It's good into continuous spell usually, because you can get it in the grave easily and then you banish it with the Snopios, that's the hand trap. So yeah, it's useful and a nice toolbox.
Yeah.
We've got the White Aura Whale, which is Synchro 8 fish. Like the goatees, they synchro summon any fish synchro during the opponent's turn, and this one on synchro summon is Raigeki Lightning Storm, because it destroys all attack position monsters. So having a quick effect Lightning Storms is okay.
Can't I miss
There
timing?
are some very good disruptions in this deck, to be honest.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you
They're
probably
pretty cool.
pop on
and
an
the
open
last
game state
synchro
or
in the deck
something.
is Changing, because except with fish and beads, you're not locked into fishes, just water, and you can make this pretty easily, and you banish all the time, so you will trigger it whenever you want.
Whatever you want, yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
does make sense.
it's a good card in general in the deck, and that's it for the synchros. Other thing to be mentioned is that the Lifelessly fish there that sends a fish on summon, it can banish itself from the graveyard to shuffle back 3 fishes from the graveyard and draw 1 card. So usually it will recycle your extra deck if you ever need it.
So you never run
You
out
never
of
run
options.
out, yeah, and when they're banished, they come back also. So yeah, that's the synchros. We've got
And
one
then-
Xyz,
Yeah.
which is number 4 Stealth Kraken.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course, the
of
Kraken,
course.
Alright,
which
finals.
is so good.
Please.
So tell us about
Oh shit, finals!
Attention duelists.
Alright, hopefully this
Over
isn't another clown finals. The
2,400
last Pittsburgh
participants
finals was actually
have
pretty
battled
interesting
their
though.
way through the Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series in Bologna to make it to this table here, the grand final of YCS Bologna 2025. Your 2 finalists, Pierre Bugals and Alessandro Boniolo. These 2 titans
It's time to
are
lock
ready
in,
to
yeah.
clash to see which of them is going to be crowned our champion. But before we kick that duel off, we are going to have to do a high roll. Gentlemen, who would like to roll first? Pierre, do you want to roll first? Alessandro? Oh, we're waiting for the shuffle to be completed, and then we can get this match underway to see who the champion will be. Right, Alessandro, you roll first. We'll find out which of our 2 participants will be starting the duel. Oh, we're still going for more shuffling, so at least the pacing of this is going well. Right, let's see what the dice roll tells us. That is a 7 for Alessandro, and for Pierre, a 6. So you're going to go first. Alessandro is going to be going first here on a home turf tournament final. And I get to say the thing I look forward to saying every single YCS. It's time to duel.
Over 2,400 players gathered this weekend here in Italy, Bologna, but after 15 rounds of Swiss and top 8, we're down to the last 2 standing. And what a match it is going to be. It's France against Italy, and it's Pierre against Alessandro. And what a match again it will be. They only lost 2 matches all weekend long, but now they're one final match away for being crowned YCS champion and taking this trophy right here home where it belongs. Can France do the upset in the home territory, or will we see 3 tournaments in a row won by an Italian player after the European Championship and YCS Lille? Personally, I can't wait to find out who is going to take it. So, just like that, I'm gonna say it as well. It's time to duel!
Holy shit, that's loud. It's time to duel! Finally, the conclusion of YCS Bologna. Many frauds were exposed. Only one true winner. 2,423.
It's all come down to this. Both players, when they signed up for this YCS, they wanted this moment, this chance to win the YCS trophy.
Okay,
this
Yummy
chance
versus
to be
Vanquish
the
Soul.
YCS champion. And I feel like that
I heard
here
the Yummy
versus
matchup is
Alessandro
kind of
will be
difficult,
one of those
but I could
matches
be wrong.
that we can experience some true Yu-Gi-Oh going to be played.
I mean, it's gonna be Yummy against Vanquish Soul K9. We were saying this all weekend long, and here is just a normal summon from Alessandro, and it comes,
Here comes
the Fuvalos.
Do we have us to respond though?
I think we let it go through, and that is a huge punish. Of course, normal
Bell.
summoning Entrops usually goes into
I guess you
Admirage,
automatically.
but this is the
Okay,
one
but
punish,
Fuwawa.
getting
That's true.
Fuvalos.
That's like 2 draws. Ooh, that's rough.
Yami is one of those strategies
Yeah,
that
it's 2
can
draws.
afford to play a little bit around Fugalos, giving 1-2 draws potentially, and just establish Snatchy with a name in order for you to play around in our opponent's turn. So I believe that Alessandro right now is considering the fact if he's going for
Talents? Okay.
There's the talent.
But at least there is the talent. But this is an interesting choice. Because
Orm.
would you talent right here before
That's a
committing
decent hand.
to your synchro? That's the question.
Because I really feel like either you
Well,
really
I
wanna
guess it's normal
extend and
summon
push,
normally.
or otherwise it just
You get
wanna
rid of
really
Ash.
prevent your opponent from having already an interruption before continuing.
But that's a crazy good end. Case for K9 called by the grave, and then Razen and Borger. What a end.
I mean, if you had a single hand wrap, for example, for Case or Raisin, we could potentially give back to the deck of our opponents the one or another in order for us to just interact with them. But I see right now that we are going for synchro summon, and I think Cookie Yami, Capsi Yami will be summoned in order for us to find 2 names and potentially go for a potential plays with Snatchy.
Again, was an interesting, for sure, decision from Alessandro, because he knew he was gonna commit into Capsi Yami way regardless, so that talent could have given additional information, and let's see whether he will be punished by this decision in the end.
Alessandro's considering his options, and I mean, as mentioned once again here, the triple tactics talents could have waited a little bit, in my opinion, but I mean, maybe it really felt like this needed to go through, and I mean, essentially here is also what really he wants to put up on the field, because like, do you really want your opponent to draw at least another card, essentially, because otherwise, you know, you're just, you know, not gonna put enough pressure on him.
I mean, I think that talent was in the correct spot, to be honest, because he wanted to consider his option if he's going to commit into Fugalos or wait and just pass turn if Pierre didn't have any potential lanes in his hand.
I don't know, I think you still always go at least for the Capsiyami way, it's just too safe. There are so many one-card combo starters from the deck, but here we are committing even more, and this makes, you know, a ton of a difference, because if there is one deck that can punish you even during your own turn, it's the K9 Vanquish Soul with that Olli Su potential top deck. We already have Fire and Dark in hand.
And I mean, we just experienced Pierre activating Holy Su in turn 0, as we call it, and being summoned in opponent's turn in order to activate the effect to take control of a monster. And we may see again this case, actually.
Let's see. Anyways, the end was really, really solid. This is a matchup that we have seen plenty of time around, starting from the World Championship in Paris. And
is your
usually
soul ready
I'd say
to?
it favors the Yami deck.
Yeah.
But you never know. Nowadays, they have adapted quite well, and each has a great chance. And we have
Holly Sue. What the fuck?
Wow.
Speaking of punishing our opponent with cards like Holy Su, and that Vanquish Soul is one of those decks that can afford to activate Fugalos and find its way to Holy Su with the correct attributes in order to activate her effect to be special summoned from the hand in opponent's turn, and actually activate also the effect.
So he drew into
special
Holly
summon
Su.
from the deck.
That
or
wasn't
take control of
originally
the
in his
monster,
hand after the talents
regarding the
reveal?
attributes that
Or
we
before
can't
the
have in
talents reveal?
hand.
Yeah. This, although the attribute is obviously good, might be one of the rare cases
Alright,
where drawing the one of
he needs a dark in
Razen
hand
might
to summon from
actually
deck.
be a bit of an issue, because often you want to special summon it
He
if
might
you
summon-
have another fire with the Olisu, but I mean it's kind of like first world problems, I'd say. And at least hard opening the cookie is gonna be nice
shoot,
for
I forgot his
Alessandro, because he
previous
gets
hand.
to use the effect right here to
like-
pop this Olisu.
No, he has ace. His Ash Blossom.
But I mean, we already know about the Burger, and we.
Oh,
know
he
that,
does have a
as we can
dark,
see, we are
bruh.
chaining the effect of Olisu
He also
to
has an
special
Earth,
summon,
too.
but
He has an
there
Earth.
is a forbidden
So
droplet,
this would
and
have
is
summoned
big
Caesar, and then
because
Caesar
it
could have
prevents
popped.
the heavier Burger from also
But that's
being
still kind of strong.
activated.
Yummy? Yeah,
And,
yummy.
yeah, I mean.
This is
not
still
much we
strong.
can
This
do.
is like you have a body on board. You have a lot of pressure.
Yeah, forbidden droplet being made from Alessandro here, and I think it's another one of these field breakers.
Oh, I
which
guess
we
that
have
was a
seen
pop,
lot during
'cause it was
this
summoned
weekend.
off of the
Also,
synchro.
yeah, you gotta give credit to him because he didn't set
Never
it.
mind, never mind,
Yeah.
never mind.
So he
I
was
mean,
playing
he got rid
around
of
the possible
Droplet,
Olisu
so-
top deck. So well played by Alessandro.
I mean, he's in a YCS final. I
Yeah.
mean, he's clearly has thought all of this.
And there is a pass right here.
No K9
Pierre
cards. He does have
throws
case of
into
K9.
his end and has already quite the good pieces. We know
I don't know if
case
the
for
K9 cards are
K9,
gonna do very
Razen,
much.
Cold by the
Razen,
Grave,
okay.
and also that
Trigger.
heavy Burger. And we start things off with the Razen in the same column as the Snatchy.
Snatchy.
Yeah, I mean, Razen once again makes his appearance here. I think it's been one of the key cards so far of the week, and once again, and let's see if Alessandro
Another droplet.
Another droplet.
A second droplet here.
Okay, this is getting close. This is getting really close.
But we still have a case of K9.
There's a bell in
however,
hand, so it's not completely over.
Either we add Zenizuna or not.
Yeah, but we
doesn't
can
play a role.
respond.
Oh, we might be thinking of using
because,
Called by
we
here.
can use Called by the Grave and then the heavy Burger.
Because you only send a monster, you can chain a spell.
And that's why Pierre says, no, wait a minute, don't send it to Grave. Last turn I couldn't use the Call by, but now I can. And no, in
So
the
it's
end
fine.
he decides not to respond to this. Interesting.
Maybe he values more his Call by Grave for another play that he has thought
Yeah.
about.
And the last card should be Surprise, no?
Yeah, it was a draw
Yeah,
from Fugazi.
it's a surprise. Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, me surprise.
Aha.
Not an
You mean the
action-
set card?
Not an action surprise.
I know you wanted
Yeah.
one, you know.
Yeah. Okay. And now we use the Burger in a new chain.
Yeah, I guess you could have done chain Called by, then chain Borger if you wanted to.
Ooh, and a clutch.
Okay, draw one.
There is the surprise for you. The Mad Love, which gives us even more advantage. And in such a simplified game state for Alessandro, this is starting to add up.
And more surprise in the hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the cards being drawn from Fuvalos honestly were very good from Pierre. Like, very good cards being drawn, and the Medal of the Race, and then there's the Olisu as well. It's I mean, what you're really looking for it, and then here is come the Rock of the Vanquisher.
Okay.
Interesting choice for sure here. We
Oh, he
can
drew
use
the
it
trap.
to either special summon or add
All right.
back. In this
We have
case,
case
we
of
are going
K9.
to
I don't
be
think any of the
adding back
K9 cards are
Olisu
live,
since
though.
we haven't used it.
And we can special summon here.
Yeah. And there it is. Olisu coming back right away. All the correct attributes are in the end, as we have both Mad Love and Razen.
Fire and Dark.
Yeah. But now we use a case. I thought he activated Olisu, but no, probably just revealed it. And yeah, seems like the case will resolve, and we are chaining Olisu to case. To which Alessandro starts debating.
So I think his
which
set
is the
on
moment in
Alessandro's
which
set on the
we
right
activate this
is
Snatchy.
surprise. I'm not too sure why Pierre is chaining. Like, I don't know, maybe
Takes a look
he's
at his
like
own
doesn't stagger.
graveyard right now.
Gives him less opportunities to activate Snatchy. I don't know. I actually am not sure.
You can feel the tension growing again. All this fighting, but now we're down to this, and one match is all that matters.
Is that
and
Snatchy?
we finally use this Snatchy to go into a synchro.
And I think right now you have a lot of options. You can either go for Cookie Yummy Way or Lollipop Yummy Way, but since there's going to be the Holy Sue that is going to summon herself into the
You
field.
can use Holly Sue
Maybe
to
potential
steal as
Cookie
well.
Yummy Way is a good option right now.
The thing
Rock
is,
hasn't
even this
spe-
cold
if
buy
Rock
is
can special
quite
summon
huge
Rosin.
because if he bring out
But I
the
don't see any. I
synchro
don't remember
and
if he has
then
any dark
you
skin.
tag out. Yeah, you can hit the Snatchy and pretty much force the surprise, and then everything is known. So let's see. It's
Okay,
going
so
to be
that's,
Capsi Yummy Way. So Olisu will resolve, then the case will resolve, and then it will
You
be
can't get
Alessandro
fires off
with
this, so I think you're
the
probably just getting a dark.
initiative of activating the
Like
synchro
I think
effect.
K9 is dark inerts. You have an abundance of dark inerts. Okay, so there's a
And
dark.
it's,
Yeah, that
Zuna.
compensates for the warrior.
Yes.
The only thing with
Interesting
Zuna is
pick.
that she cannot activate the effect
Yeah.
to special summon herself since
Wait, actually, is
Yami
Zuna
has
Earth?
not
I
activated
forgot.
We
an effect
already
from
have.
hand or field or graveyard.
Yeah, I think he already has it because otherwise.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe
would
he
have not
already has
get it.
Joke
Yeah.
or yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, it's Earth. My
Did we
bad.
activate the search, I guess, or no? From the Capsi.
Oh wait, I forgot about the Mad Love. Never mind. So you can summon from deck. Okay, so then he can threaten with Caesar here. Honestly, how do you deal with like Caesar unaffected? Like you don't even have to pop.
Is well aware of the cold buy in the end. And
It would
he's
still
gonna
be- I think
chain
it's still a
this.
good
Now
idea.
We're gonna see a cold buy on the Snatchy to just force out the surprise.
You can just bell the surprise, huh?
No. So keeps the spell for now. So Alessandro is gonna resolve this tag out. Then Olisu will bring Caesar values to the field. And we still can search.
You think that Pierre waits for the summon of Herald, for example, in order to activate Call by the Graveyard?
If we even get to the point, because we're starting to put up a lot of monsters, and it's not gonna be easy. I don't know, I feel like it was an alright point just because you prevent the play of using, as we have seen, Surprise and then chaining Snatchy, just to bounce, for example, and you kind of limit the option, but we'll see. Right now, Alessandro makes sure to add the last remaining piece in the lolly, in the grave. And in this new chain, he will activate the effect of Capsi, possibly to draw. Let's see what he decides to do. And since this is the pure version of the deck, I believe we are maining a Croaky.
Yes, we activate the effect of Snatchy at chaining 2. So chaining 1 Capsi
Yeah,
to draw,
reveal
chaining
3.
2 to place a Croaky and also play around Ash Blossom and having a Croaky from the deck to the field zone since we don't want to draw it with Capsi.
But
Damn,
this
this
is
is rough.
big. Caesar does not target, which means that we cannot really chain the Snatchy to Synchro. Otherwise, we would get punished that way. And as you can see here, Alessandro says, that's fine, I have the surprise, but now we only have one Snatch, you know?
Yeah, there's only one remaining.
So this is huge. Because if we use the surprise, this is why
What
Pierre,
turn is this?
kept,
This
the
is
cold buy.
Pierre's turn, second turn.
You kind of have him in check. I mean, we have already normaled, but we searched Izuna, and I can only imagine maybe we have another way in a Jokul in the end. That would be absolutely amazing if the last card is Joko.
I mean, it has to be Jokul, right?
I mean, from the way he played, honestly, I
kinda.
mean, it could be possible, but I'm starting doubting, honestly. Not so sure
Let's see.
anymore.
So In hand right now we have Madlop, Izuna, and
Razen and
yeah.
Kolbai.
And Kolbai.
This is I'm just wondering if there is another card. There should be one more.
I'm cool with all Sidro taking his time, but I think this is like
that is the mysterious one.
Almost over. Who do you want to win? I like Vanquish Soul, but I don't like K9, so Yummies are cute.
But no, we're just for now
I'll just give
moving
it to
the battle
Vanquish Soul.
phase, and here we activate Yummy Surprise, and I believe we will chain Cold by the Grave on the Snatchy, and yes, we do. Great find here by Pierre.
So much.
Who is able to shut
like
down
it's really
the
hard
place,
to follow
at
up
least
if your
for
Snatchy
now,
gets banished
in
as
reality, Kolbai will carry over during the next turn, which is gonna be huge.
And the fact that I like Izuna to be added through a case of K9 is that at least keeps pure Yami in check, meaning that the Yami strategy wants to draw into hand traps and interrupt his opponent with, for example, Ash Blossom, Ghost Bell, and right now Izuna is there for if Alessandro has drawn into a hand trap, can be summoned from the hand and be a potential threat.
And here we can continue the attack, so without the boost. We don't have quite enough here, but yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one.
At the end of the day, though, Snatchy will be also negated for Alessandro's turn also, so we can.
Is this banish?
Of course, yeah. There's no way.
What the Joko? Oh my god.
That's interesting.
Oh, SP can't banish. It didn't use any Link or Xyz.
Why did we wait? That's the only thing I'm thinking.
I don't know what he was afraid of, honestly.
Afraid of Thimbiru, maybe, just to have a plan B.
Okay.
I mean, you have to respect it.
Enough. Yeah, it must have been drawn because Alessandro was out of cards. But I guess if he draws it off the cups, he maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, it is one of those times that you feel that you have every card that you want in the hand and just questioning yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like maybe if you really want to push enough, maybe you go for it right away. I mean, I understand that maybe like if your opponent draws the Nibiru, of course, it's a very bad situation. But I mean, still, I mean, it was quite the card we were really waiting for. I mean, it was the last card which we were not aware of. And of course, like paired up with the Izuna here now makes a lot of difference going for another exquisite summon.
I'm also wondering whether
this is just so much advantage. Holy shit.
Slightly better to go for Vanquish Soul Rocks, because I mean we battle with a Vanquish, no? So instead of going for SP right away, maybe we could have gone for Vanquish Soul Rocks over Olisu, and then we could get rid of the entire field. Because we pop one, which is the field spell.
So it's not like he has force released online.
Because we use the Xyz. And then we get rid
Lantern.
of the entire field for the same cards. But anyways, we are still in a really, really good spot if we are Pierre.
Oh, what? Lantern can search force release? Oh my god. Bruh.
Here comes the Nash. Yeah.
Do we play two targets for him?
Oh, it's
the Masquerade, I think.
Yeah, and I think
Masquerade.
yeah.
Do you go into CXZs and then pop the Croaky?
So it's also quite an interruption because we have to remember that Snatchy has been called by the Great, so we cannot activate the effect on Alessandro turns to synchro summon, so he will not be there in order to provide some protectiveness when trying to play around for a potential SP, for example, effect to banish.
This wouldn't happen if they put Mystic Mind to 3?
Yeah, and also another
Maybe.
card that we have seen a couple of times this weekend, the CXYZ Nash CH9. I think it's very nice addition, honestly, to the deck in general. I really feel like it's good. It's not mostly played. As you can tell, Alessandro is just having a read about it. Yeah.
We saw a lot of this at again previous events, and it's so good because now we will play into the C104, and that allows us to destroy a spell on trap when summoned, which will be the field spell, and then we set up a huge interruption which not only halves our opponent life points, which is absolutely crazy, but it's also a negation. You know, it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel like this is one of those additions that really, just look at it itself. I think we have seen it on stream maybe a couple of times this weekend. But yeah, I mean, number C104, honestly, here it comes on the screen.
So that's like Monster Negate. I don't know if it's... Monster Negate plus half LP.
The Vanquish Soul, but right now, I think that Pierre managed to clear the field pretty well.
We still did it.
So he has Force Release. It's really hard to beat Force Release.
The question is just the versatility that you want to have, because essentially you could have already cleared the field, and then you can choose whether you prefer, because I'm not too sure against Yami if I prefer to have C104 rather than just an Ash, you know, because their plays are limited a bit.
I mean, but the card's effect itself is just, you know, insanely good.
Yeah. The only thing is it doesn't destroy, it only negates. And so specifically against Yami, this could be a bit of a concern. But I think the main issue right now is outside of this incredible field from Pierre, Called by the Grave is still active on the Snatchy. So we cannot easily access field spells. And just look at this incredible once more showcase of what K9 Vanquish Soul can still do. A deck that I have to admit was a bit forgotten by many players after the Forbidden Unlimited list that brought Razen and Stake Your Soul to 1, but still is here and it's as real as ever.
Alberto before talked about the fact that yes, the consistency has been hit, however the deck level is still here, we can still experience its true power. The only problem for the deck right now it is to find access to his engine, but I think that when you have it with K9 that actually find ways to, you know, bring engine and find ways to start playing, I think the ceiling is very high.
I mean, yeah, I think that the lack of consistency is well balanced by the K9s themselves, and then of course, like if they're paired up with Vanquish Soul, I mean, even better. I mean, we just witnessed what deck is capable of, and I mean, let's now see. Alessandro here needs to play under Called by the Grave, so it's gonna be very difficult for him. Let's see if he can find a way to deal with this impressive fear from Pierre. So let's see how he starts things off.
My God. Is this just a Force Release moment?
Oh yeah, this is the issue we have been talking about. This Cookie cannot comfortably turn into a Snatchy and grab back that minion. So what are we gonna be doing? And I think Pierre also should take this in consideration, because usually this would be a threat. Right now, not so much, honestly. And it's also interesting the zone that we decided to go for, because we know there is a Razen, no?
Yeah.
So you should always try to put it in the same column as your opponent monsters. Yeah.
Yeah, I think right now we can activate the effect of Rock to special summon Razen in the opposite side of Cookie in order for Pierre to be able to destroy Cookie and leave Alessandro with 3 cards in hand, and I think one of them is Surprise that we know, and 2 more cards. So we choose to summon Holy Sue, revealing issue 9 Madlove.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we take control of Cookie. And now, question is, do we have any way of dealing with this incredible field or is this just going to be the game wrapped up? Of course, also in the finals, there is no time limit, which you must keep in mind while watching this match, because I'm sure
This is
when
game
you're
one.
playing with
Holy
a
shit.
clock, you might pick up. We have seen it all weekend long. You might concede just a bit earlier to save time. There is no need here. They can play out of their
taking
hearts
so long.
and just give it their best.
Well, it's turn 3.
Honestly, it's just considering what it could go for, but
I mean,
this is turn 3.
he has the Cookie, yes, as a real threat.
All right, surprise for Cookie.
And again, coming.
All right, force release, XDD, force release, pop.
Forced release from Pierre, and this
yeah,
is
oh my god.
What a start to this final. We've mentioned it.
How the game not
already,
over is turn 3?
Alessandro with the home
Because he just survived turn 2.
And going first, but still, Pierre.
There's just a lot of decisions made in each turn. I think like people who like just look at turn count don't really pay attention to what goes on in the game.
Only one game away for becoming
Gonna stream the Force Unleashed? Yes, the Force Unleashed.
I mean, obviously Alessandro can, come back to it.
But there's just a lot going on in between all these turns.
To find the ways to play around the Kanin Vanquish strategy, and also we need to keep in mind that Yami, if he doesn't activate the effect of Mass Mao, it can play very well against J9 and do not give Pierre the advantage to have Izuna, for example, his turn.
I mean, I really feel like in general, Vanquish Soul is one of those decks that even going second, I think really deals very well with your opponent's field. Of course, the Fuvalos really helped him out a lot because he went, drawing some very good cards. But on the other hand, I really feel like also Pierre played very well, honestly. I think
does have a pretty big difference.
How powerful the C104
I think,
is and what a good addition the card is for the
yes,
deck itself.
But
whereas on the other
for
hand,
sure, like
nothing much that Alessandro could have done, especially with the gold body grave being activated.
I think it's just a very common thing to have like 3-turn games, and then people just be like,
game 2.
There were for sure a couple of interesting moments out
but like
there,
that's not what I'm trying to play anyway. But that's just an example.
In an interesting
like,
way, especially Alessandro began quite.
I don't think it's a
strong,
surprise
even though
that
he
it
got
took so
by
long.
with that droplet, setting
just to get to
keeping
turn
it
3,
in
just
the
because
end
it's all
to play
compressed.
around his opponent interaction with the Olisu. That seems like a very.
That's fine. You
promising
can disagree
start,
with it.
But then just something crumbled out there.
I think it's true because
he wasn't quite
there
able
was.
to take it, but
that's why
again, you can see him shuffling.
It took
his
forever.
Deck, taking those cards. I'm sure both of them have beaten throughout this weekend this same matchup. They know how to do
I
it.
don't know. I'm just
they
watching
just
this.
have to execute and hope that their deck is not gonna let them down. This one.
That's not a disagreement. Then I don't know what's a disagreement then.
We could be just moments away from finishing up
I'm
this
specifically talking
tournament,
about.
So I'm sure as they
like
need
all of
your
the decisions being
support
compressed
from
in
home, they're also
like
in
this game.
Great need of support
The
from
BS
the
deck will win
crowd.
at the
So
YCS? Probably
before we
not.
jump into action,
That's okay. It doesn't have to win
a
YCS.
round of applause for
I think that's like a
our
really
finalists. One more.
high bar for a lot of decks anyway.
Nice. Love to hear it. And now, without further ado, let's go back
Finally,
to the
game
game.
2.
Let's jump into action.
I kind of want to sleep.
Game 2 of YCS final
is understandable. I don't know. I don't know what we're arguing about.
Right now, we can experience why pure Yami.
You can probably find a reasonable critique using that. It's a broad statement to begin with.
And let's take a moment to witness it. Do we have more Mulcharmies? And do we have our lovely Yami monster?
Right.
Is the best Yami we can
All right,
normal
Cupsy,
summon.
let's
It is
see.
the Cupsy. Are we going to see the Fuvalos? We see again the Fuvalos.
I don't think we're arguing. Okay, then that makes sense. Ash,
Here
Izuna.
comes Izuna.
Yes.
Wow.
Unless you want us to be.
Talk about this because yes, we may have a response to Fugalos with Ash Blossom. However, Izuna can be activated right now in order to send Lupis from the deck to the graveyard and give us access to Nash Knight. Will be very, very strong, I guess, this opening.
What a start again, Pierre with the Fuva, and now
Jesus.
trying to shut down Alessandro's hope.
Please don't let it end this way.
Yami can still get him to play, but this is brutal.
How many times have we seen Izuna being activated on stream this weekend and taking advantage? Honestly, it's one of those cards really changing the entire game. And what I really like also about Pierre's deck is that it has
Vallon.
multiple Lupus.
Yeah, Book of Moon,
just
Vallon.
in case.
And I
That's
like
pretty good.
this. We go into Vallon instead.
The only issue right now is if we are going to have one more name in our hand for Surprise to be activated.
That's huge. If it's a pass, this could be absolutely brutal. But we do have a name. We activate Surprise. What is it going to be? Ooh, it's arguably the best in the marshmallow.
Bruh.
Getting back Surprise right away.
Is that Book of Moon? Yeah. It's a quick effect Book of Moon, the rank 5. But it also has like, I don't know. You might see it more often as a send for X.
And now we might just
to pop
be
a set
free
card.
to play this game.
Though it's not in the game yet. Though I expect it to come soon.
Are we gonna see more interruptions from Pierre?
I mean, right now, if Pierre has one more interaction, it will be very strong against Alessandro because he has committed a lot of his engine and his hand to go through this Izuna activation.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the only one remaining would be
special summon.
the Ash Blossom, I would say, which we haven't seen so far, so maybe I doubt that he has one.
Unless Nibiru is playing.
This is combo.
Yeah, probably this could just be it. It's already a very, very strong opener from the Frenchman. And
Yummy Way.
now we will go most likely into the Capsi. Yummy Way.
I can imagine. Would Bell be enough?
Anyway, starting things off with Vallon is quite annoying if we don't have a way to deal with it. Because it forces out our set face card and even the Herald if we wanted to set that up. But yeah, Capsi Yummy Way gets to resolve.
We will probably go for Cookie and Lollipop here because Capsi has also not been summoned from the hand. It was rather normal summoned.
Yeah, I mean, it depends also what we are holding into the end. Let's remember we have only committed a couple of cards yet, and yeah, here we set up the Cookie. Just a quick check at that graveyard.
Mathematic Channel, stand up. No Mathematic today. maybe later, but. But I think I'm perfectly fine with just watching Top Cut and then
of an issue here dealing
getting my
with what we
TCG
have,
fix
and,
for the
here
day.
Again, down to the details. Alessandro shuffling back the Fuvalos,
Mathmech will
hoping
return.
his opponent is gonna draw into that.
This is
Wood
Vampire
Charmy.
Grimson? Yo, what's up?
just giving you
What the
one
fuck?
extra card that I
Yo,
could
let me VIP
potentially,
you.
Yeah, take the chance.
Yeah.
Welcome.
It's one of those scenarios that you really hope to
Wait,
be
hold
like.
on. I also need a VIP
Yeah,
Nifroth.
absolutely. I mean, you take
Hold on.
those,
I added
small
Nifroth as a VIP.
percentages. Even though, to be fair, if there is a deck against which Fuvalos is good, even going, second as the 6th card is Yummy. we
OMG
have
Cookie.
Vallon
Yes,
that
Cookie
can
has
back
so much field
eventually
presence
to
in this
get
freaking
off. So
VIP.
for now, I'm just expecting, the usual suspects.
You got yourself a Twitch
there is
channel?
a pressure for Zeus, though. Which
Thank
we
you for
do
the follow.
Just keep in mind, because that Lubis is quite annoying, no?
Okay, hopefully you didn't get scammed on the cast form.
Yes, I think this is
Yes, you didn't get scammed.
the game plan for Pierre to try to
like a
have access to
superhero.
Zeus since Vallon
You see his fit?
is untargetable it cannot be targeted due to the effect
What's
of
this
Lupis.
doing here?
He's
He's here against his own will. I said like if you don't show up to my stream, Nifrost, I will stand on top of a castle.
With Metal Matcher to revive and then go
Castle
for,
wall.
Synchro Summon of Herald.
Nah, he's probably
we switch
chilling.
things around here and are going to commit an SP into that Izuna.
What does Yummy do? My master duel.
Definitely not,
It's kind of hard to explain.
Expect, and I think
Because
yeah,
it's
that's
not the,
just
okay.
gonna
I'm
be
gonna start with. It's like level 1 sprite. You summon a level 1, summon another level 1.
Definitely an unusual opener here from
The
Alessandro,
tools
but it
that Sprite
feels
has
like
are different
Balon
from
is
what
too
Yummy
pressuring,
has,
and
but
now play is back
what
to
do you
him,
mean? What
and
am I
as we
doing?
can see, we can just
Yeah, they
attack
can use Link
and
1s as tuners,
exert
so they summon level 2
this
synchros.
pressure into the Zeus.
Yeah, 1 synchro switches
How are
2.
we dealing with this?
I'm here to sell drugs. It revives 2 from graveyard, the other one.
The Italian.
So if it helps, like you don't have to memorize every single effect, but when they combo, it's pretty similar to Sprite if they were level 1s.
You make Snatchy.
But that's not the way they interact is different from Sprite.
Otherwise, you have to play into Izuna.
Sure, but I mean,
if he has, he has it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Do they try to OTK? Yeah, actually, in fact, they can OTK. They're not like
just getting back
they're okay. Like this field
surprise,
spell,
and I think, yeah,
for example,
Alessandro
if you have
just
4
accepted
yummies
that
on the
he
field,
doesn't have
it'll give
anything
you
to deal
two
with
500
this
attack for each
Zeus.
one.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's it. That's the finals.
Wow. Things look very, very good for Pierre.
And a case for K9.
That's it. No.
Is there any response here from Alessandro? And there is not.
I mean, we know 2 cards in his hand, right? We know Capsi and Surprise.
No fucking way.
And he has 4.
Wait, how'd you end up
Yes,
finding the
3.
channel?
3
I just
cards,
assumed
yeah.
you like didn't consume Twitch.
Wow.
You missed the whole thing,
we have
yeah.
seen it so many times. I gotta say.
We saw
maybe
Josh
you
in
think the
top
start of
8.
the
He
show
got
has been the Izuna
he got
this
mega.
weekend, but I think it has really been
There was a
the
major
Lupis,
upset.
like that protection effect.
No,
is just
Roy,
what
this thing
makes
does
this
everything.
so
This K9
complicated,
Noroi.
to deal with.
This thing's evil.
And again, we see a demonstration of it. And now comes Noroi, which is gonna take a look at the end if they want.
I mean, and as mentioned,
It might be the end of the
really
finals
that
after
Pierre
this.
is
I think I watched
maximizing
streamers once,
the
like,
copies
I
of
got
Lupis
recognized.
in his
What the
deck,
hell?
Like by playing 2 in the main deck and 1 in the side deck as well. I think this is the first time that we see Lupis being, you know.
Dang, it's been a while then.
He's working incredibly well for him. And
Like I just recently had my streamer
as
anniversary.
mentioned, in general, K9s are just dominating the field as YCS Bologna.
Absolutely.
It may be due to the fact that Lupis on its own, it's a very good card, meaning that you can summon it on your opponent's turn, bring a Typhon, and target double, since the Lupis effect, when he's an Exist material, protects from targeting the Exist monster, and go for Zeus. So I think right now in the current meta state, it is one of those mini combos that you want
Comes
to
that strawberry?
achieve.
Yeah, the strawberry
And you
ears.
have so very easy
Don't eat
access to
them.
Zeus indeed. I mean,
If
just
you
with
eat
the
them,
island itself being on the field,
you might
honestly,
impair
you get access to it every single turn essentially.
Yeah.
Here,
It's all
once again,
actually in the
putting more
Cupsy all art.
and
Yes.
more pressure to Alessandro with the Reaper being summoned.
And I think when Reaper
It really
is
sells the
summoned,
illusion
Pierre
of Cupsy
has to
being
be
a
very, very
parfait.
confident.
From went into my
Because
body's
there's
Reggie.
no more the threat of any Nibiru since we can
Mostly
just negate
consolidation.
Reaper.
I mean, we already pretty much.
I
knew
already
what
had
was
a
in
Twitch
the end
account
from
titled My
Alessandro.
Body's Reggie
The
from
start
like
seemed
I don't know how
promising,
10 years
but
ago, 12 years
now
ago.
Pierre is in
And then
control,
I ended up
already winning
streaming.
game 1.
And so I was
Again
like, you know
going
what? I'm not gonna
second,
change my
and
Twitch
again,
name. So I'll just
trying
change
to
everything
just
else.
completely dismantle what many thought to be his
That's
worst
just one of my
match.
Discord usernames.
And we are going to experience the
And
last
let's
hand.
have a look.
I didn't really have
Well,
it
this
like.
is definitely not promising because only 2 yummy plus surprise, and you see Alessandro.
But like the
not activated.
1-800
He knows
558
this is gonna be
2300 Empire is
extremely
just like a
tough.
troll name anyway. It's
So
like a
the
meme
effect
name.
of Noroi in one hand seems
Alright, Noroi
quite
generated
interesting
like
since
fucking 4
you just
bodies.
Look at your opponent's hand, but in the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh, having this knowledge, it's an insane information, and it's very, very important.
I mean, it gives you so much advantage knowing, essentially, I mean, of course he knew 2 or the 3.
Yeah, I saw your name in a Farfa video once. Really? Like the Reggie name or the Empire name?
And here it is.
The Reggie thing might be someone else because Farfa has a mod named Reggie Ruler, and I got too confused by him, so I hate his guts.
Weekend, and this is just.
I'm no Farfa viewer. Not that that's a bad thing, but he doesn't stream at a time where I'm usually awake.
And I think that we just need to see Raisin or even Madlov right now.
Yeah. I've been confused by him a few times.
Pretty safe.
So yeah, this is a known. People play Saryuja in Vanquish. It compensates for. Noroi summons 4 bodies. And you just make Saryuja.
You would not be using, and maybe Pierre found what was looking for with this Saryuja. I think it's one of those cards that really can change the game state when summoned.
Yeah, this is how you search your Vanquish pieces.
Special summon Madlo.
And here it is.
Farfa's a pretty good streamer. Yeah, I mean his like he does meme reviews, and that already turns me off. I don't like the meme reviews. So even if I had the chance to watch him, I mostly consume like Master Duel laddering. Saryuja.
It's quite likely that is gonna happen, and here the Vanquish
but
Star
no
hits
doubt
the field,
when Farfa collabs and stuff, he's like pretty entertaining.
Is just shaping up cards after cards.
I just don't have time to watch all the collabs.
Well, taking control of it.
Sarcasm in the reviews is just content. Yeah. Well, it's like having to see the memes is worse. I don't mind Farfa reacting to them. Like it's actually just seeing the memes makes me like. Actually, there was one week of like Jesse reacting to the meme review memes that I wanted to like actually like.
Understand that.
Like, bro, these were so bad.
I mean, we're going to have.
I'm not gonna say which meme review is better or not. I'm just saying the fucking memes are atrocious. Like, I don't care if someone can prepare the dish. I'm not eating it.
To be able to take control of one of Alessandro's monsters.
It's definitely gonna be rough. I mean, everyone knew at the beginning of the day. I saw a lot of people saying we are expecting Vanquish Soul to be back. It seems like the secret was indeed out, but now we are witnessing.
Yeah, the Saryuja thing has been kind of an open secret. I just don't think people, like at the beginning of Vanquish Soul, when Vanquish Soul got hit, people were talking about Saryuja. This was not like, I think just people didn't really believe in it.
Breaking this Italian streak.
And I mean, Izuna, it is one of those cards
but
that everyone
it actually does increase your chances of seeing Vanquish Soul Engine when you don't.
Against Yami, yet we see that right now in game 2, it was the card that established the game and established.
Should Yami do surrender?
Yeah,
he just. This is like the equivalent of like getting your board blown up by Murakumo, and they set up like full Mitsu board.
Important. The SP leader knight gets summoned 2 set cards.
Yami has decent follow-up.
A miracle here.
But they're, they have like a similar weakness where their only pushes is like their normal summon and then a quick play spell.
We know this might be the last draw of our event.
He's gonna get a double loss? No double loss.
Right now,
there's no double loss in Top Cut because there's no time.
His draw and
there's no time limit.
He's thinking about how he's going to interact.
No, there was a double loss in the. Actually, I need to see Juhu on because he experienced the worst case scenario of the time rules, which is literally double loss, last round, and the opponent refusing to like. I don't know. It's not really the opponent.
Either normal summoning caps, for example, or
it's just a tie. No, it's not a tie. Time rules is double loss.
In order for
there's no ties anymore. The new rules eliminated ties. Was that banish spell? This is the field spell. It's like Amusement Mignon.
But I mean, what could you
it's the one that gives like 500 attack for each like beast you have on the field. All right, Cupsy.
With surprise
they're not gonna SP?
In end, what can we even get? That Mignon gone is quite relevant.
Unban self-destruct button?
Details,
you probably could.
We see that Capsi has been summoned in the opposite side of Holy Sue in order for us to at least play a round of Raisin.
Yeah.
Let me look up Juhu if he has anything to say about his double loss.
Tough spot, honestly. From
Really tough. You can feel a lot of emotions coming from him. And here we add the correct choice, which is...
Bruh! Nah.
As it is, there can be only one.
I mean, he did not need that to win.
Pierre, the winner.
Holy shit, but...
Bologna
Bruh.
2025. Give it up for him.
Alright.
As France
1,000
takes it
years
home
of
here
TC
in
Turbo
Italy.
memes.
What an event
Yo,
it
Lily!
is, and what an
He
ending.
flipped TC Boo. No, he won. He just flipped TC Boo and everyone freaked out. What's up, Lily? How's it going?
And this is Pierre taking home the victory.
Wait, did
France again is in the spotlight. France again is a YCS champion.
I mean, congratulations to Pierre. What a
yeah?
final, what a
Make me still
tournament
flip
it's
TC
been.
Boo.
So,
You're probably familiar with
that. Takes it home, and I mean, what a match that it's been, honestly. What a tournament.
Great match, of course. If any of you guys missed any
Oh,
of the action,
I don't even know what to say,
to
bruh.
go back and watch it.
I don't know what to
either
say.
on
This
Twitch
was
or on YouTube,
this was foul.
Because we had amazing matches, all tournaments long. We had our first ever
This was gross.
European Genesis Invitational.
I need a shower.
As well as, of course, the main event where we just witnessed incredible matches, incredible.
So that's the
decks,
sign, TC
but
Boo.
in the end,
This is like
I mean,
the
K9 cars were all
at
over
least
the
the
place
third
this
year
weekend, and
TC
it's
Boo,
only
third
rightful
time
so
that TC Boo has
they
shown up
were
on a
the winner
fucking
in the
broadcasted.
end, and I mean,
Yeah,
Wagner
it should
showed
be.
his back.
Yeah, it should be
And I
banned.
mean, we have talked so much about it.
None
this
of that
will play
limited
such a huge
BS,
role
you know.
in
Absolutely.
those 2 days of.
Oh fuck
Euro.
Ray!
Israel
Oh
is one
wait,
of those
why did you
runners
raid
that
me? Raid me?
many
Oh
people
my
have
god!
forgot
I'm
about
actually
it,
gonna
feeling
end
that
too.
it has,
Goon
got
raid.
out of
All right,
Qatar
shout out
very
Ray.
much, and I think it's here. It says
You might
that
not know
I'm back.
Rasian.
Even against
It's that guy that just lost. Yeah, that's me. I got TC Boo. They flipped on me. Unfair. Everybody's ending. Yeah, exclamation mark Goon. Yeah, that's him. No, you say. Okay, I'll start streaming. Are you really
I
streaming?
feel like he was a very good choice for the event. I mean, 2 players.
I don't know your
Joshua
channel
Smith
though.
and Pierre,
Unless I
into
guess.
the
Okay, I
top
guess your
8.
username.
And honestly, I mean, it was a show.
That
of
makes sense,
K9s
actually.
in general.
I didn't think about
we're
that.
the MVP of the entire weekend. Most of our
Goon,
duelists
there's
ended
no
in the
fucking
deck. We
Goon.
saw also before Giuseppe.
I'm glad. I
So,
thought it was
mean,
cute you
a
tried
lot
though.
of different cards.
There's no goons.
In
So-
the end, we had a lot of fun. 6 different decks.
I need my sleep schedule's pretty fucked.
incredible all alone.
It's so easy. It's my name. I'll start streaming here like 15 minutes. So you want me to
know,
stall for
that's
15 minutes?
absolutely
I wanna
amazing.
get out of here, bro.
2,400 players
I like stayed up
gathered, but in the
all
end,
all
again,
night too, like Ray.
congratulations to
I'm
Pierre,
not in the same
walking
boat,
away
but
soon in a
yes,
few moments
Lily.
with this beautiful
But-
trophy. But first of all,
But yeah, thank you
let's
for the
hear
raid,
it from
Ray.
the
It's
winner
appreciated.
of
But
YCS Bologna
I'm literally
2025,
experiencing the same
Pierre.
shit. Me too, bro.
We
2,400
have
players,
a
yeah.
new YCS
EU
champion,
YCSs
and his name
consistently
is
get
Pierre
more than
Gaudio.
2,000.
Big round of applause once again for him.
What if they announce ban lists? Nah, they're not gonna announce ban lists.
Congratulations. What's going through your mind right now? Are you incredibly
Also,
happy?
someone's playing Duel Links. Do you see this on the left? Someone's playing Duel Links.
It is huge indeed, and I mean,
It's like full
did you
screen
even-
too.
Since top 8, I followed your top 8 match. In top 4, we saw you on the big stage. Did you drop a game in top 8 even?
In top 8.
I mean, I'll wait till the broadcast is done, but
I think you won all 2-0 since top 8, right? That's
watch
great.
them do it
Just
the second you
6-0,
end
not even
stream.
dropping a game all
They-
the way in
they'll
top
tell
10.
you when it
Incredibly
ends.
Impressive. First of all,
Playing
let's
on
talk
work
about your deck
form.
choice. Thank
To
you
give
so
people an event
K9,
sounds stressful as hell, yeah.
where you just show that's a good call for the event.
California
Do you think it was
YCSs
the best
also
pick
get
to
up to
make?
2,000
it was the
plus.
best call.
I went to Anaheim last year, or yeah, it would be last year because it was last year December.
To the YCS. It was a great call, great deck, and I'm happy to
And like.
to work it.
Yeah,
with,
those are pretty
all
big.
my
But day 2 we
team, all
clear
my
out.
friends.
After day 2,
Yeah.
no one's
It's always great to
there.
share
Everyone
success
just
with your
dips.
friends. Of
Everyone's
course,
eating
also,
barbecue. I don't know what the fuck
your
they're doing.
friends
They're
Noel
clubbing.
and Mathieu, they also
They're
won YCS not long ago. Now also you're joining them.
You know,
in
catching
that
their
club of
airplane.
YCS champions. But let's actually look at some gameplay from them.
Checking out of their
Impressive final that
hotel.
we just had there.
No one's.
First highlight
I don't know. I went there
coming from- there we go.
2024.
The first
No,
game as well.
2023
And this one
Anaheim.
was actually quite quite the start to the match.
I was just by myself. I was like, bruh. I had to go to one day.
Mansion, and you
Yeah, they're pretty fun. They actually have stuff for you to do.
I'll stop it a little bit here.
I think one of the fun activities
was quite interesting.
Here, actually, let me show you. I could actually like pull up a PowerPoint.
After
Let me see if I
looking
can
into
find
your
it.
hand, were you thinking that was
Of
a
like
weird time for the
my
talents, or were
YCS
you
experience. Let me see if I can.
happy with that?
I think
Fine. I'll redo my. There is actually in my highlights a YCS yap stream of me. You know, so it's not even like.
Pass turn and just high break and yes, it's can
Goon,
like
hello,
That's
Zer.
fair enough. Yes, my hand was really good at
But they're fun.
tournaments.
I think one of the
go
most
to
fun ones we spent a lot of time on was like these giant cards, giant Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
The Holy Souk.
Ooh, the Holy Souk came later on, of course, with those draws from the Molchami Fovolos. So that was insanely strong for you, of course. And then in the
What was
second
it?
highlight
It was
we
like
have
YCS
here,
Anaheim.
we saw you playing into the field. And one thing that I really realized was you were holding that Called by the Grave in your hand for forever.
No.
For the battle phase. Here now, when
Bruh.
your opponent is activating that yummy
I don't know where to
surprise,
find it then.
you finally made the decision.
Holy
that it's
Soup
time
or
to
like
use the
Holy
yummy
True,
surprise,
yeah.
to use the Called by
Just
the Grave.
open Holy Soup.
Were you just waiting for that safe moment to go after the yummy snatchy, or what was your thinking there?
My callback is now in my hand, you know, because
He knows it, yeah.
Yeah, and if I activate too early, he can just change his surprise and just.
Your
summon
callback
his
was a
touches
TC?
back and,
It's been
just,
limited for a
cancel my
while.
callback. I know because he was on the frivolous, he can't
Yeah,
make, too many snatchy.
True,
so,
true.
I think it got limited in Snake Eye format. So I don't know how long that was, like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, exactly. Not only do you have a good play here, but also the next
I'm
turn is
on?
so important without
Okay.
him having access to snatch
Let me-
you.
if I can't
Actually
find
really,
you-
really strong from you. So game
R.I.P.
one goes to you.
What are you
win
doing?
that
Are you
first
streaming
game,
Master Duel?
And then in the second game, let's face it, starts off
Bruh.
quite crazy as well, as the normal summon from Alessandro's side is quite good, as he is normal summoning.
Okay, I guess I'll send you
also
guys to
powerful, maybe the
Nibiru
best
Token.
yummy monster in the deck, the Capsi Yummy.
Oh my god, you guys are actually you are actually streaming. All right, well, you can take advantage of that.
But you come right after.
Bro's not
Also,
even
the
following
Kizuna
me. I can
from
see that. okay, okay.
Did you
I'll
ever
okay, I'll
consider
send
to
you guys
maybe
out.
take out some
I'll send you
cards
guys. Well,
against, the Yummy matchup? Because Yummy
5
does not
summons.
activate
Are we
many
going to their
effects in the
channel?
field,
Yeah,
of
I
course,
can
but you
send
have
a
the Kizuna
raid.
still in your deck, right?
They chat in a bunch. I've seen them in Coder chat, I think, in Farfa chat, in Raid chat.
Best way to use it at this moment because I have we have the theory.
I just want to get out of here,
Yumi
bro.
and all the variants. It
Congratulations
can't,
to Pierre, Vanquish Soul
it
K9.
can't beat,
Another
Nix's
win.
monster,
Scientists said
with,
it couldn't be
Lucas,
done. They were kind of, to be honest, I think they were crying too much about the hits. Like, as soon as I heard about, like, Noroi and Saryuja Gu, I was like, okay, this is something. Because Ripper is fucking broken and insulates all your plays or whatever. That's gonna be fun. When Ripper goes to Master Duel, oh man, I'm gonna be molding. I don't like it. I don't like Ripper. I don't like K9s. I don't like, Izuna's cool, but besides that,
I mean, not the Velen itself, but maybe
there's like not, that's one of the good ones. Lupus is cool.
Not good. It's just if
But
you
yeah,
don't have
yeah.
any extender, it just
Malice isn't top tier in TCG. Malice got top 8. It is actually still good despite the hits. It's actually insane. That is like Splash Mage ban, Decoder ban. What's called? I think Dormouse limited. I forgot the main deck hits. Has Malice won a YCS? Toscu won with Malice at a YCSJ, but people don't count that, I guess.
It's very good. I was really scared about.
I mean, if you're memeing about the agenda, then I don't think it matters. Who cares?
After that, I have
But
something like two Ks and one.
No, they
one
haven't.
Trap, Vanquish Soul.
Okay.
So I was like, if you have
But
Purge,
they're
Ash,
still,
anything,
you know, in
it's,
spite of the
it's over.
hits,
Especially
they're
Purge
still,
because I can't just bring back the Lupus,
they're still
and I
powerful.
can't banish his field spell. So
very good point.
No, don't go. I'm out of here, bruh. I
Interesting
need
thing,
sleep.
mentioning the
Maybe
Vanquish
I'll
Soul
go
slowdown
on
with the trap
later
cards.
tonight or something.
You may
But
like that, right? Because a lot of
I don't
other
know.
people have made the decision not to
Genwu's
make
not
it
going to be
anymore for
on,
this,
so I'll
tournament.
just
I
be
saw
like,
it, the
this is
side
my
that's on,
moment.
yeah, for example, Joshua has
Take
played
the
in the
slot,
side
the
deck
7
against
p.m.
What was your
Genwu
feeling
slot.
of still having that in the main deck?
I really
But for
like
now,
to,
I needed rest.
Just put only
And,
Vanquish board. If I only add the Vanquish monster, I
let's
do
see.
the Vanquish with the Rock, Holy
All
Sue,
right.
and Mad Love.
Fair.
And,
Not as
because I
powerful
don't
as the
want to
best
take,
deck BES. All right, fine, that's fine.
Will be
Okay, I'll send you guys over. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the raid, Ray. I hope you get some rest. I'll get some rest too. Don't worry. All right, take care. Thank you. We're gonna raid Nibiru Token. Well-known raid chatter. He's probably VIP too. Bye, Lily. How's it going? Oh, I'll hit you. We're going. I PM you. Don't worry. I'm raiding. I'm raiding already. It's happening, Nibiru Token. Don't worry.
YCS champion, because now this
All right.
but there can be only one on your end.
Give him a follow.
Second,
I'll give you a follow too. Don't worry.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm gonna raid and run. Okay, I'm not gonna stick around. Unfortunately, I'll probably lurk, leave you on the monitor or something. But I'll be around. Yeah.
Alessandro still with a little bit of hope, but you just there flipping it up. And there it was all over. So there it is. You are now officially a YCS champion.
Okay.
You said you
I think that's all I got to say.
When you need a couple of days.
It's huge.
If I go back on, I'll just be streaming MathMech on Master
cool
Duel or
to see
whatever.
there as well. Thank you so much
Let's
for the winners
go.
interview.
All right.
Of course,
Bye-bye.
there's one more thing that we still need to do. We need to give